What is good, everybody? Like always, it's your boy Lex here, repping for XP in Bridgeport. Today's episode, we're going to have a special conversation about sports movies. And we're not just by ourselves today. We got guests. We got the host from the podcast, On Fire. The episode is going to be tight. Look in, share it, like it. It's going to be a dope episode. Let's get started. So what's good, mi gente? What's up, everybody? Like I told you today, we got some special guests with us. From On Fire, we got El Juancho, we got Zurdo, and we got DeportePR, mi gente. ¿Cómo están?
What's up?
Un aplauso.
I'm skipping my boy Miguel. We got another Miguel here. What's good, Mix?
It's okay. We got guests. So un aplauso for our guests in the house today.
We got the papi. No importa cualquier show que es el cabrón de deporte, mira. Dale, no importa.
Me gusta porque empezaste bien. Porque cuando estás en On Fire, que es mañana, pues tú no le dices nada. Hoy, como el programa es tuyo, le dice el cabrón este.
Exacto.
Me gusta, eso me gusta.
Ahora sí tengo más poder. Y este cabrón siempre. Mira. Por carajo.
Mira, Nicolás.
Dímelo.
Estoy buscando por YouTube y no me sale para darle el share. Envíame el link, pues no sé por qué no me quiere salir.
Creo que es otro lugar donde nos banearon.
Parece, porque estoy buscando y se puede que me salga el live.
Déjame agregar el deporte aquí.
Yo, what's going on, my people?
This is how we do it.
This is how we do it. Claro, papi, cuando entré a compartirlo, no yo a Nicolás hablando inglés, yo dije, Dios, estoy en inglés, déjame salirme de aquí, pues yo...
Estaba buscando el Google Translator.
Sí, papi, lo tengo aquí, tuve que buscar el iPad,
Pues nada, mi gente, hoy vamos a estar hablando de our favorite sports movies. Para empezar, yo estaba hablando con mi amigo aquí, Miguel, y estuvimos hablando de...
¿Cuál de los dos?
El que tiene la cara negra.
Ok.
There you go, blackface. So yeah,
wow.
Talk about sports movies y what's the criteria? O sea, ¿cuál es el criterio de una película de deporte? Porque una de mis películas favoritas es Rocky. Y no veo, usualmente cuando hay una lista de los mejores películas de deporte, no sale Rocky. So para ustedes, para empezar, what's a sports movie? ¿Qué es sí una película de deporte y qué no?
Después
que tenga deporte, que tenga que ver algo con el deporte. ¿Sabes? Porque hay muchas películas que yo creo que son muy buenas, que a lo mejor no están en esa lista, pero que tienen que ver con el deporte.
Con el deporte.
No necesariamente tiene que ser. Hay muchos documentales también. ¿Sabes? Es una línea bien finita, porque mayormente las películas, si vamos de deporte estricto, es más documental que película.
Sí.
Hay una película que yo no la considero de deporte y la veo en muchos podcasts, muchas personas, que es de Sandlot. Es un tema de deporte, pero yo lo veo, obviamente, cuando yo la vi, yo era chamaquito. Y para mí es una película de niños, de que habla más de las historias de los niños, pero la tienen como película de deporte y pues yo no tengo problema con eso. Es como la gente que piensa que Die Hard es de Navidad, tú sabes.
Deporte lo vio cuando estaba en la high, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Yo estaba en elemental, sí. Estaba en cuarto año.
Yo no sé ni cuál es esa película, mano. Yo creo que yo no había ni nacido cuando fue esa película.
Pues sí, hablando, vamos a comenzar con deporte, que quiero escuchar su lista de deporte. ¿Cuál es tu película favorita de deporte?
Pues mira, mano, aunque yo sé que hay muchas, cuando yo hice un story, yo lo puse cuando yo hice un story en mi Instagram, y entonces un par de gente me comentó las películas favoritas de ellos, y hay muchas películas que mucha gente comenta la misma, y yo no la he visto, y hay veces que yo digo, diablo, y yo estoy seguro que va a ser una de las películas de ustedes, pero mi película favorita de deporte es como tú dices, ¿qué tiene que ver con el deporte? A mí una película me tiene que, o sea, así sea de comedia, a mí me tiene que entretener, o sea, no es una película, a mí me tiene que entretenerla, aunque sea de deporte, es una película que a mí me tiene que gustar. Yo no voy a ver una película, es de deporte, y como yo hablo de deporte, vamos a ver una película de deporte y ya, no, a mí me tiene que gustar la película. Mi película favorita de todos los tiempos, que nosotros, se le dije a Miguel, es la misma seguramente de Miguel, a menos que la haya cambiado, a League of Their Own, o sea, que es la de que sale Tom Hanks, Madonna.
Esa no sé cuál es, yo sé a League of Their Own, pero a League of Their Own, esa no me la sé.
¿Cuál tú sabes?
A League of Their Own.
Esa misma, esa es la 2, es que la tuya es la 2, la mía es la 1. No, lo más cañón es que siempre, desde que me gustó esa película, yo digo, maldita sea la madre el título, o sea la madre el nombre o sea, siempre fue un nombre bien malo, pero es mi película favorita. Y yo sé que mucha gente, no voy a decir las películas de ustedes, porque quiero ver si ustedes las han comentado, porque hay películas que mucha gente las comentan y yo no las he visto. A mí me gustan las películas, cuando voy a ver una película de deporte, la mayoría de las películas que a mí me gustan son películas fresas. O sea, son películas que a lo mejor no mucho. Sandro, que dijo Miguel, a mí me fascina esa película. Para mí es de deporte. Porque como quiera, aunque es de niño, yo la considero de deporte. Y esa película para mí está violenta. O sea, tú dijiste que yo dije una fuera del aire y a mí me fascina esa película. La puedo ver 100 veces. Y a mí me fascina esa película. Like Mike.
Para los que sepan, por los que no la hayan visto, porque yo sé que muchas personas a lo mejor no han visto esa película, A League of Their Own, el elenco es Tom Hanks, Rosie O'Donnell, Madonna, Gina Davis, hay casi todas son mujeres porque es un torneo de
Liga de Mujeres.
De mujeres cuando los hombres fueron a la guerra.
Exacto, es la fundación de la Liga de las Mujeres.
Sí, es porque los hombres los mandan a la guerra y no hay entonces pelota y entonces ponen a las mujeres a hacer pelota. Al principio nadie les cree, los parques no se llenan porque dicen mujeres jugando pelota y después pues la partieron.
Hablan también.
Es larga.
Sale Bill Pullman, estaba buscando el caso ahora. Bill Pullman, que es el que, no sé si han visto la serie de Sinner. Él sale, él es el de Sinner.
Él es el esposo de Gina Davis, ¿no?
Sí, entiendo que sí.
Están haciendo la serie de esa película ahora. Yo creo que va a salir por Amazon, yo creo.
We talk about a series about A League of Their Own?
Yeah.
No sabía.
Sí, yo creo que sale a final del verano, yo creo.
Tremenda. I wonder quién, ¿serían los mismos protagonistas? O sea, ¿serían los mismos personajes?
No, I don't know, porque they racial band. You know, en el
okay.
Ahora there's a couple black ones, there's a couple Spanish ones.
Nicolás, tú puedes traducirle a deporte ahí lo que tú dijiste ahora, porque hablaste y le miró para abajo.
No, estoy viendo aquí películas, estoy aquí. Acuérdate que lo tengo aquí, estoy escribiendo lo que dicen y ellos me traducen.
No, hablando claro, tus panas son real nice about it, because el que no ha visto esa película tiene que salir debajo del peñón donde vivía toda su vida, porque eso es una de las mejores películas.
Es un clásico.
Es un clásico.
Literalmente.
Juancho, ¿no lo has visto? Que te reíste ahí.
Sí, yo lo he visto.
No, Juancho es free de película y le gusta, es historiador.
Sí.
Le gusta
deja que yo te diga la mía, que te vas a reír de verdad.
Free Willy.
La voy a decir ahora. The Color of Money. No hay break, papi. Cuando tú ves a Paul Newman, cuando tú ves a Tom Cruise.
Color of Money, ¿ese es el remake o ese es el de Tom Cruise?
La secuela. Ahora es la secuela. The Hustler fue con Paul Newman, que hace el papel de Tom Cruise técnicamente.
Es correcto, y después lo cambia.
El viejo en
lo interesante de Color of Money es porque tú ves en The Hustler, tú ves a Paul Newman, que técnicamente no tiene el carisma que tiene Tom Cruise en esta película, pero en esta película tú ves a Paul Newman, ya, ¿verdad? El personaje de Paul Newman ya es un tipo con experiencia, un tipo que ya está fuera del juego, pero que adquirió ese carisma durante todo ese periodo de tiempo que ha pasado. Y tú al final, para mí, el final de la película está demasiado duro. Cuando van a jugar y le dice, no, dale, te toca romper a ti. Y él va a romper y le dice, ¿estás seguro? Y él le dice, Tom Cruise dice, pero ¿por qué? ¿Sabes? Porque Tom Cruise, lo interesante de la película es eso, que Tom Cruise tiene lo que él no tenía en The Hustler. Tom Cruise tenía el ego bien encendido. Tom Cruise era, cuando llegaba, aquí llegué yo, papi, soy el mejor. Algo que le criticaban a Eddie, que es el personaje de Paul Newman. Y después cuando tú ves al final, que él lo mira, que él va a romper así con las gafas, papi, la escena durísima, todo apagado, oscuro, la mesa de billar, y cuando va a romper con las gafas, acá le dicen, 'cause I'm back. Papi, ahí rompe y se escucha cuando la bola, ¡pra! Y ahí se acaba la película.
Esa película yo no la he visto.
No, es durísimo, papi.
No, actually, I know about it, but it's an older movie. Like, it's a little bit throwback. But I've heard about it.
85 por ahí. Durísima, no. Si no la han visto, una película que es demasiado dura. Y si ves las dos, The Hustler pasa que The Hustler es más viejita. The Hustler van a ver la diferencia de Paul Newman joven y después ya Paul Newman complicado.
Cuando Juancho dijo de esta película y dijo Tom Cruise, coño, no he escuchado, pero esa es la de los bartenders y esa no es de deporte.
¿Cómo se llama?
Es cool porque eso fue lo que estaba hablando, que hay películas de deporte que mucha gente no considera VR como un deporte. Yo sé que a Zurdo
ya sé cuál es.
Papi, Tom Cruise, en tu vida tú vas a ver a Tom Cruise peinado como en esa película, brother. Papi,
ya me acordé de la película.
Una cosa, papi, Tom Cruise, pero esa película
yo pienso en Tom Cruise en una película y yo pienso en Jerry Maguire, más nada.
No, pero esa está dura, pero
esa es de deporte, esa tú puedes decir que tiene que
ser esa es de deporte durísima, pero cuando tú viste Color of Money, o sea, porque acuérdate, esos 80 de Tom Cruise fueron diferentes películas, Ricky Beast y todo eso, pero cuando tú ves The Color of Money, es de esas películas que ¿verdad? En la lista de Tom Cruise se pierde, y cuando tú la ves, papi, bueno, primero que nada, Paul Newman gana el Oscar en esa película de actor de reparto. Lo interesante es que en The Hustler, él pierde el Oscar haciendo el papel de Tom Cruise técnicamente, y cuando hace el papel acá, cuando hace el papel distinto acá, gana el Oscar. Es una película bien dura, que no la he visto, es bien dura. Y si
yo me
acordé,
el
pero Paul Newman se ve viejo. En la película,
sí,
la película ya se veía viejo.
Sí,
pues mira, yo, para no decir, porque la favorita mía es la misma que la de deporte, pero para cambiar y no ser repetitivo, yo me voy a ir con For the Love of the Game. ¿Y por qué me gusta esa película? A mí lo que me encanta y a mí me gustan las películas de deporte, pero que te den un insight de como que tú te imaginas qué es lo que está pasando. Y la parte que más me gusta es cuando está en la octava, que le duele el hombro y él le pide slider y él está pensando en el catch y le dice, no me des el slider, no puedo. Esa parte a mí me encantó porque está todo el tiempo como que no me pidas el slider, no te lo puedo dar. Y se lo pide. Y dice, diablo, como que tengo que tirarlo. Esa película a mí me encanta porque te habla de eso mismo, de lo que está pasando en el montículo cuando estás haciendo el perfect game y todo lo que él está pensando durante la película, y cuando él se da cuenta que
la carrera, te va hablando de la carrera de completo. O sea, tú no sabes de su carrera, pero durante la película te enteras.
Entonces, cuando todo el mundo se aleja, que es cuando no le hablan de que tiene el no-hitter, que ahí es que él mira y como que ¡ea! Y ahí es que él se da cuenta y como que ¡ea! Cuando va a entrar, ahí es que se pone nervioso. Y esa película, de hecho, una de las mejores películas.
No, la hijastra, viendo el juego.
Esa película yo la vi, pero yo la he visto bien pocas veces y no me acuerdo mucho de ella. Me acuerdo de esas partes así, pero.
Fíjate, yo tampoco.
Tienes que verla.
Me acuerdo de haberla visto. Me acuerdo que él sale él vive como en una granja, qué sé yo, pero no me acuerdo muy bien de ella.
La película es como presente y flashback, ¿verdad?
Es buenísimo. Es un peliculón.
Y como te digo, a ustedes que les gusta la jodera y todo, papi, la hijastra de él, que siempre había tenido buena relación, que ella no estaba con la mamá de ella, papi, hay una jodera en el apartamento porque están en la universidad y ella está pegada al televisor viendo el performance.
Viendo el juego, sí.
No, papi,
y la exmujer de su esposa iba a coger un avión, entonces se lo pierde, entonces los hombres pagándole cerveza y ella, ok, y viendo el juego. Esa película está...
También él se jode la mano también, ¿verdad? En la película él también se mete la mano como un wood chip o algo así era, o se corta la mano de una forma...
Sí,
así
pero
no era
pero no había... Exacto, pero había sido... Hablaron de eso, correcto.
¿Cuál es el who's in that movie?
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, ok.
Sí.
¿Cuál es la tuya? Yo pensaba, la mía es Warrior. Es entre Warrior y Rocky. Rocky para mí siempre va a ser uno de esos películas que como crecí viendo Rocky, cuando yo nací ya Rocky tenía como casi 4 o 5 partes. Yo me quise viéndolo en TBS, en TNT, todos esos canales. So Rocky es like tan y tan integrado en lo que es mi experiencia en el cine. It feels like with Rocky lo he visto tanto, like all my life. Hay personajes en esa película que sienten como si fueran familia. Vinny, Rocky, like they all feel like if they were actual family. Creed, cuando salió, fueron uno de esos películas que, como están haciendo mucho ahora los legacy films, que they take los personajes que han salido películas 30 años atrás and they bring them back. Ahora, lo que son Creed y Creed 2. Esos son casi mis películas favoritas de deporte.
Dame un break. Mira, deporte, lo que él está diciendo es
yo quisiera
familia.
Yo quisiera saber quién carajo es Vinny en la película.
Vinny es el cuñado.
Ese es Pauli, cabrón.
Pauli, cabrón. Yo lo entendí. Cuando dijo Vinny.
Yo quisiera saber quién carajo es Vinny, porque yo llevo un cojón de años viendo esa película y nunca he visto el personaje de Vinny.
No, es que él le dice Vinny. Como es tan de familia, él le dice Vinny.
I'm a little high. Smoke a little bit. Estoy un poco.
Papi, eso es después. No, eso es después. Cuando salgamos aquí, ya está acostando ahí.
No, papi, cuando estamos los jueves, hay que ser profesional. Los miércoles no hay nada de eso. Ya yo fumé un poco. How about you, Mix?
Bro, mine, cinematography, the story, el cuento del underdog. Yo no sé si ustedes saben de esta gema.
Basketball.
No, I'm kidding. That's not my favorite movie. I'm just fucking with you
Esos
guys.
son de la gente que hicieron South
Park.
Sí.
That movie is extremely stupid. Mine is Friday Night Lights, en verdad. Mi película favorita es Friday Night Lights.
Dura.
Yo puedo ver esa película literalmente 50. Yo puedo ver esa película literalmente 50 veces y del principio al final yo todavía siento como si ellos van a ganar al final.
Mira.
You're still rooting for them by the end of that movie. And you've seen that movie like 1,000 times. And the way it's filmed y todo lo que pasa, tú todavía tienes como que esa esperanza de que puñeta van a ganar.
Tú sabes que de la película de Alex, que es Warrior, de ahí yo soy fanático de ay, se me olvidó el nombre. Ahí estaba viendo Peaky Blinders.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Que de hecho yo no sabía que él medía 5'5". Porque en todas las películas lo ponen grande porque él es pequeño. Entonces las tomas de él las tienen que hacer de cierta manera para que se vea grande. Entonces en Water a mí me encanta porque el dilema de la película, pues de que él se fue del Army, va a pelear de su hermano, de por qué están peleando. Y él se ve tan bruto cuando va a pelear, porque de la manera que él se para a pelear, se ve bruto. Sí. Y la pelea que él tuvo, que tuvo el hermano con Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Yo te voy a decir una cosa, como la filmaron, no sé si fue el Stone, de haber cogido cantazo, ¿viste?
Sí, no, ellos cogieron cantazo con cojones.
Sí, porque de verdad que se vio bien física y en la de Saturday Night Lights la tengo también como de mi favorita. Y lo cómico de esa película es que pierden y en la vida real sí perdió, pero después de ahí ganaron 4 años corridos.
Sí.
Casi yo creo el único es I think it was one of the linebackers, Christian, que fue el único que quedó de
porque todos los
próximo.
demás eran senior.
Yeah.
Sí.
Esa escena donde Booby, ¿ustedes se acuerdan? No sé si han visto, ¿se acuerdan?
Sí.
Donde tú tienes taleta, que he's the star, he's the one everybody's scouting out, and a knee injury takes him out of the
game. Por egoísta.
And that literally es lo que él se ha dedicado toda su jodida vida al fútbol, ¿sabes? Es un asco en la escuela, pero este era su music y boom, así, en a flash of a light le quitan todo. Y esa escena donde él la misma foto que yo tengo ahí, en la escena donde él se está, o sea, desahogando con el abuelo que lo crió, esa escena siempre me
descarga. Con el tío.
Con el tío.
Pero esa película me gusta y muchas de las películas que yo escogí que me gustan es porque te dan un insight de la vida real de lo que pasa en la mente de los atletas. Excepto a Life of Their Own, porque ya es una película más antigua y te habla un poquito más de la historia. Pero esa película a mí me gusta porque, un ejemplo, ellos te están hablando claro, ellos le están diciendo, mira, vamos a darlo todo porque nosotros no sabemos si nos van a coger colegial. Y si te pones a ver, pocos de ellos jugaron colegial, no fue División 1 y creo que fueron hasta banco, porque yo me puse a buscar que no fueron ni regulares.
Sí, no.
Solamente uno llegó a jugar División 1.
Ahí te gustan las películas que sean como que parte como real, o sea, como que hayan pasado en la vida real o algo así.
No solamente eso, sino como que te muestre un insight de lo que está pasando, de lo que pasa en la vida de los
relacionar.
Sí.
Correcto, porque son cosas que a lo mejor uno no piensa. En Puerto Rico, por decirlo así, la gente habla del baloncesto de high school, por decirlo así, y antes el torneo más grande, que era donde ellos intentaban llegar, que tú te acuerdas, era el torneo McDonald's. Yo solamente lo jugué una vez y me fui en primera ronda, creo que fue en 11. Lo que jugué fue un juego. Y hay gente, el equipo de la High de Canóvana, que era de donde estudió deporte, era uno cuando era escuela superior, que no era colegio, era de las mejores escuelas superiores.
Sí, pero ahí había un trabuco, porque en algún momento estuvo hasta Servigo, que fue jugador high, tuvo Buirita, fue PCN, ahí hubo un trabuco.
Sí. Pero esa clase estuvo hasta 2002.
95. Bueno, por lo menos los que estuvieron conmigo.
Pero jugando en el McDonald's y luciendo bien como hasta 2001, 2002.
Okay,
porque el equipo de Junito, de Davidito, el equipo fue equipo de Candela. Y para ellos eso era como su todo. Y es lo mismo que te está trayendo Saturday Night Live. Es estos jugadores que son chamaquitos que saben que esta es su última oportunidad. ¿Qué pasó?
Dice Saturday Night Live, yo, claro, Saturday Night Live. Pero sí, también de también de Friday Night Lights me gusta como que son
el chiste que la
historia diferente.
Yo la apunté como Saturday Night Live para que sepa.
¿Y cómo se llama la película?
Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights.
El día equivocado y todo. Estamos bien.
Y están diciendo Saturday desde que empezaron, ¿oíste? Saturday desde que empezaron.
La culpa es de Mix.
Yo lo dije bien desde el principio.
Voy a buscarlo, mira.
Yo te escuché cuando dijiste sábado, pero yo me quedé callado. Yo dije, coño,
a ver si se ve. Mira.
Miguel la vio otro día. Mira
el nombre.
Yo la apunté. Saturday.
No, Miguel tiene una lista de Kevin Conner. Eso es de película, eso es una lista de Kevin Conner.
Sabía yo que Draft Day iba a estar ahí.
Sí.
Pero sí, una de fútbol americano que a veces se pierde y que le echan pasillo.
Rudy.
Papi, ese
Sí.
speech del Pacino, vamos a ser honestos, dando el speech al Pacino está a otro nivel. Y cuando tú verás ese speech al final ahí de que hay que salir a ganar, papi, que tú miras el del lado tuyo y tú miras y confía, papi, pero en este terreno tenemos que morir. Papi, ese speech que él da, no es una película en cuestión de, ¿verdad?, de drama, no es una gran película. Jamie Foxx hace un papel bastante chévere y un poquito de lo que vive un backup quarterback en la liga de la NFL, pero es más como que una comedia, etcétera, pero yo creo que ese speech al final le da un toque a la película, como que cuando uno lo mira y después al final en la conferencia de prensa que tú ves cómo se gira todo y que, papi, que tú no soportas a Cameron Díaz en toda la película y al final la ves cuando se la logran clavar. Y tú dices, qué bueno que se la clavaron, porque en verdad que no valió la pena.
Yo quisiera clavarme a Cameron Díaz todos los días.
¿Viste? El deporte no dice esto mañana, no dice esto, no.
Pero tú sabes que de fútbol, yo estoy bien jodido porque, como dije desde el principio, mis películas
tú te ves bien jodido.
Estás loco, mis películas son bien fresas, o sea... Y ahora mismo, si yo voy a hablar de NFL, una película que a mí me gustó de NFL es The Waterboy, mano, una película, caballo, ¿no?
Mano, película, wow, sí.
Dale,
ahí es. No, pero fuera.
Esa película está bien cabrona.
Es cómica, pero es cómica.
Exacto, es cómica. Pero si yo fuera a hablar de una película de fútbol, yo tengo 2 películas de fútbol que son mis favoritas.
No la digas.
Yo tengo... ¿Qué?
No digas la de Sandra Bullock, por favor.
No. Yo, esa no es. No. Blindside, no, esa no es. De mis películas favoritas de fútbol, mis 2 películas favoritas de fútbol es We Are Marshall. We Are Marshall y Rudy. We Are Marshall y Rudy.
Rudy.
Y We Are Marshall. O sea, We Are Marshall. Digo, si me voy fresa también, que es que te digo, me gusta Varsity Blue. Que eso es de vacilón.
No, pero eso yo lo veo más como una...
Deporte vive en Hallmark.
No, papi, mis películas... Es como... Lo que pasa es que en mi mente, por alguna razón en mi mente, cuando yo voy a ver una película de deporte, para mí es como un vacilón. O sea, es como cuando voy a ver de muñequito. Yo no he visto Coco, la película Coco de muñequito, porque como este muñequito, yo no la he visto. Y es por la razón de que si yo voy a ver una película de muñecos animados, para mí tiene que ser una película como alegre. Tiene que ser una película
habla claro, no quieres llorar, habla claro, no quieres llorar.
Exacto, pero es que como con muñequito, no me visualizo de que es algo de drama o algo así. No. Muñequito para mí es un vacilón. Pues las películas de deporte es igual. Se tienen que ver películas que sean o que sean como que un mensaje de que nadie, ¿cómo te digo? nadie lo daba a ganar y ganaron, o que sea un mensaje de vacilón.
El cuento del underdog.
Mira,
Exacto.
tú sabes que yo no le había dicho esto a Alex, se me olvidó porque le estaba hablando de otra cosa, pero a mí siempre me gustó Rocky. Pero ¿qué pasa? Cuando chamaquito yo era bien hyper. Entonces, papi, en Karate Kid, en todas, todo el tiempo me decía, si vamos para el cine, te quedas tranquilo. Y me pasó que en Karate Kid, en la tercera, cuando fuimos al cine, yo salí dándole patada a todo el mundo y papi castigándome. ¿Qué pasa? Estábamos en casa viendo la película de Rocky Balboa y yo empecé a pelear con Hito, con mi hermano. Y cuando estoy peleando con él, yo empecé a decirle, ¡golpéame! ¡Golpéame! Terminamos riendo,
no, yo creo que Rocky es no de los pocos, pero es de esos películas que tú lo ves en el cine y el boxeo, la pelea están filmados de una manera que it feels like a real fight. Cuando yo vi Creed, I was up.
Creed se ve más, para mí Creed se ve más real que las primeras.
Porque
sí,
desde Rocky no estaban cogiendo los puños de verdad.
Por eso no me gusta Warrior. Por eso
no
me gusta mucho Warrior.
De Rocky Balboa, que yo creo que es la 5. De las 5 para adelante.
Rocky Balboa es la 6, yo creo.
All right.
Sí, pero la 5 es Rocky 5.
La 5 es con el Tommy Gunn.
La 5 es con Tommy algo que se llama.
Que se murió de SIDA.
So de las 6 para adelante, they start using actual ESPN setup. Actual commentators from the sport, like
yo
it
creo
feels
que
a little bit
actual
more.
boxers. Antonio Tarver era así, ¿no?
Yeah, but Tommy Gunn was in the 5. Tommy Gunn was in 5, and he was an actual boxer. So
uno de boxeo a Ali. O sea, cuando tú miras a Ali.
No, $1 million. Para mí es $1 million.
La tengo.
$1 million baby. Yes.
La tengo.
$1 million baby. De boxeo no hay break, papito.
Mira, Liquid, que deporte que no lo has dejado hablar, para que hable Liquid, que no lo has dejado hablar.
Yo no he dicho nada, nadie. Aquí el más que hablaba eres tú, porque las películas que han dado yo las conozco. El más que hablaba aquí eres tú. Lo que pasa es que te diste para el trabajo hoy porque te graduaste y no te acuerdas.
Todo el mundo Zurdo se graduó hoy. Viste que, ¿sabes? Cuando uno es anciano, todavía puede graduarse. ¿Sabes?
Sí, ahí está. Cabrón, me veo más joven que tú, ¿sabes?
En tus sueños. Pues, dale, Liquid, Sally, what's your favorite sport food?
Pues ya dijimos 2, bueno 3, porque Waterboy está bien brutal, uno se ríe con cojones, Rudy, otra que la vi un día a las 3 de la mañana, para mí fue chévere porque, te dan la historia del underdog, pero no es tan fantasioso y es como que, le dieron el chance, pero como que te mantiene los pies en la tierra donde, después de esto él no se fue pro. Como que no te venden la fantasía.
Y le dieron el chance y hizo un tackle, pero ya, no es que fue profesional, no es que nada, te sacaron el hombro y no fuiste más nadie en tu vida, ¿tú sabes?
Exacto, simplemente hicieron una película tuya para vender tickets.
Exacto.
Vamos a motivar a esta gente.
Esa es la historia de que tú también sí puedes, pero bájale dos. Esa es el
Tú puedes un highlight, tú pasas un highlight, pero ya.
La película entera podemos hablar con Orengo para que sea más que un highlight. Pero anyways, esa $1 Million Baby, yo la vi a ciega. También, es que yo veo las películas de deporte como a las 3 de la mañana, no sé, me iba a motivarme para ir al gimnasio o algo así, pero literalmente yo vi $1 Million Baby ciega, había escuchado la película, sé que había ganado un Oscar.
Es la primera película de Clint Eastwood que gana. No, ganando Oscar. Fue la primera.
Entonces,
sí, ya Clint igual tenía 120 años.
Papi, pero yo te digo una cosa.
Yo lo dije
Clint Eastwood, para mí Clint Eastwood, como cuando empezó a dirigir películas, para mí se hizo más famoso porque mi papá era fanático de él, pero las películas de Clint Eastwood todas eran
de vaqueros. Eran
iguales todas. Era lo mismo.
Y la de pelear, que a lo último él se deja, que era de pelear a 2 puños.
No, eso no me acuerdo.
No. Eso me estaba diciendo, que ese cabrón...
Pero fíjate,
no entiendo cómo todavía está vivo.
Si tú te fijas, las películas duras en boxeo, que ahí siempre son como... las películas duras de deporte, que ahí siempre son de boxeo. Porque yo te voy a decir otra clásica, que yo la he visto un montón, y son largas. Cinderella Man. Maldito sea la película.
Duro. No, duro. Peliculón. Son películas.
Sí, papi. Y eso pasó en la vida real. Eso es de James Braddock. James Braddock, ¿cómo es que se llama? Jimmy Braddock.
Y Will Smith también hizo a Ali también. Que
Ali también.
A Ali le quedó duro, que él copió los movimientos y todo. Ali, o sea, él se preparó bien para Ali. Sí.
Fíjate, cuando Will Smith se dedica a un papel así que de verdad o sea, lleva... O sea,
como King Richard.
Una carga, exacto. Sí. Tiene una carga bastante presente, como que se dedica a los roles y le queda brutal. Yo creo que por eso también a Hilary Swank le quedó tan cabrona $1 Million Dollar Baby, porque es que ella se entregó a ese rol full. No sé, ella fue otra cosa. Para mí, verla a ella y todo lo que pasó y cómo todo se desenvuelve. Exacto. Todo se desenvuelve. El twist, como tú dices, es que está bien cabrón. Entonces ahora voy a decir 2 documentales, bueno, 3 o 4, no sé. Los voy a decir bien rápido. Hay uno que me encanta un montón que se llama Dog Channel Z-Boys. Es básicamente como...
de patineta.
Sí, como los skaters que revolucionaron en los 70 y 80, tuvieron sus inicios. Está bien nítido porque lo hace Stacy Peralta, que es uno de los nombres más grandes. Peralta. Sí. También está Bones Brigade.
De los Peralta de ahí de Río Grande.
Ella lo de la esquina.
Peralta de
Power Peralta. ¿Quién no sabía de Power Peralta?
Sí, no, pero tú dices de los Peralta, ese corillo.
No, porque es un grupo.
Me acuerdo cuando íbamos a Dinoy con los Peralta en patineta. Pagamos con Ferla y con Yusa.
Pero sí,
tú dices de los Peralta y yo solamente me acuerdo de Power Peralta, la marca Power Peralta. Tú dices los Peralta y tú piensas que es una familia entera.
Lo que pasa es que si ves el documental, pues
el primo Juan Peralta y los 2 hermanos José y Tito.
Sí, de Trujillo estudiaron conmigo.
De Kennedy Hill, en Quebrada Negrito.
Sí, mano, que pasa caña.
Que no sepa.
Perdóneme. No, es que no tiene que ver nada de película. Dallas acaba de adquirir a Christian Wood.
¿De verdad?
Anda.
Por el pick número 26.
Esto no es ESPN, papi.
Y Boban Bogdanovic. Ya lo sacaron a Boban. Por Boban Bogdanovic y Trey Burke.
El pick número 26.
Y Boban y Trey Burke.
Oye, guarda eso para mañana.
Sorry.
Mañana hablamos.
Ya, seguimos.
El hype.
Entonces,
espérate. Las últimas 2, pues obviamente Lords of Dogtown, Bones Brigade, que también es un documental de el Bones Brigade, que pues lo que también comenzó todo en los 80 y 90 en cuestión de skateboarding. Está la película de ellos también, Lords of Dogtown, y por último película puertorriqueña, Escape.
Ninguno sé cuál es, ninguno.
Pues debería saber cuál es Escape.
Pero quiero ver la primera que dijiste, que es de Escape, esa me interesa, de los Peralta, de los panas de Miguel,
Una película, ¿cómo?
Pues te recomiendo que veas Bones Brigade, porque ahí sí que detallan un montón de cosas más y hablan con skaters bien específicos que revolucionaron el estilo de correr, trucos, la popularidad, los chavos, you name it. Bones Brigade es buenísima y Skate detalla la historia del skateboarding en Puerto Rico, no solamente en San Juan, que ahí sí hay mucha historia de que nunca se hizo un skatepark, pero era donde más todo el mundo corría. Pero también traza la trayectoria del skateboarding en el oeste, porque ahí fue donde más se desarrolló a través del surfing.
Pero ¿dónde consigo esa? Bueno, esa serie, un ejemplo, esa serie que es boricua, ¿dónde la consigue? ¿En Netflix?
La puedes comprar todavía física.
¿Qué se va? No sé. ¿Dónde puedo conseguir Skate?
Actually, la pueden ver en Amazon Prime.
Ok.
Papi, Amazon Prime está dura. Amazon. ¿Qué?
Esa película.
No. Amazon Prime, las películas, las series están en la madre. El que
pero
no
es que
no está en nada. El que no está viendo The Voice no está en nada.
Ya.
Toma. directito un link en el chat donde puedes ver Skate gratis, porque lo tienen en Vimeo.
Oh, mira, ahí está. Vimeo.
Pues envíaselo a Alex para que Alex me lo envíe porque...
Está en el private chat.
En el chat. ¿Qué
Es
chat?
que el jíbaro este no sabe bregar.
En el chat de nosotros.
Llevamos 2 años ya del jíbaro de mierda.
No, pero si le doy a... Pero es que cuando me salga de aquí se va a ir si le doy ese ahí se jodió el chat, se jodió esto aquí, me voy a ver la película. Me preguntaré a los panas tuyos, Miguel, uno de esos Peralta a lo mejor la tiene física y te la presta.
No, la tienen también en el pulguero de agresivo. Chequéate.
Mucho compré yo allí, papá. Qué mucho yo compré allí. Ya ahorita ya lo hacen, pero antes eso está otra cosa.
Todavía venden su cosa ahí.
Qué chévere es cuando no tienes la presión y puedes hablar más de esto. De verdad que estamos así.
Mira, deporte, como a ti te gusta la película fresa y fútbol, ¿nunca viste The Replacements?
Duro.
No me acuerdo.
Shane Falco es el quarterback más underrated de la historia de las películas de
tiene
Shane Falco.
Tiene Keanu Reeves como el lead en la película.
Sí. Keanu Reeves es Shane Falco.
Sí.
Ok, todo el mundo dijo la película favorita de ellos. ¿Cuál sería la segunda película favorita?
Papi, si ya esto se fue por el chorro para el carajo, si ya hemos mencionado.
3, 4 de su lista.
Mira, yo voy a mencionar, pero
papi, tú eres el más que ha hablado, brother. Tú eres el más que ha hablado de los demás, brother, porque es que
Juancho,
suelta el bolo.
En el programa
se bebe 3 cervezas y no se ha callado. Se bebe 3 cervezas y no se ha callado.
Desde que entró, él no
Por
se
el
ha
aire.
callado, brother. No, papi.
Gracias, papi.
Mira, yo voy a dar una que yo me imagino que a lo mejor mucha gente no la ha visto. Se llama Rush.
La de los carros.
Exacto. Chris Hemsworth.
Con Thor.
Exacto. Pero para mí el que se joda, el show es el personaje secundario, que es el que se disfigura prácticamente cogiendo contra, ¿sabes? When they're racing on the track, it's basically like inclement weather. Y él no quiere coger porque él es bien safe y a la mala se tira y se jode completamente. Y el cuento de los dos al final, like each end of the spectrum, one that's like very daring and one that's very safe, and at the end they gain each other's respect. Ese cuento para mí está espectacular.
Deporte, yo lo entendí, pero no puedo traducirlo. Honestamente. No puedo traducirlo.
Mira, pero de carro, yo vi y la vi con
Fan de Furio.
No, la vi con Juancho
la de Ford y Ferrari.
La de Ford versus Ferrari.
Esa también.
Eso es un película. Mira, cuando yo fui a ver, no voy a hablar, ¿verdad?
Tú tienes a Matt Damon y a Christian Bale haciendo, ¿sabes? Una super película. Yo creo que documental así, porque yo creo que de carro hay más documental que películas así, o sea, que lo podemos coger en serio, porque hay películas de carro que no se cogen en serio, ¿me entiendes? Pero
la de Sylvester Stallone.
No, chico, parece que iba a ser como decirle.
Esa Drive, ¿verdad? Drive, yo creo que se llama Drive.
No, papi. No, porque
Drive
es la de Ryan Gosling, papi, que está durísima, pero eso es más violencia.
Driven, es como se llama, Driven. Sí.
Pero documentales así de carro, de fórmula, está en la escena. Ese documental de escena está durísimo. Si no lo han visto, lo tienen que ver, es durísimo.
Como no soy fanático de los carros, no.
También
pero
Apex está bien cabrona. Sí, Apex está bien cabrona. Véala en Netflix, que yo creo que todavía está.
Sí, está buena.
Y no hay una que ustedes tengan que digan que es una mierda de película de deporte, que es una porquería, que usted como que es una basura.
Que a todo el mundo, pero debería ser que todo el mundo dice que es una mierda, pero a ti te gusta con cojones. Y ya la dije.
¿Tú quieres hablar de Space Jam? Eso es lo que tú
No, que Space Jam. Pero ¿cuál es Space Jam? ¿Cuál es Space Jam?
La nueva, la última.
No, a mí Space Jam no, para mí fue normal, pero yo lo dije ahorita fuera del aire, yo no sé, pero a mí me fascina Like Mike. Pero me fascina Like Mike, yo la he visto 78 veces, me fascina Like Mike. Y otra que he visto también, así que no cae en clásica, pero me fascina, es Rookie of the Year.
Sí, mano, esa película está brutal.
La del manager, la del chamaquito que es manager de los Twins.
Angel in the Field.
Angel in the Outfield.
No.
La que es el manejador de los Twins.
Sí, pero yo sé cuál tú dices,
Él hereda a los Twins y los decide dirigir él.
Sí, no es Engineering the Field, porque Engineering the
Little Big League.
No, a mí la voy a buscar. Película que a mí me encanta, que por eso Juancho dijo, la lista de Kevin Costner es Draft Day. Esa película está en la madre. Esa película a mí me encanta y es de lo que está pasando antes de un draft.
La que tú dices se llama Little Big League, si no me equivoco. Que es de un chamaquito que hereda a los Twins.
Suave, Gron.
Esa misma. Esa misma. Pero Draft Day a mí me encanta.
Major League a mí me fascina. Major League con Major League a mí me fascina. Y le vi
qué milagro que nadie mencionó White Man Can't Jump.
Esa otra,
pero eso es un clásico, eso es dura.
Tú sabes que a mí me sorprendió que Deporte no mencionara a Coach Carter.
También. Pero también 42.
Pero lo pensé en Coach Carter, a mí me gusta mucho. Lo que pasa es que es una película que no es clásica, no es una película de vacilón, no es una película como las que yo te dije que a mí me gustaban. Coach Carter es una película seria, o sea, una película de un grupo que está al garete y lo ponen a tiene que jugar si no arranca para el carajo.
Si estás hablando de Kevin Costner, para mí, de deporte, de todas las que él ha hecho, para mí, mi favorito, y yo entiendo que es la mejor que él ha hecho, es Field of Dreams. Con Ray Liotta, como Joel Jackson. O sea, yo creo que es una película demasiado dura, está bien dirigida, está bien, ¿verdad? La trama se entiende de principio a fin.
Esa yo lo veo más como más un drama.
Sí. Explicándote, pero te explica. A mí lo que me encanta de esa película es que te explica el suceso de lo que pasó y por qué eso está pasando específicamente en ese momento. Y te explica. ¿Sabes? Siempre se ha dicho que Shoeless Joe nunca tuvo nada que ver en el escándalo, pero se fue enredado en el escándalo. Y esa escena, como quien dice, o esa película, lo que ayuda a Shoeless Joe es como a decirle, mano, nosotros te creemos, etcétera, etcétera. Tú pasas ahora al panteón de los grandes. Técnicamente, yo creo que es una película bien filmada.
Otra película que es buena y no hemos hablado es la de Denzel Washington.
Remember the Time. Hurricane, del boxeo.
Hurricane,
Hurricane es dura, Hurricane es buena y me gusta esa película. Es que es larga y es lenta, pero esa es buena.
Pero si hablamos de boxeo, o sea, porque hay películas que a nosotros nos gustan. A ti te gusta Rocky, a ti te puede gustar, etcétera. Hay varias películas, pero yo creo que
Cinderella Man.
No,
Raging Bull. Él va a decir Raging Bull.
Papi, esa es la mejor película de boxeo que hay, papi. No hay break. O sea, cuando tú tienes a Joe Pesci y a Robert De Niro haciendo algo que tú en tu vida pensaste que iban a hacer una película de boxeo y lo juntas con Martin Scorsese, papi, que no viste esa película, usted saca un domingo, se sienta, la ve y después usted va a decir, Rocky está chévere, Cinderella Man está chévere, todas las de boxeo, Creed está chévere, Ali está chévere, no, pero esa película está a otro nivel.
Esa pelea es eterna, brother. Cuando tú hablas con gente que han visto las dos, ¿cuál es mejor, Rocky o Raging Bull, muchachos? Eso es...
Para mí es Raging Bull.
Película que no es para todo el mundo.
No.
Una película es lenta. Hay mucha gente que el hecho que está en blanco y negro, por eso nada más no lo van a querer ver.
Para ver que Rocky es reliable.
Es bien lenta.
Sí, pero Rocky, exacto. Y yo puedo entender, pero Rocky lo que pasa es que la gente compra Rocky primero, que es la historia de Londres.
Y es mal actuada, porque Rocky es mal actuada.
Lo que pasa es que compra, la gente la compra, porque hay películas a veces que tú no tienes explicación cómo la gente la compra, cómo a la gente le gusta, pero Rocky tiene algo que a la gente le gusta. Por ejemplo, la historia del underdog, como es Rocky, vamos a ser ¿verdad? Realista también. Rocky no es una persona inteligente, no es nada de eso. O sea, mucha gente
me recuerda a deporte.
¿Cuál es la película de todas las que él hace? ¿Cuál es la que él pelea con la mujer que se ve bien dura, que él sale en el Ferrari de la casa, papi, enganchado en molesto?
Esa es la 4 contra Drago. Esa es la 3. Lo que pasa es que en la 4 la esposa no quiere. Lo que pasa es que en la 4 la esposa no quiere que él pelee contra Drago porque mató a Apolo. Y entonces él se va de la casa encojonado y se monta en el Ferrari.
Es verdad, la 4. Es verdad, porque la 3 es la misma mierda, pero con la motora.
La 3 es con Mr. T. La 3 es con Mr. T.
Yo estaba viendo y te lo resume.
Le ponen la música, están poniendo los cantos cuando Apolo va cayendo y entonces le está picando como un tronco y va cayendo el tronco también. No, papi. Para mí la mejor película de Rocky es la 4. O sea, para mí la mejor película de Rocky es la 4. O sea, no es la 1.
Tienes que ver el te lo resumo. Tienes que ver el te lo resumo de Rocky.
¿Te lo resumo al Rocky? No sabía.
Sí.
Esos caballos.
Es que-
caballos.
Pero ven
tienes que
acá,
verlo,
también hay otra que es documental, ese tipo de documental, pero está dura, es Miracle on Ice, ¿me entiendes? Que es la de-
durísimo. No, pero la película.
Sí, pero eso es un
La
documental.
película.
Eso yo
No,
yo no
pero
he visto
hay
la
una
película.
película.
Y Miracle,
Está en Disney Plus. Está
no,
en la
papi, esa
madre.
es durísima, papi,
Está
cuando
en
el
la
coach le
madre.
sigue.
Y se llama
le
así.
sigue, sí, porque él le dice,
Miracle.
papi, hay una escena que está bien dura, que él le dice,
Cuando tienen que
papi,
cortar a un jugador.
no, cuando están haciendo entrenamiento, que él le dice, ¿para quién tú juegas? Y él le dice, yo juego para la Universidad de Boston.
para Boston.
Y él sigue, dale, papi, sigue. Y el otro, ¿para quién tú juegas? Yo juego para la Universidad de Harvard. Y él sigue, papi, hasta que papi ya están explotados, que el mismo asistente le dice, para. Y le
un par de horas.
No.
Ahí,
y
ellos
le
no.
pregunta a uno de los chavos, ¿para quién tú juegas? Y dice, yo juego para los Estados Unidos de América, papi. Ya él dice, ok, se pueden ir. Papi, es un peliculón.
No, tienes que verlo,
de
Deporte. Está en Disney Plus.
Sí,
¿Tú sabes qué
que el hockey no me gusta mucho, fíjate.
No, pero esa película, tú sabes que, que lo dijo ahorita el chiste, pero es una película que está buena y está bien hecha. Lo que pasa es que después de la segunda, pues no supieron qué más hacer. La de Gol, la de Muñez. Esa película está en la madre. Lo que pasa es que fue una película que fue de las primeras películas que Lionsgate empezó a tirar antes de empezar a tirarla full para el cine. Y la película es buenísima. Lo que pasa es que después de la 2 no siguieron como que la historia y la cambiaron completa y la dañaron. Pero las primeras 2 películas son buenísimas.
La primera me gusta.
Y la segunda es bien buena. La segunda es bien buena también.
Y cuando que ya estamos hablando de aquí de boxeo y todo, una que a mí me encanta mucho y también sale Christian Bale es The Fighter. Para mí es
de Mickey Ward. Sí.
No lo he visto.
¿No lo has visto?
¿No lo has visto?
No.
Tremendo peliculón, sinceramente.
Óyeme, y no es que sea mala, es buena, pero yo entiendo que no gustó mucho porque la extendieron demasiado. Fue la película que hizo, la de Vini Paciencia.
Sí, Miles Teller. Miles Teller plays
la
Vinny
película,
Paz.
la película está buena. Lo que pasa es que llega un punto que la estiraron tanto que aburre, pero la película es buena. Una película buena.
Sí.
Hablando de Miracle y de hockey, que no me gusta hockey, pero sí siempre me ha gustado los Mighty Ducks.
Pero es un vacilón. Es un vacilón.
Así le decían a Deporte, el Mighty Duck.
Ese me tiene al palo, papá. Piensa en mí, me gusta.
Tú sabes que sí.
Pero ve acá, ahora que estamos hablando de vacilón, hay una película que yo la veo para vacilón y yo creo que está bien filmada, fuera de relajo, fuera de todo el vacilón que puede haber en la película, yo creo que está bien filmada, es Caddyshack. A mí me encanta ver.
Sí.
Si no la
Happy Gilmore.
No, papi, no tiene que ver.
A mí me gusta la película.
Está dura.
Hay una parte, papá, hay una parte en Caddyshack que están así en la piscina y de momento ven y está flotando algo, papi. Todo el mundo a salir de la piscina, pensaban que era un mojón, papi. Y viene el tipo cuando va a limpiar la piscina, papi, mete la mano, saca el supuesto mojón, papi, y lo muerde y dice, papi, tú no mojaron Butterfinger, brother. Yo creo que es una película. Tú te ríes, papi.
Chevy Chase es el protagonista.
No, ese es el.
No.
Él es un personaje. Yo no estoy seguro si él sale en la primera o en la dos.
Voy a buscar el nombre.
Chevy Chase es Bill Murray.
¿Sabes que hay una película? Voy a buscar el nombre de esta película que es de unos equipos de fútbol que ellos son de chamaquitos.
Chevy Chase
Little Giants.
Sí, que son unos hermanos, que los hermanos
Sí,
entonces hay un hermano con Chavo que es el equipo el caballo y viene el hermano también con un equipito mediocre que la hija, la hija es una mujer, es la que entonces saca la cara como quien dice por el equipo. ¿Cómo que se llama?
Little Giants.
Esa película a mí me gusta, me gusta.
¿Nunca han visto Ladybugs? Si no,
¡Diablo!
Ladybug es con el comediante Roger Dangerfield, que tiene un equipo de soccer de nena. Y no sé si es el hijastro.
Cabrón,
que se enamora de una chamaca en el equipo, que sale y se vista como mujer para jugar soccer.
No, si es vestirse es Juana Man, no hay break. De vestirse es Juana Man, papi. Juana Man, papi, que se viste de mujer, papá. Se viste de mujer para jugar en la liga de NBA de las mujeres. No, papi, eso es Juana Man. Si no la han visto, ¿tú no has visto la película?
Sí, yo la he visto. Es verdad,
papi,
que
esa
está graciosa.
me gusta. Sí, a mí me gusta.
No creo.
Negativo. You know, right, Max?
Sí, que él tiene que estar buscando algo bien entretenido porque no ha hablado, que no se ha callado.
Es súper vieja, la película es súper vieja.
Me está enviando
¿Cómo que se llama?
Estoy contestando.
La de Ladybugs. El chamaquito que hace el papel del ahijado, él sale en una película con Chuck Norris que se llama Sidekicks.
Yeah, ese murió, se mató, yo creo.
Sí, él se suicidó.
He killed himself, that's what it was?
Yeah. Nice way to bring down the tone of the podcast.
Everybody, todo el mundo tiene la cabeza. Todo el mundo está en Google ahora mismo.
Sí, todo el mundo está leyendo, a ver.
He visto la carátula, pero la película no la he visto. Eso sí.
¿Cómo se llama la del fútbol de los presos? Que es un remake, by the way.
The Longest Yard.
Sander.
The
Longest Yard. Sí. Sí, es hasta usted también, Sí.
Yo creo que es lo mismo, como dijo Juancho del Color Purple. Yo creo en la original tiene Burt Reynolds y en esta Burt Reynolds es más viejo.
Sí, de momento él sale.
Yo creo que él hace el mismo papel. Yo creo que es el mismo personaje de la primera, ¿verdad?
Sí, porque él
se quedó preso.
En la primera él es el protagonista y de momento necesitan a alguien y sale el más viejo a jugar, o sea, pero en la primera él es el protagonista completo, o sea, la película se gira alrededor de él. En la segunda es Adam Sandler, o sea, él es el que
como dice la Color Purple. Me sorprendo que Zurdo dijo Draft Day. Yo pensaba que iba a tener Moneyball en la película.
Te voy a decir qué es lo que pasa.
Moneyball, tú sabes que yo no la he visto. Esa es de las películas que todo el mundo me habla y yo no la he visto.
Moneyball es tremenda, pero el pacing está fuertecito, es media la cosa.
Yo tengo un problema con Moneyball. Que
no salen los Peraltas para tuyo.
No. Después preguntas por qué te tiro. Draft Day es algo que realmente sabemos que no va a pasar, el desenlace de la película, pero sí te enseña cosas de que los GM están buscando y ven, y a lo mejor unas personas dicen no, es red flag por esto y por esto y por esto, pero cuando él entre un poquito más en el detalle, va. Moneyball te está vendiendo algo que realmente a Oakland no le funcionó. Sí le funcionó a Boston, pero no le funcionó a Oakland. Entonces, sí Billy Bean por
te venden algo como que no funciona en verdad.
Y realmente te
explican el proceso,
pero realmente es algo que no funciona. Y de hecho,
cuando
hablan de ese año, ellos tenían la mejor rotación, posiblemente la mejor rotación de la Liga Americana. Y no hablaron de los pitchers.
Yo creo, pues me vas a comprar esta. Si yo te digo Trouble with the Curve, la compra.
Me encanta.
Yo creo que eso es lo que es draftear en Major League Baseball, o lo que es conseguir un prospecto en Major League Baseball, que no es solamente las estadísticas, tú tienes que mirarlo y conocer, o sea, no puedes dejarte llevar por lo que tú estás viendo en video, tú tienes que ir, ver al prospecto, o sea, la película
es la de Clint Eastwood.
Sí, con la exacto. Sí, no, para mí es una gran película. Y cuando y no solamente Clint Eastwood, porque yo creo que la historia está bien escrita, pero Amy Adams hace un papel, ¿sabes? Vamos a ver, claro, es Amy Adams también, o sea, hace un papel grande, y esa pelea con Clint Eastwood, que es su papá en la película, le da como que el pace a la película, porque es como que
es lenta.
Sí, porque lo dudan a él, porque es viejo ya y todo eso.
Yo tengo una poquita de recolecta de la relación entre ellos dos, porque parece que la estaba viendo en algún televisor, en algún sitio, no era en mi casa. Por eso no me acordaba, pero yo me acuerdo de eso y tienes toda la razón.
Y a lo último, el por qué, y cuando él le explica a ella el por qué él la dejó, que fue que una persona parece que la iba a violar cuando nena, que la aló, y por eso es que él se la llevó, y la nena no se acordaba de eso. Pero a mí esa película, de hecho la tenía, a mí me encanta esa película, y es por eso, y cuando él te dice, escucha el sonido.
Y no solamente eso, también te lo venden de la parte de la mujer, lo difícil que él está en la industria también, ¿me entiendes? Porque tú ves lo de Amy Adams, también lo difícil que se le hace, ¿verdad? El personaje de ella. Y oye, y es grande, es el tipo que tiene todos los números, es el tipo, pero tiene un problema, no le puede dar a la curva. Consigue un chamaquito, un pitcher zurdo, complicado, papi, picheale, papi, y hace ridículo en el showcase que ellos tenían. ¿Sabes? Pero yo creo que es una película que en cuestión de lo que ver los scouts de Major League Baseball, una película que es un poquito certera en muchas cosas de lo que pueden estar buscando.
¿Cómo se llama la película esta que son unos, creo que no sé si son hermanos o son que las van a buscar, creo que a India? Son unos que los van a buscar a India. Sí, de pelota, es de pelota.
De pelota.
No son hermanos. Esa película es de una
ellos eran jugadores de cricket, los pusieron a jugar pelota, pero eran de cricket, exacto.
Lo que pasa es que el agente estaba buscando talentos europeos. De hecho, de la vida real. Estaba buscando talentos europeos. Cuando ve donde él fue, que fue la India, no había ese talento. Y hizo como que un casting y buscó unos jugadores. Y esos jugadores todos jugaban cricket. Y de ahí, entonces, pues, les enseñó a jugar béisbol para llevarlos a la Grandes Ligas. Ellos no, tampoco. Es una historia bonita, pero realmente no hicieron nada en la Grandes Ligas.
Yo les tengo otra viejera, a ver si se acuerdan de esta. ¿No se acuerdan de Blue Chip?
Dura, con Shaquille, que estaba Shaquille.
De hecho, esa película
tocó una temática bien fuerte.
Tocó el tema de que
esa película abrió la caja de Pandora, porque después de esa película empezaron a salir los reportes del mismo Shaquille O'Neal. Y de ahí salió lo de que creo fueron 4 años después, 5 años después, no sé si me equivoco, no, pues 5 o 6 años, que salió de Reggie Bush. Que a Reggie Bush le quitaron el Heisman porque se comprobó que lo mismo que pasaba en Blue Chip le estaban haciendo a él. Exactamente lo mismo. Y le quitaron Heisman, le sacaron Heisman Trophy y el título. Se lo quitaron.
Sí, pero Blue Chip me gusta. Blue Chip me gusta. Había otra película, me gusta también esta, que a mí de pelota también, que es de Scout. También está bufiada.
De Hustle, ¿no vieron Hustle?
No, pero de Scout. De Scout es la de...
Es Brendan Fraser, creo que se llama. Creo que el actor de Scout es que él lo va a buscar, creo que llega después, al final lo lleva a los Yankees. El primer pitch es le dan un jonrón de una, pero él dice, pues estamos en bienvenida a las Grandes Ligas, qué sé yo qué rayos. O sea,
pregunta. Me imagino que ya la han visto, ¿verdad? ¿Ustedes llegaron a ver The Last Dance?
Sí.
The Last Dance. Which one is that one? Oh, the Michael Jordan. The Michael Jordan.
La serie.
Sí.
Yeah.
Sí, no, eso, cacho.
Eso fue un episodio entero.
Un episodio semanal y yo lo iba viendo. Un episodio semanal. Todos los domingos.
Malice at the Palace. Malice at the
Palace. También. Sí.
¿Ustedes consideran The Fan película de deporte?
Espérate, ¿cómo fue?
Wesley Snipes y
Robert De Niro.
¿La consideran de deporte?
Es que
I mean, it's centered. You could get away with it by the technicality that it's centered around baseball and baseball statistics, ¿verdad? Porque él lo está jodiendo por una.
Él es fanático de él, lo traen a su equipo, le está yendo mal. Entonces, él es bien fanático de él y a la persona le está yendo mal. Él mata a la persona que tiene el número favorito de la persona porque él no le quiere dar el número. Y de casualidad, cuando vuelve a tener su número, empieza a jugar bien. Pero el tipo empieza a acosarlo y ahí es que él se da cuenta que es que él lo mató, le quitó el número tatuado y todo, y ahí es que él se está dando cuenta que el tipo está loco para el carajo. La película está buena, una película buena. Si no la han visto,
esa película.
La película es buena.
Yo tengo
una que mucho en guapa.
En alta definición en estreno.
Acuérdate que toda película que salga Van Damme, que salga Wesley Snipes, papi, eso es estreno en Canal 4, brother. No hay más nada.
Que salga Steven Seagal, papi, eso es en el 4. Steven Seagal tiene que tener regalías en el 4, regalías.
La brillantina de Steven Seagal está a otro nivel. Steven Seagal puede ver. Yo siempre he dicho, los Estados Unidos, yo no sé por qué no aprovecharon. Los Estados Unidos no tienen que tener la milicia ni la policía. Con tener Steven Seagal nada más contra el mundo, papi, no había break. No pierde, brother, no lo tocan.
Son películas mal actuadas porque son actores malos. Pero las peleas las vendieron. Y se volvieron mega estrellas.
Steven Seagal no lo puedo coger en serio por la manera que él corre. Yo nunca he visto él corriendo. O sea, él tiene los codos aquí, lo que...
Búscalo.
Steven Seagal a mí se me fue. Yo perdí como que, porque todo el mundo era fanático cuando chamaquito Steven Seagal. Yo perdí como que el fanatismo de Steven Seagal cuando no respeto, sino que por lo menos las películas me gustaban. Dejé de ser como que dije, esto es un fraude full. Cuando como que ya uno empezó a notar que las peleas eran como, las ponían como en fast forward, para que se viera rápido, porque era bien lento ya. O sea, como él estaba.
Ya lo último estaba lentísimo.
Papi, después que vean las peleas que se vayan más rápido.
Tú no ves la cara, cuando están peleando, tú no ves la cara de Steven Seagal.
Nosotros, cuando ustedes que hablan mucho de películas, ustedes cuando vayan a hablar de ciertos actores, ustedes dicen actores del Canal 4. Por ejemplo, Steven Seagal, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Wesley Snipes, Jason Statham, toda esa gente, papi, todos esos son del Canal 4, bro, que lo que dan el puño y bofeta, rompen allí, papi.
Y ninguno actúa.
Vin Diesel es otro, brother. O sea, cuando tú te pones a pensar, son tipos que, mira, yo Jason Statham, yo le he tratado de pasar, brother, pero es que no puedo, ¿me entiendes? Yo no lo puedo coger en serio. Yo lo miro y yo digo, brother, por más que tú quieras, es más, ni tu cara, porque por lo menos
tú sabes
que investigarte una cara lavada, papi, una cara que te dan ganas de darle 4 bofetas, por lo menos Jason Statham tú lo ves de noche y le coges un poquito de miedo por la cara, pero de lo demás.
Y él pelea de verdad porque él es stuntman.
Sí,
y se pone. De hecho, que a mí no me gusta, yo soy igual que tú, no me gusta cómo actúa, pero vi la de Rap o de algo, que él venga a la muerte de alguien que mataron.
Wrath of Man.
Sí, esa película está en la madre. El problema es que todo el tiempo estoy viendo cuando él vaya a meter la pata, porque actuando es malo, pero la película se deja ver.
Esperando la escena de acción.
Sí, pero la película, fíjate, se deja ver. Lo que pasa es que él actuando parece que está hablando está hablando serio y parece que es una comedia.
Sí, fíjate, a mí no me gustó tanto eso.
¿Tú sabes quién
es de Garbage, ¿no?
Sí, el que era esposo de Madonna. Alguien que iba por la línea del Canal 4 y parece que Dios lo iluminó. Y, by the way, hizo una película de deporte hace poco, la mencionaste ahorita, Nicolás. Es Adam Sandler. Y él iba por la línea del Canal 4. Yo no lo soporto a Adam Sandler. No me gusta.
A mí me gusta.
Esa última película, chico, porque si él hace.
Hustler es dura.
Sí, la de ahora, pero él necesita más papeles así que él salga un poquito de lo que es él.
No, la de Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Película.
Con tremendo supporting cast, Kevin Garnett.
Pero tú sabes cuál fue el problema de Adam Sandler, que cuando él ha hecho películas serias y pues tú dices, pero cuando él intentó hacer el switch fue en Funny Guy.
Ok, yo decía
y Funny Guy es una de las peores películas de él. Entonces esa era la película que él contaba con que iba a poder hacer el switch a un actorazo. Y realmente lo que hizo fue papel.
Pero tú dices Adam Sandler, pero en la película que yo creo que él trató también fue la que él era papá adoptado, que tenía un
Big Daddy, no, porque eso era cómico.
Sí, pero tenía un mensaje, no era.
De hecho, se me ve el dedo virado.
Pero by the way, ahora que estamos hablando de actores grandes, o sea, actores de Canal 4, vamos a hablar de actores grandes. De los que no han hecho películas de deporte, ¿quién a usted le gustaría ver? Porque hay muchos actores grandes que no han hecho películas de deporte.
DiCaprio.
Papi, DiCaprio, eso iba a decir ahora.
DiCaprio. Para mí,
¿en qué película?
Mis dos actores favoritos.
La que tú quieras, es más, tú vas a coger. Mira, Mix, tú vas a coger la película que tú quieras de boxeo, carrera, lo que tú quieras hacer, y tú vas a decir, mira, este es mi director y este es mi artista principal, mi actor principal o actriz principal.
Yo haría de DiCaprio una biografía de David Beckham con DiCaprio.
¡Pablo!
Déjame llamar a Hollywood.
Patentízalo.
No es por nada. Me quedó cabrón. Y eso fue pensado. ¡Pum!
¿Tú sabes qué?
Messi?
Porque eres hater.
¿De qué?
No, porque ella dijo, ¿por qué no de Messi? ¿Por qué eres hater?
Porque no de Messi.
No, lo que pasa es...
Messi no es tan lindo. Messi no es tan lindo.
No, que Messi es más chiquito. A Messi le metemos a...
Pero tienes a Tom Hardy.
A Tom Hardy. No, ha hecho Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy puede hacer de Messi, de Cristiano.
Él es flaquito con cojones en vida real.
¿Tú sabes quién yo cogería?
Tom Hardy es así en vida real.
Pero
él es grande para la película.
Exacto, pero míralo cuando él hizo de los gemelos también, él se veía llenito, pero no era
ni eso.
En Peaky Blinder, cada vez que él sale, se roba tanto el show.
Pero ahí el show es
y eso es difícil, porque el de Peaky Blinders de Cillian Murphy.
No, por eso, pero cada vez que Alfie está, wow, como que este cabrón va a venir con la...
Ahora que estamos hablando de eso, mira, yo sé que está retirado, pero yo llamaría a Daniel Day-Lewis y le diría, mira, yo te tengo un papel especial para ti. Tú vas a hacer de David Stern. Ya está. Vamos a hacer una película de David Stern y Daniel Day-Lewis la va a hacer. Papi, yo te voy a decir, la va a partir. O sea, cuando tú vas, y eso se va a hacer, la película del comisionado se va a hacer tarde o temprano, se va a hacer.
Cambió la liga.
Exacto, todo lo que conlleva, y yo creo que pueden hacer una historia bien dura, y tú le metes un actor así que la gente cuando vea lo va a coger en serio, va a coger, la película la van a coger en serio, y cuando vean lo que puedes hacer, tú puedes hacer un gran papel. Yo creo que hay muchas películas que tú pudieses hacer ahora de deporte. Yo creo que antes las películas de deporte se cogían más como un relajo, ¿entiendes? Como un vacilón, como esto. Yo creo que últimamente las películas de deporte se están cogiendo más serio. Mira Creed, mira Rocky como la hicieron, y mira la diferencia en Creed.
¿Tuviste de Showtime Lakers? Sí,
duro. Muy bien filmado. Yo creo que está muy bien filmado. Y
ya esa está completa. Showtime Lakers ya está completa.
Yo creo que
sí, ya.
Porque yo vi a de Winning, qué sé yo qué rayo, que
esa misma es, perdóname.
Winning Time.
Esa
Ese es de los Lakers.
Ese es de los Lakers, pero ese es actuado. Eso es que traen a que se parecen.
Cuando estaba Magic, ¿no?
Está buena.
Cuando draftearon a Magic. Cuando compraron a los Lakers, entonces la draftean a Magic. No, está buenísima.
Esa yo la he visto.
No, esa está buena.
Ah, pero Zurdo me jodió con lo de Beckham.
Sí, mano.
Sí, ¿verdad? Ya con el DiCaprio y fucking Beckham.
That's such a good casting. Like I'm trying to think like of a sports movie.
Vamos a
like
hacer un hashtag.
DiCaprio para
Zurdo Cuts. El Zurdo Cuts.
A mí me encantan las películas de boxeo, me gustaría ver la película de la vida de la olla, del Rise and Fall Again, como quien dice, pero no sé quién carajo castear en el papel de la olla, porque como él es tan lindo.
A mí me gustaría ver una película.
No es por nada.
Ryan Gosling.
Ese es mi boxeador favorito.
Por eso
sí, pero tú serías ya ahora, cuando después de la droga y después el padre, después de ponerse los pantyhawks y todo eso. O sea, ahí es que tú
ahí
pero de joven no.
Mira, hablando en todo esto, ya mismito, si no me equivoco, yo no sé si sale ya mismo, pero ya hay un trailer por ahí de la serie de Mike Tyson.
Sí, eso
y Jamie Foxx también está haciendo la película de Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Yo pienso que el problema que va a tener Jamie Foxx es que va a salir tantas cosas de Mike Tyson que la gente se va como que a empachar de Tyson. Y el que va a salir ganando va a salir primero que salga, porque la gente se va a empachar.
La que va a salir ahora es una serie en Juro, y el actor que lo va a hacer no ha hecho muchas cosas. O sea, él estaba, yo creo, I think it was The Last Predator, algo así. Salió en Moonlight. No, no Moonlight. O sea, es la película que él hace drama.
Sí.
Él es el principal de Moonlight. El que yo creo que ese es el que No, Marshall es tan superior, pero no es.
Por poco daño este podcast, para que sepan. Que no sea podcast
Mira,
por poco daño el podcast.
Y ustedes nunca vieron
la película. Te conozco.
Ustedes nunca han visto la película original de Mike Tyson con, ¿cómo se llama este actor? Brother, él es un actor de artes marciales de Jesus Christ.
Michael J. White.
Yes, the Mike Tyson movie with Michael J. White. Oh my God.
No lo he visto.
Esa vieja.
Sí, la vi. Es vieja. Que habla mucho de cuando él empezó, de las Olimpiadas. Sí.
Nick, but Undisputed.
He comes on the second Undisputed, isn't he? From the second.
Yeah.
¿Cómo se llama la película?
La primera es Vin Grimes and Wesley Snipes in jail.
But they're talking about the Tyson movie. What's the name of the Tyson movie?
I don't know.
I think it's called Tyson.
No sé. Tyson es un documental.
Sí,
Tyson es un documental, técnicamente.
Así mismo se llama Tyson.
Ok, sí.
Oye, ¿tú sabes qué película fue mala? La de Durán.
Sí, todo el mundo yo no la he visto, pero todo el mundo me ha dicho que es una porquería. Todo el mundo me ha dicho que es una porquería.
¿Cómo se llama el bailarín que hizo de...?
Brother, it has Usher as Sugar Ray Leonard.
Hizo de
Sugar Ray Leonard, yeah.
Mano, honestamente la película está mala.
¿Tú la viste? Porque yo no la he visto porque todo el mundo me ha dicho que es mala.
La película está mala.
A mí me
gusta película de 4.
Sí, a mí me gustaría ver ¿cómo se llama? Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors me gustaría verlo como en un papel como él va a ser de Creed, se me olvidó. A mí me gustaría ver una película de Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins es uno de esos boxeadores que, aunque estaban viejitos, o sea,
¿tú sabes a quién yo casteo?
Rise and Fall. Él me hace pensar en Randy Couture.
No, a mí, ¿tú sabes a quién yo cogería? Al hijo de Denzel. Chamaquito está partiéndola.
El Jonathan.
¿El hijo de Denzel Washington?
Sí.
Ese que sale en Tenet. Él tenía una serie con The Rock.
Con The Rock.
Esa es tremenda serie también. Si usted no la han visto, en verdad que la tienen
sí,
que ver.
está buena.
Esa estaba buena.
Sí, I forget the name of it, though.
I forgot the name of it, pero es The Rock. Yo creo The Rock es un sports agent. Y él juega fútbol, el hijo de Denzel.
Ballers se llama.
Yo utilizaría a Bernard Hopkins, que hizo de Luke Cage, ¿cómo se llama? Mike Colter, ¿es que se llama él?
Sí.
Yo creo que él pega más como...
Pero ese tipo actúa mal, ¿viste?
No, papá, pero si es que es Bernard Hopkins, chico. Papá. Si tú tienes que buscar un lookalike, o sea, no todo el mundo va a ser... Fíjate, las películas de boxeo a veces es bien difícil vendérsela a la gente. Mira qué grande, qué buena fue, no grande. Ali fue muy buena. Y una figura como Ali. Yo creo que también puede haber sido la época donde salió, al principio de los 2000. Pero yo creo que...
Estaba pegado.
Y Will Smith en ese momento estaba partiendo cualquier cosa que hiciera.
Pero no es una película pero no es una película que trasciende, ¿me entiendes? Y yo creo que cuando tú vas a hacer una película de alguien así como Ali, tú buscas como que no es que se vea en ese momento, es que pasen 10, 15 años y todo el mundo diga, Ali, papi, tienes que ver esa película. Y tú no ves mucho eso por ahí.
Exacto.
Will Smith, tú ves que le dicen una lista bien dura. Y de las mejores performances que tengo Will Smith, Ali es uno de ellos. Yo te diría que está entre los mejores 4 performances de Will Smith. Y la gente ni se acuerda casi que él hizo a Ali. Y cuando tú vienes a ver todo lo que él hizo para Ali, yo creo que ha sido una de las mejores preparaciones que él hizo y una de las mejores actuaciones que él hizo.
Sí.
¿No? Y tú buscas en películas así que trasciendan, como que mira Rocky en su vida Stallone pensó que 40 años después todo el mundo iba a estar hablando de Rocky, en su vida no iba a pasar, pero ¿qué tiene Rocky? Bueno, yo no sé, la gente la compra, yo creo que es entretenida, pero
es el underdog como el mundo.
Claro, el under, Filadelfia, ¿me entiendes? Te meten todos los elementos. O sea, yo creo que como tú buscas
lo tengo el fancast perfecto. Ryan Gosling para la película de la cajera de boxeo de Jake Paul.
Vete para el carajo.
Bueno,
¿a qué atleta
yo tengo hambre para que sepan.
¿A qué atleta le harías una película? ¿A qué atleta le harías una película?
Supone que no coma, pero tengo hambre.
¿A qué atleta tú le harías una? O sea, tú dices, este atleta tiene que tener una película. Cuando se acabe su carrera o cuando se retire o antes de morirse, tiene que tener una carrera.
Milagro dijo que Michael Jordan.
LeBron. La historia de LeBron, honestamente, es grande.
A mí me gustaría...
How the hell does LeBron James get a movie before Michael Jordan? En verdad, nunca me...
No, yo creo que lo que pasa con Michael Jordan es que Michael Jordan tiene tanto documental y está tan documentado.
Lo que pasa es que sí podemos...
Pero a ti te dieron la película de la vida de él, se llama Space Jam.
No, y él también tiene la película de
eso. Si voy a pensar en él, pienso en Like Mike, que es un chamaquito con sus tenis.
Lo que pasa con Jordan, que yo pienso que la película de Jordan no va a ser tan... O sea, va a ser buena, porque vamos a hablar... Y de hecho, yo soy fanático full de Jordan, pero Jordan, que antes lo cortaban, que no era bueno, y mejoró.
Habla del escrutinio de LeBron. El escrutinio, a la gente le gusta el escrutinio.
LeBron, exacto. LeBron, el papá la abandona, madre soltera, pobre...
Papi, de por sí en high school tuvo la polémica que le regalaron la Homer, lo sacan de ese juego, entra al NBA ya con un contrato que ya él venía, ya él venía con un contrato de
cuando lo violan en el 2011.
Que lo violan. Ahora que hablamos de escrutinio, o una película de un deportista que tú lo haces ahora y generaría un montón también, o crearía como que la gente se sentaría a verle y diría, coño, es de Jesse Owens. Nada más tú verlo correr con Hitler allá arriba, tú ser negro, papi, y tú verlo correr
duro.
y Hitler verte a ti, tú ganar la competencia y técnicamente Hitler, que eso obviamente nunca se documentó. No, que yo me acuerdo.
Eso lo perdieron para el Black Lives Movement.
Sí, exacto, y se dice siempre que Hitler en el túnel atrás, o sea, lo viró de frente y le dio la mano. O sea, le dio la mano a Jesse Owens. O sea, y yo creo que sería un momento que tú lo compras, hay el escrutinio, está todo como llega la carrera, y tú la vendes fácil.
Me gustaría ver la película de Allen Iverson. Eso sí me gustaría.
En 2016 hicieron la película.
Pero esa tú la tienes ya, esa ya está, la de Allen Iverson.
En Iverson hay un documental.
Chigan Chon.
¿Qué?
Para allá.
Chigan Chon.
No, pero a Iverson yo no creo que se mueva mucho, no creo que mucha gente se interese, a menos que sea del equipo o algo
pero
así,
no te creas, pero yo te digo una cosa, lo que pasa es que Iverson creó una era. Entonces, él cambió muchas cosas del NBA y volvió y la NBA tuvo que ser más estricta por Iverson. Y yo creo que, tú sabes que una de las cosas más porquerías que yo he visto en mi vida de deporte, y yo pienso que es la cosa más ridícula del mundo, es el documental de Colin Kaepernick. Esa es la cosa, y yo te digo una cosa, esa es la cosa más ridícula del mundo, porque él, es como yo digo, yo siempre he pensado que él está...
De Iverson allá, dice Cristian.
De Iverson, yo sé que hay un documental de Iverson que dice una mierda que pasó antes que metió al NBA.
Pero
poco va a apartarse.
Pero ay, puñeta. De Colin Kaepernick, cuando empieza la serie, entonces él te está vendiendo como si fueran comprando esclavos el Combine, y lo compara con la compra de negros en los tiempos de antes. Ajá. El morón, porque es un burro. Es un burro. Se le olvida que en el Combine hay blancos. Y a todos los miden igual. Entonces, la serie es tan y tan mala, honestamente, que en el segundo capítulo tú lo vas a quitar, porque no tiene sentido. Te está hablando de una perspectiva de él que está totalmente errónea, porque realmente lo que está pensando y diciendo son disparates. Y son cosas que si yo soy Netflix, yo digo, mira, esto, quítalo. Esto no es para que lo tenga. Esto no es para que esté, porque es una porquería que no tiene contenido. Y las personas un ejemplo, que están defendiendo lo que es el Black Lives Matter, todas esas cosas, se tienen que sentir abochornados de ese sí, es la realidad, porque él lo que está vendiendo que es lo que yo siempre he dicho. Colin Kaepernick, muchas personas lo han considerado como que la voz de la NFL. Yo no lo considero la voz de la NFL. Ya él no tenía talento, ya él sabía que iba para afuera. Y él se arreguindó de eso.
Realmente dime cómo piensas de Colin Kaepernick.
¿Cómo te sientes?
¿Cómo te sientes de Colin Kaepernick?
No, es un tipo sin talento que lo cogió un buen dirigente, le dio nombre. Luego de eso, cuando tuvo que usar su talento, no hizo nada y se arreguindó de algo que estaba pasando en Estados Unidos. Eso es todo. Eso es un fraude.
Él tiene otro documental que salió ahora.
¿Tú sabes qué persona? Yo debería hacer un documental de una persona que ha sido bien vocal, Jaylen Brown. Es una persona bien vocal y cuando te habla, te está hablando de cosas y tienes que escucharlo, cosas con hechos, no los disparates que está diciendo.
Pero ¿cómo se llama la serie? ¿Es una serie o una película, Cristian? Porque dice que hay una de Iverson, pero yo no sé, no sé, porque dice que habla de la hermana, el caso de la hermana.
Up Smoke Tour, World Tour.
Algo así tiene que ser, ¿no?
Se me olvidó el nombre del documental, era yo creo que eran como 3 o 4 episodios.
Mira,
no es necesariamente de Iverson nada más, es de algo que pasó, algo que le pasó antes que él se fue salió de high school. No sé si había un high school game y pasó una pelea entre un montón de negritos y un montón de blanquitos y pasó una mierda que por poco él ni iba para el NBA.
Que sí. Sí, me acuerdo de eso. Pero no, eso fue un documental, fue un 30-30 de esos de ESPN.
Ok.
Sí, porque
yo creo que hay algo así. Yo creo que hay algo así, un 30-30. Yo creo que hay algo así, sí.
Que de hecho, si ustedes no han visto el de Randy Moss, a él yo le hago una película. Randy Moss estuvo preso.
Eso no lo sabía.
Estuvo preso y por eso el stock de él en la NFL para el draft.
Exacto.
Fue tienen que verla. Esa de Randy Moss, yo le hago una película. Está en la madre. Mira, Lex, no tengo batería ya, tengo hambre. ¿Cómo hacemos?
Vámonos, vamos allá.
Espérate, tenemos 45 minutos más para que hable de Colin Kaepernick si quieres, ¿no?
Lo voy a decir en inglés. Lo voy a decir en inglés. Fuck.
Wow.
Yo sorprende que no dijo que quería ver una película de Tom Brady.
Es que no es mi jugador favorito. No es mi jugador favorito.
Sí, pero ¿quién tú cogerías para Tom Brady?
Ashton Kutcher.
Ya.
Pero
ya lo mataste.
Mira, rápido, antes que ustedes se vayan. Boston
Deporte se fue hace media hora, para que sepa. Deporte se fue hace media hora.
Estoy buscando cómo se llama. A ver si consigue el documental de Iverson, pero no lo vi. ¿Qué?
Mira, hay una película que yo todavía no he visto, que es de fútbol, mano. Y Jesus Christ. It's with the guy that plays Shazam. What's the name of it? What's the name of that guy?
No, la vi.
Es buena, por eso.
Es la de Cool Warner.
Esa misma.
La buena. La película está buena.
Pues vino al cine en un mal momento porque llegó y la sacaron a las mías.
No, lo que pasa.
¿Cómo se llama?
Si no me equivoco,
American Hero.
Si no me equivoco, está en Prime.
Sí. Está en Hulu.
En Hulu.
American Underdog.
Está buena. Esa película está buena. Porque te habla de de todo lo que pasó él. Cómo llega a la NFL. Está en la madre. De verdad que sí.
En mi última película, que yo me imagino que usted no la han visto porque es viejísima, se llama The Program.
Buena.
Sí, eso es una buenísima de fútbol, tiene que ver con el control anabólico en college football. Bueno, es buenísimo, en verdad. Es buenísimo. Lo único que es viejita.
90, ¿verdad? Como 90
sí,
esa.
93, por ahí, 93 si no me equivoco.
Sí, yo me acuerdo que era viejita.
Viste que tú no eres el único viejo, Miguel Zurdo, ¿viste? Yo no. También está hablando ahí.
Deporte está tan viejo que se durmió ya.
Espérate que Cristian Vélez dijo, trató de decir el nombre, estoy buscándolo.
Deporte ahí está guayando chocolate cortella.
Lo que pasa es que
la deportada la echó de chocolate para no escuchar el ruido.
Lo que pasa es que yo se los dije, la mayoría de mis películas de deporte son fresas. Yo no he visto muchas películas, o sea, de drama, así de eso, a menos que no sea $1 Million Baby, así, o sea, pero las demás mis películas son fresas, o sea, o cómicas, o así, o sea, Happy Gilmore que tú dijiste ahí me fascina,
Happy Gilmore
Waterboy, Like Mike, Space Jam, pero la de Jordan, yo la puedo ver 70 veces, o sea, son películas que yo las puedo ver 70 veces.
Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Karate Kid, yo no sé si eso se considera, pero está considerado como un deporte.
Yo la considero, a mí me importa un carajo.
Hay una serie en Apple que es de el productor de Kevin Durant. No, papi, esa es la dura. Para mí Ted Lasso en la serie es lo que significó The Office. Ted Lasso es otra cosa. Pero Kevin Durant hizo, que yo pensaba que era como una historia de Kevin Durant, pero no es de Kevin Durant. Él es el que la produjo. Y es de un chamaquito que juega baloncesto.
Chico, es una loquera.
¿Cómo se llama esa mierda?
Que le quita como los poderes a Kevin Durant, ¿verdad?
No, chico, no.
Esa es la película que dice. Esa es la película que dice
Es un season. Tengo que buscarla. La película, la serie no está mala, pero el problema mío con las películas de baloncesto es que cuando van a hacer los drills de baloncesto del juego, son tan y tan malos que se ven demasiado fake. Por eso a mí no me gustan las películas de baloncesto. Y Coach Carter es uno de los pocos que no tiene eso. Pero los drills son tan malos que esa parte pues ya como que no me gusta.
Ya tú dijiste eso de la película de baloncesto, la serie de baloncesto que tiene un chamaquito y me acordaste yo creo que vimos lo mismo, pero tampoco me acuerdo el nombre.
Tengo que buscarla.
Que es un chamaquito que está en una escuela que es para...
Que se cambia de escuela, que sale el hijo de Dr. Dre.
Exacto, que él se cambia de escuela, que va para una especializada en básquet, que enseñan la vida.
Este Miguel las ha visto todas o las ha
Espérate. Pero ese es hace poco. Ese es hace poco que él se cambia de escuela con la hermana, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Los sábados de Gomi.
Sí.
Pero las has visto todas,
te voy a decir, pero esa serie es de hace poco, esa serie hace como 2 o 3 años.
Por eso.
No, sí. Es nueva. Te busca el nombre.
Pero a mí, yo la tuve que quitar porque yo dije, ¿qué porquería es esta?
Yo la vi completa, pero mala.
Es malísimo.
¿Tú lo que del hijo de Dr. Dre? No sabía el hijo de Dr. Dre estaba actuando.
¿No lo sabía? No, de Ice Cube,
Claro, yo dije el hijo de Dr. Dre. Yo, ¿quién carajo es el hijo de Dr. Dre?
El hijo de Ice Cube.
Sí. El hijo de Ice Cube, sí. Sí, que para bendito, para que cogiera par de papeles para poder hacer del pai.
Pero yo tengo una cosa, actúa bien.
He's in Star Wars. He's in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Sí. De hecho, tengo que ver el capítulo, yo no lo he visto.
He was in the movie, se llama The Lion's Den, que sale 50 Cent,
Yeah.
Que sale, what the fuck is that game that you fucking like?
Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves. That shit. Den of Thieves. Yeah. Está bueno. But then, yeah, ella
no
mismo...
me voy hasta que busque el...
Vamos por una hora y media. Ya después
está bien, espérate.
Cada vez que grito, me mira mal. ¿Oíste? Cada vez que hablo, me mira mal.
Nos vamos ahora.
Hey, tenemos que hablar de Miss Marvel y Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ustedes ya mismos se tienen que ir, no mañana, pero antes que se vayan...
falta respeto. Despídelo con un poquito más de cariño, cabrón. ¿Cuál es la...?
Que se joda. ¿Quién gana los finales?
Swagger.
Sí.
No
la vea.
¿Quién
Golden State gana. Golden State gana Golden State.
Mañana se acaba.
Mañana.
O la América es dura. Si no la han visto, siéntese y verla.
El último season ya está demasiado fresa.
No, pero el último season, pero el primer season nada más.
Está bueno.
Es bien real cosas que pasan. Sí,
venga, Juancho, tengo hambre y no tengo batería, mijo.
Me voy.
Que nos
vemos.
Gracias.
Óyeme,
ya sabes que cuando quieran hablar de películas, nosotros estamos puestos para el problema.
Cuando vaya a hablar de películas y necesites contenido, llévate a Zurdo que no se cayó hoy en todo, de hecho, y las ha visto todas, ¿oíste? Llévate a Miguel que las ha visto todas. Dale, te veo, gente.
Gracias por estar en el show, nos vemos mañana.
Dale, papi.
Estamos. Un placer, mi gente, cuídense.
Un placer.
Hey, we back. All right, so let's get into the nitty gritty today.
I think Orengo is about to.
Yeah, Orengo popped up. There we go.
How funny that How funny that you became unpreoccupied as soon as the sports talk was over.
No, yo llegué.
Sí. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, claro, no, sí.
No. Llegó. He came like a couple of minutes ago. We were still talking.
He came in. He came into the bar. He was like, "Oh, they're giving sports on TV. I'm gonna go drink someplace else."
Gonna fuck off.
That happened to me, cabrón. That happened to me with Dick, cabrón. When I took him to see the fucking Super Bowl, motherfucker was like, "Yeah, wow. When is the
weekend halftime show?"
Cabrón, weekend halftime show. All right, that was enough football for me. I'm out.
That's great.
I don't blame him. I'm not a big basketball fan, and I'm tuning into Game 7 tomorrow because they're possibly gonna show a Black Panther trailer.
I mean, I was hyped to talk about sports movies, but okay.
Yeah, sure, we could tell.
You got here an hour and 20 minutes into the episode, bro. We're already.
What were you gonna? I'm curious to see what would you call your favorite sports movie?
I told you I had a couple. I had
No, give me your favorite because we don't got 2 more hours.
There was a spin-off basketball movie from Schindler's List. That's what Orengo likes.
No, that's not what No.
I'm trying to think there might actually be that. You're joking around, and I think
look, I gotta give it up for Marty Scorsese, Raging Bull.
Finally, you give the man some fucking credit. All right.
I always give him credit.
Bullshit. Go ahead.
I also like The Wrestler because I like my character-driven stories, and that's technically a sports movie. And I guess
that's sports entertainment, but we'll let it pass. Go ahead.
What about Fox? Foxcatcher is really dope.
I know Foxcatcher is good, but it's so long. My God, it drags.
I mean, I dig it. But I get it.
Of course you do.
Yeah, of course. Look, if you want like a cliche one, there's always Creed and Remember the Titans. You can never go. No, you know what? No.
You know what? It's on Creed.
Let's not. Hey, don't do it, Creed. I haven't voted nobody in a long time.
Last one. Friday Night Lights. That movie always blows my mind.
Bro, look at Miguel's picture, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're supposed to go to the Browns. What the fuck am I gonna do
now? Yeah.
I can't remember watching that movie and that part coming happen and still not having at least one job.
Right?
I said it on the podcast. I've watched that movie 30 times in my whole life, and I still root for them at the end. I still have faith that they're gonna fucking win.
Yeah.
Like,
it's horrible. That's really
bro. What I really like about Friday Night Lights, and I was gonna tell this niggas, is that I like how there's 3 or 4 different stories playing on at the same time, and none of them really overshadow, the other story. I like the story obviously with I forgot his name from fucking Tokyo Drift about not really wanting to leave because he feels the responsibility that he's got to take care of his moms and shit. So that's how it's holding him back. The other one that has that rocky relationship, I think his name is Garrett Hedlund. that has a relationship with his pops. I forgot his name. He's a country singer, right? The one that
bro, Tim McGraw. Show some respect.
That's what it is.
What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Fucking know him like that, but I like
we've seen
that
him,
story too.
We've seen him in a lot of good shit. That's the thing. I'm not talking about his country music. We've seen him in a couple of good things.
I mean, off the top of the dome, I really can't remember anything I saw at Tim McGraw. Probably, I just can't remember right now.
The Blind Side.
I didn't see Blind Side.
Friday. You didn't see Blind Side?
Anybody shitted on it so much, I was just like, I'm gonna skip it.
It's trash. They'll never see it.
Just like
whatever. Anyway, tomorrow he's in Tomorrowland. He's in Four Christmases. He's in Safe House. He's in the Kingdom.
Four Christmases. I remember that. I remember him. He's one of the brothers.
Yes, he's in Friday Night Lights. He's in what else?
I liked him in Friday Night Lights. I like how he comes off like a douchebag. I mean, he really is a douchebag, but like the realization that he has is that like he's trying to get his kid to enjoy these years of he doesn't really have responsibilities like that.
It's white trash mentality, bro. It's like I physically and emotionally abuse your whole life, but we won a football game. So
like, that was really
I didn't even win. We technically lost a football game, but you earned my respect.
For real. You know, there's a movie. I think there's a movie about the same story, but told from the fucking Carter crew, the other kids.
Oh, really? Notice how nobody gave a shit.
Because
they won.
I think it went. I don't know. I know it didn't go to the movie theater. I don't know if it was like straight to DVD type of shit. I think it's with Forrest Whitaker. I'm not fucking sure, but yeah. I
just laughed. I'll be honest with you. Okay, so here's one of the things that makes me kind of laugh every time I watch Friday Night Lights. Like, they do slap on the racial undertones a lot in that movie near the end, but it makes me laugh because like the good team is like a mixed race team, and like the way they portray the team at the end is like, whoa, it's a bunch of big ass black dudes. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
it's like it made it seem like there's not an educated black person on that team. Like, I was like, what the fuck is that all about? When I watched that movie, I'm like, what the hell's up with that editing?
Even the black ref was in it, bro.
Yeah, I was like,
was bad.
I was like, that's it feels a little problematic looking at it now.
They made Billy Bob Thornton look fucking civilized, bro.
That's difficult.
That's difficult, man. That's difficult.
He was playing the trying to be ignorant about racism coach. He was like, what do you mean? How many black stripes do the refs have? I don't understand this. I don't understand this concept you're installing here.
Black stripes. All right. So let's start off today with fucking Jurassic World. Miguel and Sally, you guys seen it, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, talk to us about it.
Miguel, empieza tú que mi esposo me estaba preguntando algo.
So, all right. Sally gave me permission. Okay.
Yeah, go off.
So the movie was it was entertaining. The movie was entertaining a lot. It does a lot of stupid things. I mean, at this point, like they've dug a hole so deep for themselves story-wise that you can't really expect something like extremely compelling going into this. And it delivers on that front. The story isn't compelling like at all. They make a choice about introducing this threat, which kind of pissed me off. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It was like, it does have to do with the dinosaurs. At this point, we can spoil it, right?
No, go nuts.
All right, so they
Pues espérate, ya que la vas a spoilear, déjame ya decir, yo de verdad quiero que Lex ponga una foto de Mama T-Rex o lo que sea, y que mi review sea de 3 a 5 palabras bien chiquititas en el medio, diga, it was fun and illogical, go watch it. Porque en verdad que esta película solamente necesita un review de como 3 oraciones y ya.
Yeah,
pero continúa, vamos a spoilerla.
They go places. So they introduce a threat. They introduce like a company which is mentioned in the first movie, which is Biosyn. Fine, that's okay. You did a really reach to way back when. So people who are gonna go blind in this movie, they weren't gonna get the reference. But okay, I've seen that done in movies before. We're used to that shit. Fine. They introduce a threat which are basically like genetically engineered locusts. Like mixed with like dinosaur DNA.
Yeah.
And that is the huge threat in this movie in the background.
Okay.
Porque se comen todos los crops y si se comen todos los crops, pues entonces
It's like, yo,
¿cómo es?
Forget about mass murdering people. Forget about dinosaurs or people. If we take out the supply of corn in the world, we're all fucked.
like you were saying, that's something that is not just we got these fucking insects just eating up crops. No, it's purposely somebody's making them.
Yes, somebody is making them to control the food supply chain in the entire world.
Supply,
You know.
Oh, y antes que siga, por si acaso.
Cabrón, it's a very James Bond-esque villain, like.
Lo que pasa es eso mismo del villain, mala mía, pero el villain. O sea, te ponen ese villain que es un callback full de la primera. Aquí hay muchos callbacks de la primera.
¿La primera de Park o de World?
Jurassic Park, cabrón, the very first movie.
The very first movie. O sea, tú vas a ver cosas que son directamente sacadas de esa cabrona película, la trama casi completa de todo. Mira, de verdad, de todo.
It treads that fine line of like calling back and lazily written explanation.
Exacto, pero hay algo clave.
Dead center,
like. Esa pendeja de Biosyn.
Monsanto, right?
Lo que pasa es que sienta tan mal que sea como que un callback así tan de la nada, bien de la peste, que de momento, o sea, este único detalle del que tú no te acuerdas, vamos a hacerlo bien clever, tampoco funciona, ¿sabes? Porque el actor que vino ahora de hacerle Dodgson, Dodgson, pues, whatever his fucking name is, pues, tú te sientes perdido porque lamentablemente no es el actor original. Y no es el actor original por el simple sencillo hecho de que el original, he was an asshole and he's now in jail. Si no me equivoco, no sé qué hizo con drogas, si mató a alguien, pero es algo así.
Calm down, it's just, you know, they couldn't cast him because the film isn't produced by WB, that's what it is.
Exacto, mano. Y como no tiene un récord criminal, pues no iba a estar. Pues anyways, ¿sabes? El actor le intentó lo más posible, pero el character de él es lo peor porque él hace unas cosas.
It was very stupid, yeah, it was very, very dumb.
Dice y hace unas cosas y es como que, cabrón, what the fuck are you doing? Like, who told you to do this? Are you being held hostage? Y de verdad es que hace unas cosas tan estúpidas. Y todo lo que habla, o sea, es como si el villano aquí no tuviese fundamento, es que tampoco lo tiene, es que we have to say like it is. Pero continúa, Miguel, porque en verdad que, again, yo quiero eso mismo, yo quiero una foto bien grande con Mama T-Rex y que
when they introduced him, I was like, where the fuck have I seen this guy before? And then I was like, oh, this was Peter's dad in Spider-Man or whatever. He played Peter Parker's dad, and I literally can't recall any other movie where I've seen that actor before. I was like, where the fuck did I see this guy before?
Yeah.
Right, the whole movie, I was like, besides the fact that his acting is horrible right now, like I'm not buying this fucking villain like whatsoever. He's really shitty, very like corny. I kept on asking myself, where the hell have I seen this? So as the movie goes on, like again, the world it's not even a world what is kind of like a world domination plot, but it's very James Bond-esque. Cabrón, it turns into like an action movie.
Yeah, it does.
It's very heavily. Anytime you see a dinosaur, it's not like until maybe like the end. It's not the dinosaurs feel like a threat. They feel like set pieces, kind of.
Yeah.
And the whole thing with like Chris Pratt went from like dinosaur rancher to like fucking
God.
Cabrón, not even God. He feels like a character out of like Fast and the Furious.
That's cool.
Like very, very indestructible. Like they do the segment with the motorcycles, and it literally felt like the scene out of what is it? No Time to Die with Daniel Craig.
Parecía, no cabrón, parecía un anuncio parecía un anuncio de televisión.
It was like very heavy action oriented. They have a segment where they weaponize the dinosaurs to like this lady has like a laser pointer, and whoever she points it at, that's where the dino's gonna attack.
Sí.
Because they all have like micro implants now. It's very, very fucking like Fast and Furious, James Bond-esque, plot heavy, cabrón. Okay. And then, like I said in my review, the problem I have is that you're giving so many shot after shot after shot after shot after shot where these characters are doing like fantastical action set type things that when you put them against the big bad, you're not really scared for them. You're not. Like you're not really, there's no tension in the air because it's just like you've deflated the shit. The dinosaurs don't feel like horror mechanics in the movie. You know what I mean? They feel like they almost feel like Dodge Chargers at this point.
Yeah.
Sí.
The reasons they give for like them knowing of each other, I was like, whoa. I was like, you could have said way less and I would have bought it and kept it moving. But like, you take 5 seconds out of the movie to be like, oh, you're aware of the girl that's a clone, right?
Mm-hmm.
They retconned that story in this movie a little bit.
But what was the point then in establishing it?
So they
Ya verá.
Okay.
They basically established that she's how can I put this? She's a very Did they say that in the last movie? That she's basically from what I remember from the last movie, she was just a clone of the granddaughter of the
Exacto, ella es el clon de la nieta del viejo este.
Exactly, but now in this movie they established that technically she's not a clone. She's like a test tube baby that was made en el vientre de la mamá con el mero hecho de que ella quería comprobar que podía usar los DNA dinosaurs to solve like hereditary diseases.
Yeah, exacto.
Hereditary diseases.
Okay.
They retcon the shit out of it, and then they bring the old cast members in, which there are two plots running simultaneously at the same time. Mm-hmm. The old cast is trying to solve the situation with the locust. The new cast is trying to save the clone and the fucking baby raptor that was taken hostage by the Biosyn company.
Sí, porque si te acuerdas de Blue, la cuestión ahora con Blue es que ella básicamente se puede reproducir asexualmente.
They've established that, so that's not a big deal for me because they've established that even in the first film, where they were created with genes.
Yeah, exacto, pero para que sepan también que no solamente es como por el clone, you know, porque son esas dos cosas, como que están buscando el baby de Blue y están buscando el clone, so que te tienen que meter algo más todavía ahí que tampoco te dice Dominion.
Mm-hmm. So when they start meeting each other, it's just like, okay,
so crazy.
So the girl goes, "You're fulana de tal," which is the granddaughter, and the original cast member from the first one, I forget her name. She goes, "Really? The daughter of fulana? I went to college with her." I was like, "Oh fucking god, no, you're not." Yeah, and she was not only was she a great like they go into this whole explanation of I knew your mom, we go way back. And then they do it even more lazily when Chris Pratt meets the main character from the male character from the first.
Oh yeah.
He's like, "You're fulano? You're the guy that raises velociraptors, right? Oh, fantastic. Keep it moving." I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why did you do that? Like, it would have been nice just to have them on screen and bump into each other for no apparent reason. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, yeah, we're here for the same reason, and that's it.
O si no, como que, oh, who's this guy? Oh, okay, está bien, let's move on.
Exactly, like it was cringe, cabrón. Those levels of cringe that were just like, that's one of the things that in the movie I was just like, all right, this is kind of fan service. This is fan service or whatever. It's not working on me, but I guess somebody is gonna lose their shit when they hear this.
Your theater was packed, right?
Yeah, my theater was full to the gills. Like every single seat was sold out. Which I'm beginning to think, like, I'm beginning to lose my faith now. And like, if these movies are actually bringing people because they're attached to the movie or they feel something, or is it just bringing people because people are just fucking dying to go to the movies in the summer?
That's a good thing to debate because, like, I realized I think 2 days ago, that Top Gun has basically become the best domestically grossing movie of the year. It surpassed Doctor Strange,
which beat a Marvel property.
It surprises me, and it's still going strong because it's only been 3 weeks, and Doctor Strange's been out for 3 months.
I think the thing with Top Gun is that it's like a generational flick. It's a generational flick. Mm-hmm. The people that went to see it are gonna spread the word, hyping it up. So you're gonna bring in the younger crowd.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking, like, let's be real, it's like an American propaganda film. So Americans are gonna eat that shit up. It's like America, fuck yeah, the movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, truly, Florida, bro. Oh my god, when that movie came out, dude.
Yeah.
This state, you couldn't find us. See, this again, like I told you, this is one of those moments where I thank God that like I'm single right now because getting 2 seats in the same theater would have been impossible.
Yeah.
And then the demographic in the like I told you, the demographic in that movie per se was like a whole lot of no, not really. It was a lot of like it was a lot of older.
I'm joking.
It was a lot of older generation. Like, it was a lot of older people that, like, you know, oh, I'm here because I saw the first one. You know what I'm saying?
Eso sí, yo vi un TikTok donde había un viejito que también era piloto y que sí, y dijo, espérate, ¿cómo carajo fue que él dijo? Oh, fuck Tom Cruise in a dogfight.
Yeah, I saw that. I fucked Tom Cruise up in a dogfight.
Como que, yep. Sounds about right.
Is Jurassic Park, though, worth the money? Is it at least just, you know, a good 2 hours of entertainment?
With all that said, when it's on its little action set pieces and when you're actually with the dinosaurs, it's like eye candy. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like you can't like. I want the dinosaurs to be like really menacing and scare the shit out of you, but they've turned them into action pieces, so it becomes like I told you, like the bombasticness of it all is basically what the film becomes, and it's entertaining. There's moments like, you know, when they're literally trying to land a fucking plane on like an ice patch. Like, they launch one of the characters out the fucking cockpit, and then like pterodactyls come and tear her first parachute to shreds, and she has a second one. So I was like, this is Fast and the Furious with dinosaurs. Like you know,
I mean, it makes sense to have a second parachute. It does make sense. Si tuviese más que una, ahí yo me preocuparía.
So what did the second one have that they didn't tear it up?
It's supposed to be what?
What did the second one have that they didn't tear it up? That's what my question was when she was landing.
I have no idea.
Like, there's things in the movie.
You were sick, bro.
No, I think isn't he Star Wars land? I think he was still traveling.
Yeah,
no?
Yeah, he sent that message. I got a fever, guys. I'm like Orengo. I'm allergic to sports topics. I seen him in a picture in the fucking bar with fucking people like dressed up on Star Wars gear.
The Star Wars.
Yeah. Lightsabers everywhere, robots. Anyway, mira, Miguel, una pregunta.
Next week, baby.
Shh, don't say nothing.
Miguel, una pregunta. ¿Tú verías esta película nada más por Bryce Dallas Howard? Porque yo pienso que ella fue la única persona en todas las
otras películas. So are you saying in a sexual way? Are you trying to tell me in a sexual way or like in an acting way? Because in a sexual way, I wouldn't see anything that Bryce Dallas Howard is in.
Pues obviamente sí, yo también. Pero I mean, acting wise.
I mean, this isn't her best acting role. Like, we know that. Like, it really isn't her, like... She's barely in the movie.
I know, pero la jodienda es
barely in the movie.
She's barely in the movie.
She's barely in the movie. She's barely in the movie. It bounces back a whole lot, back and forth.
But the thing is, es que no sé, en verdad, I don't know.
Are you trying to say, like, out of all of them, she has the better acting?
Yes.
Yeah. No, yeah.
She's like top notch. O sea, no es que la película sea tan mala como para que ella salga a relucir, es que las actuaciones están tan sketchy que la mejor es ella.
I mean, yeah, you could say that out of all of them. I laugh at how, like, every time they had the retro cast on stage, they were just literally reenacting shots from the first one.
Exactly.
Like they literally zoom in, they recreate the shot where he's in the tent, and they set him on assignment and they give him that one shot where they zoom into his face.
Wait, for real?
The what?
Y con ella también.
Except for real.
When she takes off the glasses.
Yeah, and they do the whole thing where she takes off the glasses. They do the scene. They do the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're doing that thing that Odengo does where we can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. So fuck you. And adelantado, just in case you're not. Fuck you. Suck my balls.
Possibility que tengo COVID, so we'll chalk it up to my brain not working. But I didn't know that she did the.
Yeah, they do that. So they do that. They do the
but
scene.
She does it.
We gotta get merch with this.
Como Force Awakens y Matrix Resurrections. It's like we're doing the same thing. We're just gonna swap it.
Yeah, it's like remember these. It's member berries, cabrón.
Like, you guys remember when movies actually took effort and creativity?
No,
yeah,
la primera.
Exacto, right?
Lo que me da gracia es que I literally said it a while ago. I said these characters coming back feels like it was a last minute decision because the story in this movie is so fucking weak that you have to rely on member berries to like literally complete this movie.
Literal.
I remember when I literally saw the chart, I said it feels like an excuse, and I need a reason.
Weird.
I need you to give me a valid reason to bring them back.
Money,
and they're not there.
Pero like looking on
money.
And I was told that it wasn't member berries, and it totally is member berries. There's nothing like story wise for them to be there besides
El trailer, it deceives a lot, porque tú piensas, oh, there's
trailer. There's gotta be trailer.
Yeah.
The fucking title. What the fuck is Dominion about?
Exacto, pero por lo menos el trailer te dice, pues, there's rampant dinosaurs everywhere, and they're fucking everything up, and they're being violent against people.
Did you guys?
We don't even get that. They're mostly docile.
Yeah.
Literal.
That's what I got from the trailer.
Did you expect, like, watching the trailers? I want an honest answer. When you saw the trailer, when you saw the title, did you not think that this movie was gonna literally be like, yo, the humans are put into a situation where they're fucked and they're like gonna be extinct and the dinosaurs are gonna inherit?
Yeah, that's what the short film was about.
We all discussed this. I think we were all in agreement that at least when that first trailer came out, we were expecting like some. Like you have some
like Planet of the Apes type shit.
Esa misma. Yeah. El Matt Reeves
version. Pero también el short film que Colin Trevorrow sacó, que it was like a really cool action scene where like this family did you guys see it?
No, I never saw it.
I don't recall.
It's a short that he released like 2 years ago that it's a family doing a camping trip and then they get attacked by dinosaurs. Y es el güey de Moonlight y The Nick. And it was like, oh wait, Colin Trevorrow can direct. I didn't know that. And obviously, from what I see, it appears that
it's called Battle at Big Rock.
Sí, esta cabrona.
Okay,
that's like the whole movie was gonna be. That it's just a San Diego sequence for 2 hours, pero aparentemente no.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought going into the movie. I didn't see the movie, but watching the trailer, that's what I thought. This was like the final. Okay. Who's gonna take the earth? Is it gonna be dinosaurs or is it gonna be
another thing they did. Like in the last I'd say maybe like 45 minutes of the film.
Yep.
They like go full force with like, now we're gonna give you all the fucking the dino on dino action, you know, the like them trying to set you up like the they're in danger by these dinosaurs, right? Sally, I think you are a bigger fan of this shit than I am. What the fuck was the point of having those 3 dinosaurs square off at the end? Was it just to establish the original king as like the T-Rex? Or they wanted to literally, because people bitched and complained about the very first Chris Pratt movie, that dinosaur that was like genetically engineered to be perfect.
The Indominus?
Yeah, the Indominus.
Yeah, they killed it, right? That's what they did. They just brought 2 together to kill that thing and be like, yeah, you get what you wanted. We heard your quejas about this dinosaur being stupid as shit, and you took a shit on the T-Rex, so the T-Rex gets its revenge now. Like,
no,
cabrón, and they get into a fight in a Coliseum. Eso es otra.
Are you serious?
Like, it literally sets it up like a showdown in what looks to be like a Coliseum.
Sí, cabrón. Pues mira, para decirte, pues tenemos a mi T-Rex que pues la tenían de ladito poniendo otras cosas y que ella pues siempre vuelve y mata al dinosaurio más grande que existe. Pues básicamente hacen eso mismo, sin embargo ponen a otro dinosaurio que es el víboro, pero igual de violento, supuestamente.
And entonces, it has an awesome nail job. It has, like,
sí, exacto.
Tiene nails postizas de Jarl puesta.
Literal, la BB Queen. BB Queen se queda corta la de esa loca. No, legit. Si tú la llegas a ver, de verdad. Entonces, te ponen o sea, pues BB Queen, en esteroide, te la ponen como que, ok, te la voy a poner super menacing, pero ella es un herbívoro.
Yeah.
A ver.
She's the vegan.
She's
the vegan badass of the movie.
Yeah. She's a vegan badass. Entonces llega mami T-Rex y después tienen al Gigantosaurus, whatever the fuck that name is. O sea, te ponen los 3. Y la jodienda es que te hacen la mierda esa del logo de Jurassic Park, pero lo que te enseñan en el logo.
Yeah,
lo que te enseñan en el trailer,
There's a circle. They focus the camera on a circle and it's raining. And the T-Rex comes from the left side of the circle, stops in the center, looks at the cameras like, hey.
Exacto, not even joking. Eso está en el trailer. Pues cuando tú ves esa escena en el trailer, tú lo puedes, ¿sabes? Ahí cuando empieza la pelea como tal. Yeah. ¿Qué pasa? Que llega el supuesto Gigantosaurus, whatever the fuck, y en verdad, mano, la pelea estuvo hasta media mierda porque te ponen que ese gigantic dinosaur le cae encima a mi T-Rex, entonces llega 20 uñas y se empiezan a atacarse uno al otro. Entonces el Gigantonos está en el medio, 20 uñas a un lado, Mami T-Rex en el otro, y entonces los tres se empiezan a pelear.
No, they team up on each other. No,
they team up.
They do the Godzilla and Kong shit, where it's like, let's stop whooping each other's ass, let's beat this thing up.
Pues they team up, entonces para nada, porque literalmente la acción se acaba en 15 segundos, si acaso un minuto, perdón, de un minuto después que las 20 uñas y Mami T-Rex se juntan, no, literalmente no es ni un minuto. I swear to God, it's so easy and it's like, okay, tú me dijiste que me ibas a enseñar dinosaurs cayéndose encima, pero tú me das una secuencia de 30 segundos y ya se acabó la pelea. It's such a build up, porque te lo estoy contando así full, porque it's such a disappointing build up para después que pues the giant gets impaled y ya.
At that point, I was just laughing. I was just like, all right.
Sí,
I'm not gonna, I was just like, all right. I guess we're done with this shit. And
pero
then,
es eso, traen a Mami T-Rex
the way it ends. Did we nosotros jodiendo, did we predict this movie's ending, that it was going to be like Transformers?
Wait, what's the ending?
The ending is like they all go to Congress and then they're like, they give a robots meet, what is it? There's more than meets the eye. To the Transformers, they give one of those speeches where it's like, we didn't need to dominate them, we needed to learn how to coexist. And they show a big, like that big dinosaur, the whale that chewed up the other dinosaur in the second movie with Chris Pratt. They show him swimming with some whales in the ocean, and they show other dinosaurs like running with fucking cows and such like horses like running next to each other, and like humans playing chess with T-Rexes and like
majestic in the Bronx.
Eso era lo que faltaba, no por nada.
Does Bruce speak to Congress? Does he put on
Cabrón, were you in the chat when I sent that? I almost had like a coronary.
Yeah,
I was on the line. I was like, I'm gonna give this movie. I was like, I know I'm not gonna expect like it, but I want to see it. I'm just, it could be an experience. While I'm on my line getting popcorn, they're giving, I guess it was a commercial, and it was a Velociraptor addressing Congress. And I sent these guys a message like, Sally, if you tell me this bullshit is in the movie, I will walk out of here. No, I will not fucking walk into the theater. Tell me, and Sally wouldn't answer. I guess she was occupied. I was like, Sally, answer me. I got like 20 minutes before I walk into this shit. Like,
no, mala mía, pero yo no me acuerdo qué carajo estaba haciendo, pero no tenía el teléfono encima.
I was like, if this fucking shit happens in the movie, I will not walk into that theater. I will skip it. Cabrón, I bought the ticket and I was like, no, that's a step too far. I will walk out and I will fucking pirate this shit and bite the bullet for the $20 I just spent to walk into this shit. I do not care.
It's great.
So go watch it, ladies and gentlemen. It's not that bad.
Is it at least entertaining somewhat?
Cabrón, it's stupid. It's stupid action pieces. Go watch it for the stupid action. I mean, don't expect a huge.
Mira,
Lo triste es que like they're painting it as like culminación a esta gran serie. That's the part that is like a little, it kind of sucks because.
Espérate. ¿Tú llegaste a ver el poteo del basol?
Yeah, that's the link. That's the link to the first one as well.
Wait, what?
The what?
El poteo del basol sale en pinta que ver.
My God.
No, but it kind of does because that's their way of establishing. So.
Huh?
Okay.
Yep.
Wait, does the spy show up in it too?
What spy?
I'm fucking lost.
The spy from the first one.
You're talking about the Chinese guy or the Asian guy?
No, there's a spy in the first one that tells Newman.
That's okay. That spy works for Biosyn, which is the company, which is the villain in this movie, kind of.
Dude,
does Newman show up?
Yes. So one of the dinosaurs, one of the spitters coughs up a carcass, and it's Paul Newman. He's been digesting all these years.
You know what? At this point, I know you're fucking around, but I would believe that.
But okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me explain the whole Vavasol thing. So you know that Newman's character was hiding the DNA in the Vavasol container, right?
Okay.
In the first movie, I'm not sure you remember that, but he was trying to get samples to Biosyn. That company,
I remember.
or whatever. So the owner of Biosyn in this movie has the Valvosol container in his office.
Para la posteridad, porque para nada sirvió. Porque él coge y se lo lleva. La jodienda es que él, when he's trying to go out, when he's trying to leave the place and flee, como la mosca que es, él de la nada vuelve, o sea, se está saliendo de la oficina, vuelve, coge el poteo del vasor que está todo jodido y se va para después botarlo en el bosque.
No, fue poético porque acuérdate que él lo matan los mismos dinosaurs que mataron
al huele bicho
exacto, a Newman. They killed him in the and he had the pote too, so it's like full circle.
Yeah, exacto.
What I did laugh, well, if you wanna really laugh, there's a scene, I forget which character it is, and she gets surrounded by the spitters, the same ones that killed Newman, right?
Okay.
And you're like, the one moment I'm like, yo, they're establishing like shit is about to go down, and out of nowhere,
the pilot. I think it was a pilot.
About to spit in her face and burn her to death. Out comes Chris Pratt and grabs the fucking spitter by its throat, and I guess puts it to sleep or punches it.
No, mala mía, era Bryce Dallas Howard. Ella fue
yeah. She grabs the spitter by the throat and he like puts him to sleep or like punches him and knocks him out. And I was just like, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Kidding me. Like dinosaurs are like the equivalent of fucking chihuahuas in this movie. Like a quick smack into the back of the head. Tate quieto, muñeca. And like they won't eviscerate you from fucking they won't disembowel you in front of everybody. Do you remember the movie where like what was it, Jurassic Park 3? They show you like little dinosaurs literally the size of fucking iguanas and they tear a kid apart?
Yeah,
the second one.
The second one, I don't recall.
One of the greatest cuts in cinema history.
Yeah.
Okay, so you established that something the size of like a fucking G.I. Joe can literally kill you. Cabrón. And here we have Chris Pratt like grabbing a fucking one that's like the size of like a pit bull by the throat and like, hey, chill out there, guy. Like, what the fuck?
Does he put his hand up?
Do they all do the? They all do that.
Yeah, there's a scene. Yes, there's a scene like that. There's a scene where you've established that Chris Pratt, that's his superpower, right? He's the Cesar Milan of fucking dinosaurs.
Sí, exacto. Tú pones la mano. Y ya se calmó, te está haciendo caso.
Pero coño, in the past movies, that's his speciality. Like, yo, there's hardly any people that can do that. He's like the chosen one, kind of. Like, that's a special trait. Well, then you bring in the clone, and the clone sticks her hand out. The clone sticks her hand out the same way. They all do little force gestures, and they calm down the fucking velociraptor from chewing up the shred.
Is the clone?
It's her, Chris Pratt, and Jeff Goldblum.
No, it's not Jeff. Es el otro. It's the original guy. Oh my God, I forgot his name.
Jeff Goldblum.
No, it's not him.
Sam Neill?
Yes.
That scene had Sam Neill in
it?
God damn.
That's right. Sam Neill was in that. That's right. That scene was Sam Neill.
They say, oh yeah, we're gonna triangulate.
Yeah.
Cabrón. Imagínate, me acuerdo de esa escena de tan, I don't know, it was so weird.
Another thing that they did was they gave Jeff Goldblum, like, they took his character into overdrive, cabrón. He went from witty professor to like, yo, comedy act, boom, boom, boom. Every 3 minutes, they just pan the camera to him for comic relief.
That's great.
Like every time he was on screen, boom, make a Jeff Goldblum joke.
Like, be yourself.
Like they even get self-referential at one point. He's like, I promise, Chris Pratt goes, I promised Blue I would bring back the daughter. And he goes, you made a promise to a dinosaur. Like in the middle of the fucking, you made a promise to a dinosaur. Anyway, but other than that, like, dude, it's not a bad, like, it's entertaining. It's just not compelling.
Todo lo que tú estás diciendo does not, sounds the opposite.
No, but you got to sit there and laugh at it. Cabrón, like, it's not compelling.
It's like como Fast and the Furious.
It is. Cabrón. Let me tell you how now. I'll end it with this. We joke around about, like, you know, the whole multiverse, how Marvel brings all its properties together, and like how Jurassic Park, cabrón, what if Universal literally treats its properties like multiverse?
Yeah.
Like it's not the thing of like having them coexist within the same world. What if they literally bridge gap and like Jurassic Park is a universe, Fast and the Furious is a universe, Like, and they start bridging. I believe it, cabrón. Like, I believe it. The way they're treating these movies, like they're indestructible IPs. Like, I believe it, cabrón. Like, we will see a day where it's just like the multi-universe.
Well, I really hope to see a dinosaur drifting.
Huh?
I want to see a dinosaur doing drifts in a car.
It'll come soon enough, buddy.
Yes.
Oh, wasn't they gonna do a 21 Jump Street and Men in Black movie or something?
Yup, that movie and the pitch was incredible.
I would love to see Transformers and like Fast and the Furious and Jurassic Park have a crossover. You already have Transformers that are dinosaurs. You already have Transformers that are dinosaurs. Like Vin Diesel's
coming out.
Vin Diesel is basically a fucking Dodge Charger already. Like, you've already melded human and mechanical together and like biological. So just make it happen, bro. I'll buy it.
All right, so to start speaking about another movie that me and Orengo got to see Lightyear. The embargo is over. I'm not gonna give any spoilers because it hasn't come out yet. But
comes out tomorrow.
Exactly.
I got my tickets for tomorrow for 6:45.
It's a good movie. I got to see it. I saw that shit twice, and I ended up liking it just as much the second time as I did the first one. I literally tear came down my eye the exact same time.
Nice.
Okay, I got questions for you guys. Guys. What is this? Okay, how can I put this? You guys said that the stuff that happens in the movie is like very compelling. It's not like a can we say that? Is that a spoiler? It's not a galactic.
It's not space. It's not space. Bang bang bang. Starship. No.
It's more grounded. It's grounded.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. You said it's personal, right?
It's personal to a degree, yes.
I say it's personal because the consequences are not. If I mess up, the universe is in the balance. It's a lot of what happens. The consequences directly are felt by.
He cares about
Buzz himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Udini, you had a question?
Does it feel like a space movie, like a good sci-fi?
It feels like Interstellar to a point.
Okay.
Oh,
it feels like
I would advise you that if you don't respect that film and you don't like that film, I can understand, but that's a high bar, cabrón, for some people. So I would advise you maybe to like make a different comparison because you're overselling the shit out of that movie.
What it is that there are direct comparisons. It's just
you can make some
kid-friendly love.
Yeah, it's a blend of Interstellar.
Am I gonna cry, Orengo? Just give it to me straight. Am I gonna cry?
I got tear-eyed in the first act and a little bit in the third act. For sure. The first act is the strongest. The second act is the weakest. And the third act is the second strongest.
That's what I'm saying. In the second act, I kind of dozed off for a minute.
It was a little like, okay, adventure time. I get it.
For me, it was a little repetitive in some of the adventure beats that they had. And then the third part, again, I really liked the reveal. I thought it was because again, it was something that by that time I already in my head had two different people who I thought could have been
reveal. That's it. The reveal.
The reveal. No, I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm just saying I had two people in my mind, but when I got to see it,
Mr. Potato Head shows up. I knew it.
God damn it, Jordan! How did you know? Did you see that on Twitter?
It's
Jordan,
the main villain.
Jordan, I had a theory when the trailers were announced on this movie. I had a theory that like the ending was gonna be like Planet of the Apes. Like he's gonna go into space, and when he comes back, he's gonna land in like Cowboy Land. And he's gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Where am I? And Woody comes up, and he's like, howdy, partner. You need help?
I'm not dude. I would watch that. I also want to see a Western that is just called Woody, and they get James Mangold to direct it. I'm like, dude, just do a Pixar Western.
I thought you were gonna say I want to see a Western named Woody where everybody walks around with erections.
No, absolutely. That would also be great.
The movie, yo, I got like so fucking high the other days, right? I had a fucking gummy that had me, stupid. And it made me start thinking about Lightyear, and it's funny to me because Lightyear, the company like Pixar, This movie is supposed to be a movie within the movie, so that means everything in there is supposed to exist in the universe of like Disney shit. So it's funny that there's a Pixar within like the universe of fucking of Pixar and shit. Like these actors, fucking Chris Evans is not only Captain America Disney, but his person como tal, he's an actor that exists within the fucking universe of like Toy Story and shit.
Yeah. Is he playing Chris Pratt?
He's playing
Chris Pratt.
The movie.
He's not playing Chris Pratt.
Chris Evans.
He's talking about the performance.
Yeah, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans, cabrón, same shit. Yeah, is he playing himself as Buzz?
Exactly. He's playing himself playing Buzz because the movie is a movie. That's what I'm saying. So it's funny because Pixar is a company within the universe of Pixar that makes live action.
Essentially, yeah. When you boil it down, I mean, it doesn't go in that meta way. You have to actually put like the stuff together.
Again, I was high as fuck when this came to my mind, so it's not.
No. This motherfucker was on the couch. But
the indicator and part of the promotion is that the idea is that this is the movie that Andy saw in 1995. Which, when you think about it, it's very far fetched because no movie in 1995 looked like this. But
in the universe of fucking Pixar, yo, it's crazy, son. They out there.
See, they out there.
And it's funny because I'm again, I was high. I'm starting thinking Woody is a cartoon. I mean, Andy's a cartoon, but in his world, he's real. So that means Pixar makes live action films because they're not cartoons. They all look the same and shit. So Chris Evans and the whole cast are actors in the universe that made Buzz and shit.
None of this is in the movie. This is all Lex's interpretation. Just so you know, don't start thinking this shit.
The following thing he thought about was when he took 2 puffs of the joint and was like, "That's a love seat, but I can't sit in that unless I'm in love." Right? Yeah, that was the following thought.
No, cabrón, I had a gummy. And the gummy was like, 50 grams or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
it was. I split it. But I had like, I had like 3/4 with Yancy. I split it and I gave her the other half. And I'm there, bro. I swear to you, it hit me like an hour later. I'm laying on my bed and I felt like I was just fucking floating. Like I couldn't feel my body and shit. And I just started thinking about Lightyear. And I was like, is this motherfucker an actual character within the universe? Like, I was bugging the fuck out.
Yes.
Bugging the fuck out during that movie. I wish I would have saw the movie that fucking hot.
I think you would have screamed or something.
Bro,
scared the children.
I'll take an edible before Lightyear and before Jurassic World for you.
Don't do it for Buzz Lightyear. See it sober, please.
Oh, okay. Then I'll see Dominion High.
Go nuts.
See, ahí sí te digo yo.
When we went to see Lightyear on Saturday, I remember they had a theater that was just going to be just English and then a theater that was just going to be Spanish. I thought that they were I think somewhere they were under the inception that a lot more Spanish people were going to come to see it in English. Because I got there and it was in a small sala. They ended up moving us from one sala to the next sala. We stood there for a little while. I think it got more packed and it was like, it's too many people. They ended up moving us to fucking IMAX. Which
Thank God.
In the plan.
Wow, that's awesome.
We got to see that shit in IMAX. That movie was
which was intended for IMAX, so that's why it was good.
That's awesome.
The movie's really good. Like the characters.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
The characters are really lovable. I like a lot of the fucking characters. The fucking sock, the cat called Socks. That's gonna. I
already bought a Funko Pop.
Bro, that's gonna be the
available
Christmas toy.
Not even kidding.
That fucking cat is funny as fuck. That cat.
Yeah,
it's funny as fuck. And there's things about this movie.
Marketing it.
There's things about this movie that's gonna go over a lot of people's heads, and it's a lot of the younger crowd. Because remember, there's gonna be kids here that this is gonna be their first, second, experience with Buzz and shit. There's things that he directly says that if you remember seeing the first one, you're gonna fucking get like that.
Nice.
I'll do you one better, Orengo. I'm gonna go adopt a cat.
Well, technically, now you say that, there was una asociación that was about saving cats.
You see how I did that layup for you, bro?
Yeah, thank you.
You saw that layup?
Yeah,
bro, damn it! What a
really
segue,
cool.
cabrón.
Really cool.
Jesus,
really good.
Bro. I already told y'all the heart was swelling, son. Then the fucking press kit. I saw a picture of the girls, nigga. What's happy, son? I'm gonna put a tear in my fucking eye. Like, look at my girls, baby. They first premiere. Look at them.
I had to go into the Google Drive link to find my picture because it was like hidden, buried.
Like, look at this fucking weirdo looking at cats.
Literally, yeah. It was something like that. It was just basically that. Yeah.
You were trying to buy the Funko Pop.
They was giving everybody little chocolates. So you just saw Orengo playing with cats and just throwing down Kit Kats and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Just looking at stray cats, be like, I'm not gonna get you. I'm not gonna get you. I'm not gonna get you either. You're gonna stay there.
So the funny thing is, you guys talk about the socks thing. The movie hasn't come out yet, and like you said, Orengo, you purchased the Funko.
Yeah.
They're marketing the fucking toy already.
It's already sold out.
The cat, the plush. You saw I sent you guys the Instagram, and everybody's just commenting about the damn cat.
Yeah,
and they only
the cat's gonna get a
selling,
spin-off.
They're only selling like a $70 version of the cat, but even then, I'm pretty sure they're gonna sell you like a $150 $200 cat which is actually going to have all the actual features, because I think they knew it was going to be a hit, but now they probably are like, fuck, we should have just done like a very expensive version of the stupid cat.
Diablo, cabrón. You said it was like Interstellar, and I just noticed something.
Oh shit. See, that's why
the cat's fucking TARS, isn't he?
No. Okay, great. So no, wait. Yes.
The cat's TARS.
Yes.
In a
you know
way,
what? Yes.
because there is kind of a TARS.
Keeps thinking that.
Ivan.
Yeah, true. But no. Keep thinking the cat is TARS.
Yeah.
Just keep going with that thought. The thing is, when I did my review, I didn't want to spoil shit, because I thought the thing is, if you guys haven't seen, I know if you guys haven't seen any trailer, ¿verdad? You're gonna enjoy it greatly. Like, yo vi el teaser y yo le escribí en mi reseña. Yo vi el teaser. When I saw the movie, me voló la mente primer acto, because I only saw the teaser. I saw the one with like Rocket Man, and that's it. Cuando salgo la película, me da con ver los otros dos trailers, and I'm like, especially trailer 2. If you see trailer 2, nothing in this movie is gonna surprise you except the third act.
Really? I've seen all the trailers.
I didn't see all the trailers. So I'm happy. Like, I came in there blind.
Oh, I came relatively blind, and I think that really helped my experience.
Because I've seen things that already lead you to believe that there's a threat out there.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fine,
like there's a threat out there, and the threat, like if you stop the frame, if you stop the trailer, you're like, oh, I see something. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Huh?
The threat is Zurg, obviously, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
No, it's famine.
Yeah, it's famine.
It goes back to Jurassic Park.
It's floating. It's a floating dragon. Whatever.
They live in an age where like our diet's mostly made up of corn.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds beautiful.
Much like Interstellar.
Much like right now, actually.
It has nods to Star Wars, Star Trek, even Starship Troopers. There's a bunch of Starship Trooper and Alien vibes in the movie.
Stop it!
It's genuinely heartwarming, but it's like there's so many moments that like for real are just fucking funny, yo.
Yeah,
as adults, you were like the theater was full of kids. But there was a lot of adults too.
And they were laughing.
The adults were laughing their ass off, bro.
Would you say top 5 Buzz Lightyear? Digo, top 5 Pixar film? Do you put it top 5? Yeah, that's a no. Okay, me neither. I wouldn't.
That's a no. I really enjoyed it, but the shit with Pixar, like I gotta sit down and think of all the movies that they have, because some of them I can't remember right now. But I don't think I really liked it. I really liked it, but I don't think it's my top 5.
Same.
That's a Go ahead.
I feel like the best Pixar movies would be Cars 1, 2, 3, Good
Dinosaurs. This guy.
And then
you are now mixing crack with your weed.
Let go of that creepy.
Those are literally the worst ones they've made.
The best Pixar movies for me are the ones that like literally like my chest gets tight because I'm trying to hold back my fucking tears and I'm failing. I'm failing miserably.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
For me, as right now, the thing that when I think I got emotional watching a Pixar movie, what springs to my head always automatically is Toy Story 3.
For sure.
That's one of them. That's one of them.
For me, like that ending. First, the ending with you know that they're not. No, you know.
The furnace, the damn stupid furnace.
The tension
I was
screaming.
My deck can tell you I was screaming in the theater. I was literally like, they're not gonna do this. This is a children's movie. They can't do this to them. Like I was losing my fucking shit. Like the mother of my child was literally telling me the baby is not crying or yelling. Why the fuck are you yelling in the theater? Like
it was very intense.
Yes.
But even more than that, the actual ending of the movie when he gets that one last time,
So
he's
long,
playing
partner.
with all of them. Like when he sees Woody in the box and the little girl's gonna go and he goes, bitch. Like that ending, like him letting go of his childhood, yo, fuck
Cabrón,
me up,
that should be called
Andy go away to college. Fuck me up.
Bro, that should be called. That should be the name of the movie. Say goodbye to your childhood. The movie.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that these characters, cabrón, are still in theaters right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they make a sequel to this, there's gonna be a point where I can sit down with my girls, and obviously they've seen Toy Story, but it's kind of like they're not at that age where they're remembering everything that happened in the movie and shit. So when they get older, I'm gonna be able to tell them, look, that character that you like, Buzz, that motherfucker was in the movie when I was fucking kid.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's crazy, bro. And the girls love that shit.
Did you say
the girls really enjoyed it?
Go ahead with me.
I love
Dini.
Toy Story 4.
Same. I feel like Toy Story 4 doesn't get enough love, but that last shot when Woody and Buzz let go and the camera goes off, like, dude, that killed me.
Yeah.
I liked 4. I liked 4. I liked 4 a lot. I think it's to me 3 is better than 4.
Absolutely.
And 4 is better than 1 and 2.
Yes.
But I went into that movie.
Amazing.
I went into that movie expecting another furnace scene. That's what it was. And never lived up to that. Like
I mean, you lose your best friend forever. I think that's equivalent to a furnace scene.
Okay, but deep down in your heart, you know your friend will be okay. Cabrón, they almost died. Like all of them together. All of them together grabbed hands and were about to accept their fate. Cabrón, that is the most powerful fucking thing in a fucking children's movie I think I've ever seen.
The number 4, that part fucking hit too.
I'm
deciding, Woody deciding to say, you know what, like it was all about the kid, and it's like that's not my journey no more. I found out like who else I'm supposed to be after that. God, when they two fucking say goodbye, yo, I was remembering when I told this prick goodbye. Was fucking crying like a bitch in the middle of the street.
This fucking guy called me after he saw it. He was like, bro, I just want to let you know, man. We're still cool, right? I'm like, yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's hilarious.
No, you called me for that. Don't lie. You called me for that, and when you saw Fast and the Furious 7.
Fast and the Furious with the Paul Walker.
Yeah. Was it 7? Yeah, 7. Right?
Was you gone for that already?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I was gone already.
I don't remember.
You were like, bro, next time you come down, we're gonna go and we're gonna drive together. And at the light, I'm gonna go to my house and you're gonna go towards the beach. And I'm like, bro, do you need a fucking hug? I'm like,
you're so full of shit. I'm so glad that
I know. I was like, I hope that I catch the light on time. I hope you're not telling me I should hit a pole.
I'm so happy that fucking Selly and fucking Orengo been here long enough to know when you're fucking full of shit already.
I got those text messages.
Excuse me, I believe Miguel. That's the problem.
Exactly. Thank you.
Cabrón, I would love for you to show the proof. Please, throw the fucking best. I was like, Cabrón, let's get to the light and let's just split up. And you go this way and I go this way. You're so full of shit, yo. It's so full of shit. I swear to God, Cabrón.
You literally told me, you were like, yo, it's been a long time without you, my friend. But I'll tell you once about it when we meet again.
My God, it's great.
So full of shit. But yeah, that movie was really fucking good. And again, for me, it was the thing that I don't know what's shown in trailer 2 and trailer 3 because I didn't see them. So I went in there. I didn't expect what was gonna fucking happen. Like Orengo said again, that fucking the first third of the movie, first act of the movie, man, caught me totally by surprise. And like again, I tell you, I've enjoyed that shit so. It's been one of my favorite theatrical fucking experiences this year. Like I thought Doctor Strange was cool visually. I had fun. The story was kind of dumb. I didn't enjoy it as much. I've seen this year, but man, Lightyear.
Would you say the last question about Lightyear for me at least? Would you say it's more geared towards adults or it's more for children? Not that children are stupid. Don't get me wrong. I have a child. I have a son. But I'm just saying.
Think it's very kid friendly. The movie. There's not like there's not like you're not gonna get jokes. Like, how do you say it? There's not a lot of. It's not filled with a lot of jokes that when you're an adult you're gonna be like, "Ooh, I understand that now." It's not like that, like innuendos and shit like that. I think this movie is.
But I think the kids are not gonna get the repercussions of the first act.
That's what it is. It's thematically what happens. Thematically what Buzz has to go through and what he has to realize.
I don't think kids are gonna get that. I think they're gonna be like, "Oh, space adventure."
Exactly,
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
What happens thematically to Lightyear is gonna go over their heads, but they're gonna enjoy what they're seeing.
Yes.
Because what's in front of the screen is very enjoyable, especially for kids.
Yeah.
So it's another Pixar film where like it brushes that fine line of like it caters to children, but the deeper meaning like adults are gonna pick up on it. Just like Jesus Christ was the superhero movie.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Exactly.
Yes, by Pixar. That's right.
The Incredibles?
The Incredibles 2 particularly, where it's all about like, she's independent. It's the mom's time to like, shine or whatever, and the whole thing. And the kids, all they see is just like, oh, she's doing her superhero thing. But the adults are like, okay, there's more here.
There's definitely things, especially when people are going through transitional phases in their life, and like seeing their own importance and things. There's a lot of adults that are gonna like see the movie and they're gonna be able to relate with some of the things. Obviously, not everything because there's science fiction to it, but at the base level, there's a lot of things that you're gonna be able to relate to it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Nice.
That's a good pitch. I'm definitely gonna see it tomorrow. So
yeah, it's gonna make money too. It's gonna make a buttload of money.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if it's gonna blow everything out of the water though. Is this gonna dethrone America? Fuck yeah, the movie. And I think Jurassic Park is gonna one that's gonna take the brunt out of everything.
You might have a point porque lo que viene la próxima semana va a ser like a few weeks before Thor, because like lo que viene la semana que viene creo que Elvis, that's not gonna make money. Pero I think because it's a children's movie, it's a character people love. It's the first Pixar movie that we've seen in theaters since the pandemic struck. I think all those elements are going to bring a lot of families together.
Yeah, look, that's right. It's gonna literally do the same thing that Top Gun does, because it's gonna be like, oh, I was your dad and I brought you to see the very first Toy Story. If they're still alive, I brought you to see the very first Toy Story, and then those kids have kids, and it's like it's a generational gap thing.
Cabrón, we're alive to fucking bring our kids to a spin-off of a movie that came out when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like, cabrón, and again, like what I said, this is a family movie, and this is technically the beginning of the summer in the States.
Yeah.
Like school just like came, like school finished over there in June.
Perfect time, yeah.
So boom, like school just finished.
Graduaciones.
People are gonna want to bring their kids out, and this is the perfect movie to do it with.
Yeah.
Compared to what's in the movie theaters right now, you have like the Bad Guys, which I really enjoy the Bad Guys, but the Bad Guys is relatively an unknown, franchise. Is the very first movie. It's not gonna bring in as many people as somebody that's established as fucking Lightyear. Like to infinity and beyond is part of pop culture.
So, do you think there's gonna be more spin-offs? Because I heard a rumor already. It's a really good one too.
I can see the door. I can see the idea. Pero
I heard Tom Hanks is already pitching like a Saving Private Ryan with the army men.
You know what? Si lo hacen al estilo del episodio ese de... Mira, si lo hacen como Love, Death and Robots, pero lo hacen con Army Man y hacen Private Ryan with those stupid little figures, dude, I would die, loco. That would be so
cast,
good.
Cabrón, you could even do it meta. You could literally bring back the cast from Saving Private Ryan.
Or just bring like famous action stars que han estado en war movies. Y ya go nuts, dude.
I don't think it's crazy. It's in that universe. In that universe, anything exists. That's why
be hilarious.
Again, it's one of those things. Like one of my favorite moments all time in any Pixar movie ever is the fucking end credits to Toy Story 2. Like when they look like they're just all actors in the scenes, and there's a blooper reel. One of my favorite things ever in fucking movies.
Y en Monsters Inc. también.
Sí.
¿Verdad? Sí.
Okay. Abro debate. Esto es, abro encuesta. ¿Es sí o no? Okay. Sí o no. Somos cinco personas aquí. Monster Inc. ¿Inglés o español?
Inglés.
Yo solamente lo he visto en inglés, perdón.
I've never seen
pero Shrek en español.
Sí, pero Shrek en español está chévere, pero Monster Inc. en español.
No, Monsters Inc.
in English.
Monsters Inc. in English, and although I lived the first 13 years of my life in the States, for me, The Simpsons are funnier in Spanish.
Oh yeah, eso full.
I'll see you guys later.
Lo que pasa es que Monster Inc.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fuck off right now.
All right, I'll see you guys. It was a pleasure, guys.
Yeah, it was fun. I gotta go. I don't know.
No es por nada. Ustedes tienen que admitir que hay cosas en español que no sería lo mismo en inglés.
I'm a colonizer. I only watch my media in English. I don't watch Casa de Papel. I watch The House of Paper. No, I'm kidding.
Colonízate.
Descolonízate. Unlearn that behavior.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. So, The Simpsons, I grew up watching them in English. So the voices when I moved to Puerto Rico, it was serious culture shock for me to hear them in Spanish.
Same.
I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I still watched them. I still kept on watching them in English or whatever.
Yeah.
But the other days when the whole, I know you're gonna be like, that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But when I saw the Bad Bunny thing, and they paid homage to the characters in Spanish, that shit like really jerked on my emotions because I was like, this shit is beautiful, because like the Spanish actors and the Spanish voices, they're getting the forefront, and people are like, I know like the fucking gringos are gonna say like, why does Homer sound like that in this video? What the fuck is what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a good exposure to like, you know, call out like the way other people have interpreted these characters.
Fíjate, a mí no me dio con todo y eso que o sea, yo crecí viéndolo en español, porque pues guapa, y Telemundo y toda esa mierda. A mí no me fue tanto un shock cuando lo escuché de inglés. Para mí fue como bastante natural, porque las voces por lo menos, they sound alike. Y yo creo que esa es una de las pocas series que han traducido donde la voz no es un problema.
I would say that
no es un problema.
I would say that Spanish to English, that transition would be weird because Homer sounds like more of a fucking moron in Spanish than he does in English.
Exactly.
Yeah. I feel like I've watched a lot more episodes actually in Spanish than in English. I think it was just something that was on the TV a lot when I was young, living in fucking Puerto Rico. I just heard a lot.
Anyways, tarea. Tarea.
Are you giving out homework on the after school club? Why would we do that?
No, pero para que Lex siga en su tangente para que él termine de hablar, pero para yo decir esto, para callarme, para que pues tiremos otro tema. La tarea es ver Monster Inc. en español.
I'll check it out with the girls.
Monster Inc. en español, se van a reír, espero yo, ¿verdad? Los jokes son viejos con cojones, pero véanlo en español.
What I can't watch in Spanish is Dragon Ball Z.
Like, no, está cabrón.
I can't watch it in Spanish. That's one thing that I like. It's those voices are fucking. I can't do it.
The intro. We've beat that fucking.
What was it, cabrón Miguel? What was it?
I don't know the words. These people know the words. Hit us with it, Liquid.
What's
you know it? The intro. No, the intro to Dragon Ball.
A Dragon Ball Z. Ching ching chula, some shit like that.
Chala.
Chala.
Yeah. I want to be very bad.
Decades was that shit, and me and Miguel didn't believe him, cabrón. It was like,
pero la cosa es, pero yo lo vi en Toonami, so para mí era Dragon,
fight the dragon.
Entonces la cosa es, wait, but the thing is, I never understood to be say fighting. So I always was like, dragon, fuck the dragon balls.
That's still epic. Fuck the dragon with your Dragon Balls. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
I don't know that.
I always saw, like, growing up, I didn't see Goku, even though he was like such a fucking moron, or such a simpleton, and he is, but I never saw him like that. So the intro was like, yeah, this character's badass.
Same. I never understood that he's a fucking idiot.
If you hear the head shala shit, the head shala gives you more of the tone of the character. He's just this happy-go-lucky guy going on journeys, and he just so happens to want to get to fist fights with everything that comes into his fucking path.
Yep.
Like, you know.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about episode 5 of Kenobi.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
You didn't see it for real?
No, but you can spoil it for me because I'm not like that emotionally invested anymore.
Okay,
I heard. Cool. No, spoil it. I heard
the best spoilers, pero dale, ahora.
Bro, spoilers don't bother me. I'm not.
From what I saw, it felt, and I could be wrong. I could have understood wrong, but it feels a little different versus what you had said or what you had read. Like, a lot of things similarly happened, but I don't know. I guess in my mind, the way you explained how it was gonna happen happened different.
That's not the last episode. That's not
the last episode. And if you see how this episode ends, it is gonna directly tie to what we read.
I thought what happened here was gonna happen in that episode.
No. It's gonna happen at the end.
The way what Mia, Orengo, and I are a little triggered about is giving so much weight to a decision that's the character is not the main character of the show.
Yeah.
Giving so much that's a heavy part of the narrative that they're gonna give to her. To this, it could have been her, it could have been a him, it could have been anybody. That's not Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I don't know, dude. Like that's what TV shows are. That's like you are like raging against the dying of the light. Honestly, so
but that's the thing, though. You say that, but yet again, like they've established lore for so many years. They've like it feels like nothing is like certain situations are just gonna get retconned again and again and again and again and again every time they want to introduce a new character.
Again, I don't see it. What you call it? Like I don't see what was in the leak. For me, it doesn't change anything of how I see the universe. How I see Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah, because nothing's gonna be consequential at the end. Trust me.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't matter anyways.
Vamos a hacerlo apropiadamente. Vamos desde el principio. Vamos a spoiler el episodio entero porque hablando en código.
No, but I'm not gonna spoil the last episode. You guys can spoil this one, but I'm not gonna hit that last episode.
Dale.
Well, this one, in this one, it comes to light that yes, Reva was a fucking youngling.
Really?
This whole time,
you don't say.
This whole time, she got chopped the fuck up by Anakin, and somehow she was able to stay alive. What? So basically, the whole time
do they show the?
She played dead.
Espérate. Ellos hacen un warning. Ellos hacen un warning antes del episodio y es por esa escena en específico. Aunque a mí no me cabría duda que ellos they blurred the scene porque tú no ves un carajo.
Well,
I think because
I'm not expecting gore, but I'm
saying they reference they reference something in the dialogue that we just heard a story about like 5 days ago with the young girl in Uvalde. So that's why they put the trigger warning, because she literally says that she played dead next to her friends, which is exactly what the little girl said about Uvalde.
Yeah, she hid between the bodies. She specifically says, y lo voy a spoilear porque, pero cuando lo vean va a ser bastante, no diría como que chilling, pero sería como que wow. It's a strong statement. Yeah, it's a very strong statement.
It made me think
I felt them go cold.
Yeah.
I felt them go cold.
That is morbid as fuck.
Yeah.
Y yo como que, oh shit.
Yeah.
Pero en la parte de la violencia, como que yo también lo entiendo, pero a mí no me estaría sorprendente si ellos como que de momento they blurred that scene even more, porque en verdad tú no entiendes la escena. Fuera del contexto, tú no entiendes la escena. So,
pero espérate. I'm okay.
Yeah,
but I need to know. Can somebody tell me? Yes. They show Anakin, like they show him.
They show Anakin.
They show him.
Anakin comes out de-aged and shit. They bring him back and Ewan McGregor to look like he's a young. So you see him walking down with the fucking hoodie, with the Timbs on,
Timbs on.
All are there. There's 3 little kids. This looks like when you know that scene at the beginning. It looks like this happens after that scene. She's running around. There's less kids because she only got 2 kids next to her. And Anakin is literally, hey, what's up? And she's like, okay. And the way she's explaining, she was like, I thought he was here to save us. And he sticks from, you don't have to see it, but you get that what he did was he stabbed her. He was slashing other fucking kids and it looked like he stabbed her and shit.
But in one of the shots, they show from an overhead that he slices one of the kids' necks, which to me was a direct reference to the deleted scene of Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Which is that Spielberg asked Lucas to put this in there, and they shot it, and Lucas was like, no, it's too dark, which was Anakin sticking his lightsaber into Padawan's throat. Which they've shot, they've edited, we'll never see it, but this felt like an homage to that deleted scene.
So yeah,
okay.
But por lo menos reusing that in a better context.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, he kills them, and she explains to Obi that everything that she's ever done basically was just to get close to this nigger so she could get revenge. That's basically
so she's hunting Obi-Wan just to get close to
Anakin. Later.
Exactly, because they make her the Grand Inquisitor in this episode. So she's as close to this nigga as can be. And Obi-Wan tells her, like Obi-Wan gives himself up. He lets them, let him get captured and shit. And he already had the conversation with her where he knows what she wants. And she's like, yeah, what you want, I'm going to give to you. So basically, saying we pull Vader out and you'll be able to get him. Obviously, we all know what the fuck is going to happen. Nothing's going to happen to Vader and shit. So
they stabbed her. So, okay. They stabbed her. They fucked her up, right? Or Anakin stabbed her. How does
he put a lightsaber through her.
So how does she become? What do you mean again?
Because she
did it when she was a youngling.
She's youngling.
He tells her, what you think? I didn't remember. I remember everybody I killed, bitch. Oh,
he did it again. Okay.
Yeah.
The way you're explaining it, I'm getting lost.
He put a lightsaber in her, and then fucking the Grand Inquisitor comes out and goes, "Ha ha, bitch, I'm still alive." And he goes, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, bitch." He says something like, "Revenge gives will or something."
Gives the drive or something.
Yeah, the drive to stay alive or some shit like that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes back.
El episodio se puso malo, en verdad.
He comes back and they basically just like they bounce. They leave the planet and just leave her there.
And they leave her there to not die because obviously she's not gonna die.
Yeah.
And then she recovers a little thingamajig that has
it's like a cell phone.
Yeah, basically. It's like a little cell phone thingy that has like a voicemail of Bail Organa. It's basically telling her where to go next, which is go to Tatooine because Luke is there.
Yeah.
She's fucking stupid as shit. But it's fine.
Mad convenient.
Sí, porque, Organa, no había escuchado, obviamente no escuchó de Obi-Wan. Entonces le dice, pues, no me queda más remedio que irme para Tatooine.
I love you guys. I love you guys to death, but I'm gonna have to watch the episode because this is a fucking one of the worst explanations of play-by-play. I am so fucking lost, cabrón. This was a mistake, cabrón.
Miguel, because you didn't ask the right person. You should have asked me.
The problem is there's extremes. If I ask Lex, I'll get a shitty comprimido version. If I ask you, there's a storyboard with lines and diagrams.
Do you not want the storyboard?
I do, but we don't have 3 hours, cabrón, for you to explain it.
Fair enough.
Fair.
All right, this is really quick. Basically, fucking Obi-Wan gets to the fucking planet where Ice Cube.
Somebody should send an ambulance to Utini's house and make sure he hasn't committed.
No, he's good. He's there.
He said, they get to the fucking planet. They're gonna put all these people in the ship so they can finally be out.
Maricel sale.
Maricel sale. The fucking tracker that they put in that little fucking droid that Leia has.
Yes.
That droid goes flying into the motherboard and closes the fucking the doors and shit.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking spaceship can't leave. So what fucking Vader does is he sends everybody to try to put the pressure on Obi-Wan. Like they'll shoot the door down or whatever,
and kill everyone to fuck over of it.
For him to give up. That's basically what the fuck is happening.
Wow! So the last episode is literally gonna be like a fight. The fight.
Yeah, it has to be the fight.
It looks like
not the fight. It's not the fight. It's like we know what the fight is, but it's a fight.
They also recontextualize the line of when I met you, I was but the learner. They brought that back and recontextualized it, was showing that Anakin still at heart hasn't grown up and he's still a Padawan, so that by the time New Hope, same movie. By the time New Hope comes out, he's become the Anakin, the Vader he was quote unquote meant to be, and he's grown up. So I really appreciated that. I also appreciated the fact that the fight between Vader and Obi-Wan fue shock, where Vader is shocked that Obi-Wan is so weak and Obi-Wan is shocked that Vader is so strong, whereas we get into this fight scene and it's just like it's two Jedi at the height of their power. So I was happy to see choreography again.
I like those little scenes with Vader when he was like, bitch, back it up. The way he was fighting was just like pushing this bitch around with like a little hand movements. Nigga was just slipping.
Bro, when he ripped the ship apart, I came.
Mano.
Bro, that was fucking badass. That shit was badass. Yeah.
So badass.
The shit was right about to fucking go out. He just, where the fuck you doing? He brings the whole fucking shit back, rips the fucking walls out. I was like, yeah, that came out dope as fuck.
Yeah, to me, that was way cooler than the Rogue One hallway scene.
Yeah.
It's more of it.
stupid fucking scenes. Yeah.
Wait, which one?
Orengo, what do you? So like, I understand where you're coming from because I've heard this argument before. But
yeah, but you can't.
Do you want them to like have him stoic and not do a goddamn thing and just walk around the same way he did in the very first time you saw him? Like, what the fuck?
Yes, yes. Because I don't understand. I don't understand how you can.
But it works. It works because if you show in the past that he's this menacing, all-powerful figure, that when you put him in the first movie, you know why everybody's shit fucking scared of
it doesn't fucking matter at this point porque si Rogue One te demuestra que 5 minutes before the movie starts, he's fucking destroying people and murdering them and fucking putting blood on the walls. It doesn't matter what I think, of course, clearly. And clearly, obviamente, they operate on Battlefield 2 logic, donde él agaja una nave, la explota contra el piso, pero acuérdate, el MP se acabó porque cuando sale la otra nave secreta detrás de la nave que explotó, I guess he just wanted to look at it and go away. That's stupid as shit.
That's one of those things that it was like the episode before where these fucking people leave and they're on a fucking ship full of other spaceships and nobody goes to follow.
Thank God Orengo never played the Star Killer series.
Yeah, I was about to say Orengo.
I literally played that, and it makes sense for him, not for fucking.
It doesn't make sense for anybody to be that fucking powerful. What the fuck?
Pero ese tipo era un clon raro. Él era una excusa para tu poder go nuts with powers. I can understand that framework. I can't understand what Vader literalmente te lo presenta like an old geezer for so long because obviously he was burnt to a crisp. So I can understand this man not being that mobile. Pero de pronto he can literally do anything que no puede hacer en las películas.
Pero cabrón, he's made out of robot parts.
No, Orengo.
That's exactly the point.
Holding a spaceship flying away and ripping it apart is definitely in line with Vader's powers. He
Cuando?
Watch Empire. I'm trying to explain it, but you keep cutting me off. Watch Empire Strikes Back. He literally force chokes somebody from across the galaxy because he's FaceTiming him. Like, perdón.
Putini, give him the line, bro. ¿Qué carajo está pasando aquí?
What I'm saying is that, like Vader is the most powerful Jedi in the history of Jedi and always will be. So him having insane force powers is totally fine because a lightsaber duel is infinitely different than just like picking shit up and throwing it at people.
But the problem is que también, even when you consider choreography, the lightsaber fights también una inconsistencia cabrona.
No, Orengo, you gotta hit him with the kryptonite.
What's the kryptonite?
The kryptonite is if he's such a big bad imposing figure, why is he somebody's bitch, an old man's bitch that's sitting in a chair? An even more decrepit old man that's sitting in a fucking chair.
But that's one thing I'm willing. That's one thing I'm willing to talk about is the fact that Darth Vader in A New Hope is not even the second in command. He's the third in command. But then as time has gone on, people have slowly forgotten that. And like, yeah, Vader's the big bad. I'm like, no, he's not. Vader was never the main bad guy of Star Wars. You're a fucking idiot. Palpatine and Tarkin are the main bad guys of Star Wars.
Pero esto está construido because obviamente Darth Vader apela más que tener un Tarkin toy, ¿me entiendes? So that's why they
of course, and it just gets frustrating that it's like they're giving the wrong message to
Darth Vader became the big bad because Darth Vader visually was more impressive than an old guy with a fucking sabana thrown on him on a chair.
To this day, he's still more impressive.
Exactly.
Of course, yeah, that's true. So, completely agree.
So that's why everybody is like he's the big bad guy. In reality, the fucking the Satan looking motherfucker in the chair. Yeah. It should be the guy with the fucking Nave ripping powers and
he does though.
Like, yeah,
I've never seen it in a movie. So since I have never seen it in a movie, it doesn't count.
I'm gonna just say que lo que vi de.
No, I'm talking about the Emperor.
There's a great episode the Clone Wars where he fights Maul and Savage Opress, and he just absolutely wipes the fucking floor with them in like 40 seconds. And it's just like he makes Darth Maul beg for his fucking life.
But did he yank a spaceship out of the sky and throw it at Darth Maul? That's the question.
We did see him fight.
Wait a second. You're forgetting the literal most important lesson of Empire Strikes Back, which is size matters not. So the size of the spaceship doesn't matter.
It's how you use it.
Exacto.
Exacto. Yeah.
No, he literally like if Yoda, the smallest motherfucker, can lift up an X-wing out of a swamp, then I'm totally fine with the Chosen One stopping a transport ship. Like that,
and then not stopping the second one because
the not
stopping the second one.
The not stopping the second one is a huge problem that highlights a huge problem of this entire series, which has been very easy getaways where people just give up. Everything from Benny Safdie's getaway when he throws down the curtain, and like, oh shit, that's one curtain. We should stop. To Darth Vader with the fire. So like this has been a thing that's been
walking through a base with 90 guards and one person has 4 legs instead of 2 and nobody notices.
Yep.
It is Star Wars though. People probably do have 4 legs on that planet.
They had that meme. You know the meme? I don't know the fucking guy's name. Yeah. This fucking skinny dude that he'll show a video of somebody doing something like very difficult. He'll do it, and he does that. They have the meme.
Oh, I know about the hand gesture kid. Yeah,
they had a fucking meme. We was just talking about that fucking guy where Obi-Wan is at the fucking at that border and shit. And instead of just fucking going around the laser gate, he fucking is trying to mess with the buttons and shit. And instead of like, look at the space.
Orengo shut my mouth up the other days when we had that conversation in the chat.
Yeah.
Orengo said, but he wasn't walking through the gate. He was trying to get the tank through the gate. And I was like, fuck you, Orengo. I gotta go. Like,
este episodio está cool. It's obviously the best one out of all of them, pero
because the bar... esa iba a ser mi fucking pregunta. ¿Qué ustedes piensan? Si están conmigo, que este es el mejor episodio de toda la puta serie.
Like by default, porque la otra está por el fucking piso, okay? This was just like marginally better. That's the thing. Pero all I see is, when I see this episode, all I just get is even more upset. Porque yo veo de esto y digo, oh, so you do have the capacity of telling a story. Like all this time, we're just fucking around and jerking off. 4 episodios de corrido, with a fucking goose chase con personajes que no están haciendo nada y no estás adelantando un carajo con nada. And now you decide at the tide of the next to last episode, start adding context to their actual relationship. A lo fucking último. Es como que this idea could have been peppered throughout a little bit better. Y hubiera sido un poquito más seamless. Y hubieras aprovechado el jodido actor with his actual fucking face en vez de tenerlo en un fucking traje todo el tiempo. Que by the way, I'm pretty sure he wasn't even there.
I didn't understand what was the point.
They never show. Wait a second. The episode didn't show Hayden Christensen.
Yes, they did this one.
Oh, because I was about to say, I was like, so then we don't know if he was ever on set. The legend says that he was on set. If you don't see him,
he was definitely here, and he did a really good job channeling, pues como que that Anakin at that time.
The younger,
yeah, great. I just wish I would have seen more, because even the way it's constructed thematically is very fitting. They have a physical fight, but then they have a mental fight in the actual storyline. Como que there's a battle of wits going on. Está super cool. Pero then I'm like thinking, puñeta, pero es que you had the capacity of telling this type of story desde un principio, pero perdieron mucho tiempo haciendo un adventure tale, which I get it. You need to pad it out. Pero esto solo me demuestra, como siempre está pasando últimamente, todos estos fucking shows sirven como película. They are not built to be a show. They just don't work.
Fue lo primero que yo dije.
¿Sí?
All the fun people went to work on Miss Marvel.
En verdad que sí. Miss Marvel feels like a fucking show.
No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Fine.
No, pero tiene que ver porque si tú tú no quieres comparar una historia que es básicamente un in-between de un crical que pasó en las películas con un coming of age story, pero coño, mano, el budget se ve.
Esa es la otra.
El budget se ve.
Sally, even considering the fact que este episodio, pues, tú sabes, se ve bien, qué sé yo qué. Let's not kid ourselves. Esto no se compara a lo que, o sea, aquí hay un issue de que claramente either no saben manejar el dinero o no le dieron un budget cabrón. Una de las dos acabó de pasar en este show, porque por más que ese flashback scene está cool, literally se nota que esto era con TV budget mode. Esto era como que, ok, tenemos este espacio, breguen, because we're not giving you shit. That's where, pero después vemos Mandalorian, que también yo sé que tiene un TV budget, but that shit looks like a fucking movie. There's just no question about that.
I agree on that.
Let me ask you a question. Was there another glow in the dark lightsaber scene?
Sí, kind of. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, the lightsabers emit a lot of light, if that's what you're asking.
No, I'm trying to ask you if like literally they were like, okay, the bill is really expensive. Let's turn off all the lights again and call this a filming technique.
Not one of those.
That doesn't happen. And I feel like the last fight is gonna happen during the daytime. So I don't think we're gonna get that either.
We'll see. They'll eclipse the sun.
Yeah. You definitely need it with Vader. Like, you definitely need to have him during, like, in a brightly colored area for that lightsaber fight, I think.
Seriously.
I think because it looks like when the episode stops and you see, the little fucking art that they have on Disney Plus or whatever, it looks like Obi-Wan and Vader in the fucking desert of Tatooine in the daytime. I'm guessing that's what it's going to be.
I cannot believe. Never mind, I'm not going to say that. Pero, I just wish that Book of Boba Fett didn't take place on Tatooine, and that this one did.
I agree. I feel the same.
I feel like I've lived on that planet my whole lifetime. I can tell you where they sell fire empanadas on that planet.
I agree with Jordan though, porque es que Obi-Wan se beneficiaba de una historia donde fuera the old hermit, not going out on a fucking space adventure. En todo caso, Boba Fett, who wants to be like, a mercenary guy or like a fucking bounty hunter out across the galaxy, makes much more sense que él esté entonces volando por ahí. No al revés.
We spent way too much time on that planet, honestly. If I never seen Tatooine again, cabrón, I'll be fine.
But I love Tatooine, perdóname.
You've been given so much of it already for fucking how long?
I know.
It's Star Wars, cabrón. Like this galaxy far, far away.
I know. I'm aware, pero when you think about Obi-Wan, the first planet
I would say
90% of people think about is Tatooine.
Para él, específicamente para él, yo lo aceptaría. For sure, I agree.
Mando can go wherever the fuck he wants. He doesn't know.
I hope they give you the next Star Wars movie in Missouri, cabrón.
En Jakku, te lo va a dar en Jakku, cabrón. Va a empezar en Jakku. Like, you're gonna shoot yourself. My final point con este show es que I feel que mucha gente va a perdonar mucho este fucking show por este episodio. And I don't want people to be blindsided by the fact de que como le dieron lo que ellos querían que llevan jodiendo por 5 episodios, se lo dan a gotas, porque tampoco se lo dan como uno se lo hubiera dado, ¿verdad? Exacto, te dan como que el inkling of an idea. Y mucha gente, ya yo veo mucha gente forgiving this show. Es como,
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. Dale. I think you would have to take, okay. No, I'm going to talk for myself. I can't with a good heart criticize that if the people do that, because I feel like I've done that with shows as well.
Yeah, endings are always the most memorable.
Not even endings, cabrón. One of them, like the unforgivable one, which I know you're going to fucking pounce on me for, but we spoke about it, cabrón. Like you and me literally spoke about it. Moon Knight.
Yeah,
Moon Knight to me, those first episodes like were okay, and then I really liked the series like literally with those last 2 episodes. I literally like that series because of what they do with Mark Spector's character in those last 2 episodes, like and the series isn't great. Like I know the series is not great, but it has like a what do you say?
Nada.
You say la mierda.
La mierda.
Like, because Star Wars is doing so much better in the narrative department than Moon Knight.
But no, you want to be honest, Miss Marvel is the one that's destroying everybody.
Sí, es verdad que sí.
So like I was saying, I can't sit here and literally lambaste their fan base for doing that when I do the same thing with, like, they probably will. This is what they wanted, cabrón, and like it's literally gonna tug on every little nostalgia and heartstring they want out of the series. So they will remember this more than anything else in that series, and they'll have fond memories of this series as a whole because they got what they wanted.
There was a better story somewhere in the writer's room.
Y la tiraron al zafacón.
La tiraron al zafacón, o quizá no se podía hacer por chavo.
Well, remember they were Bob Chapek canceled the 6 episodes they wrote.
No, por eso. Like, pero hey, who knows? Maybe they were worse, Jordan. También eso puede ser posible. Who knows, honestamente. I'm just saying que
maybe Bob Chapek also sucks.
True. I'm just saying que, but digo, I don't know if it's like a budgetary reason, que tuvieron que construir una historia un poquito más doable para el budget que tenían, lo cual, again, para Disney yo pensar que there's such a thing as budget to them is absurd to me, porque ellos gastan 200 millones en shows anyway, so yo no puedo concebir por qué con Star Wars, unless because they think que Star Wars no vende tanto como like a Marvel show, por eso no le están dando tanto budget, porque es que se nota la calidad. Puñal, hasta tú ves Miss Marvel looks like a fucking movie half the time.
Yeah,
and that's also a TV show, ¿me entiendes? So there's an obvious discrepancy, bien cabrón. So,
maybe it's one of those things where like Mr. Chapek won't give you the money unless he's sure it's a sure hit banger.
Puede ser,
yeah,
puede
like
ser.
And it feels like de un tiempo para acá, that's the
I don't know, because Bob Chapek gave the Muslim superhero a lot, and that's what blows my mind, because he's like a hardcore Republican, and like I'm so glad Miss Marvel está cabrón, and you can ask Alejandro.
Yeah, I dig it.
It means a lot to me since I was since for a very long time.
New Jersey stand up, baby.
Cabrón, like, there's things in that show that I was watching. I was like, I wonder if Miguel knows where this is at.
Okay, so let's have your last comments, because I did watch the episode of Miss Marvel. I did actually watch that. So,
bro,
if you got any closing comments on Star Wars?
Cabrón. I just want to say la escena con el hijab me mató.
We're not there yet, goddammit. We want Star Wars. We want to close it off.
pero deja Orengo. He's gonna shit on it. Let him shit on it, and then we'll.
Well, okay, but if Orengo's gonna shit on it, you're here to love it, so you love it as your last words before we move on. Go ahead, Orengo. You shot on it, right? You're like, this is a waste of money.
Everything I like.
Show. I don't even want to hear people talking about this show. How much it goes.
So Liquid. Before we get on the next subject, what are your last words on this?
Mejor episodio, aquí fue donde el 80% del boil se fue.
Okay.
Literal.
So I know one thing I'll say is super random. It has nothing to do with like the writing. Pero did you notice that the loader droid was using a battle droid gun?
The loader droid was actually fighting?
Yes, using a battle droid gun from the prequels. I was like, hey, I had that toy. But no, I thought that this episode was exactly what I've wanted, and I hope that the next episode is 45 hours long so that we can get more of this.
Pero Jordan, what do you think? ¿Por qué tú no crees que hicieron esto desde un principio? Because this is what it should have kind of been. You know what I mean?
I don't know, dude. I think that they're just really obsessed with Lone Wolf and Cub right now, legitimately, and it's just like that's all.
Do we see any more scenes with little Leia?
Yeah. She helps get them out essentially.
She's fucking great, and there's God
bless that child actress. She's beautiful. She's great.
And then there's a moment between her and Obi-Wan that's just a look, where he says something about her, and you can tell it means the world to her. And I'm like, yeah, that's great acting right there. Good job.
Yeah. Wasn't it where like she was like, oh, I can fix this or something, and and Ice Cube's son was like, get the fuck out of here, princess.
And he said, I trust her. Yeah, Obi-Wan says, I trust her. You trust me, and I trust her. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's it. That meant the world to Leia.
Yeah. And then she's gonna forget it in 10 years. Am I right, guys?
That's what inspires.
I disagree with that point.
That's what inspires her. Orengo, you're ignorance, buddy. You're ignorance,
okay?
Sorry. That's what inspired her to think that Ben is her only hope.
Right.
Duh.
Sorry.
Duh.
I'm a stick to like my criterions and the kinos and the arts and the houses.
Don't be like the people.
Snob.
I saw one post.
Dale.
No, perdón, que yo vi un post que era como que the shot de Obi-Wan diciendo so uncivilized de la pistola, and they're like, oh, even Obi-Wan breaks canon because he uses guns in it, and in this one he said so uncivilized, and it's like, one, media literacy is like I've told you, is dying. Mm-hmm. People don't understand what a joke is anymore, and also that's a literal reference to New Hope when he goes, a more elegant time for a more civilized time. And two, he uses a shit ton of guns in the Clone Wars. So suck my balls.
There you go.
Yeah. he fucking uses so many blasters in ese show.
Literalmente hay juguetes y fotos y toda la mierda with him and blasters.
So it's like that's not breaking canon por nada.
We gotta get that shit on some merch. After school club. Suck my balls.
Suck my balls. Start making the t-shirts.
Say it that much.
My chocolate sweaty balls.
I'll be honest with you. This if the episode is what you guys are telling me, I don't want to start this fight, so we're not gonna go down this road again. Okay. But this does again cement the fact why, to me, he is like one of the worst fucking, not even badass. Like he's like literally one of the fucking darker villains in the Star Wars universe. This motherfucker. Yes. We got somebody over here who dares to say that Kylo Ren is the bigger villain than Vader. Like
you don't have to say somebody. You don't say somebody. There's no fear here. You don't gotta say nobody.
I'm like, this fucking guy has the elephantine testicles to say that a person that flosses with children's entrails is not like less bad than the guy with, you know, exactly, and Nenito who has a grandpa complex.
The exact same shit that you use, that fucking Gus said, that same shit goes to you, my nigga. Kylo
killed kids. He fucking murdered a bunch of children. What are you smoking?
Did you see that on film?
Yes, they literally say he killed all of the Jedi.
No, we didn't see it. No, until we see it doesn't count. I wipe my ass with your media literacy. All right. Honestly, like dude, Vader's that shit speaks like bounds about that guy's character. I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely, but Kylo is not doing it because he's being manipulated. Kylo's doing it because he's legitimately
because he likes it.
And Vader's being manipulated at this point.
Scarier.
Aquí no tanto, fíjate.
Do you think at this point Vader's being manipulated?
No, pues te la puedo
manipulated until the last fuck. What do you mean? He's being manipulated in Return of the Jedi. Of course,
that's the problem. No, that's the problem. See, but that's the problem with the shit that they keep adding.
Say that shit.
They keep adding scenes to the series, and like it doesn't feel like he's being manipulated by anybody. You're making him so fucking badass and such a fucking terror. How can you possibly make me feel like he's being manipulated by anything?
I'll give you an example. I'll give you a great example. Palpatine decided to buy Anakin a gift because Anakin had been doing so well. You know what he bought him? He literally went and found Padme's Star Cruiser from Phantom Menace, the same exact one, and gave it to Anakin just to fuck with him. Just to fuck with him. That's canon. That's in the comics. Like, Vader is 100% manipulated by Palpatine. That's what we were saying earlier, that Palpatine is the villain of Star Wars, not Vader.
Sí, obviamente, pero I don't
feel that being conveyed in any of the movies. Pero I understand where you're coming from, but the way now they keep on adding shit, it doesn't feel like that anymore.
Exacto. Really I have to agree porque aquí se ve como que he's taking the reins of his own plan.
Personal.
Like, exacto. Obviamente se va personal, pero ¿no crees que si Palpatine estuviese manipulándolo full, él dijera, no, déjalo por muerto, o déjalo por ahí, o qué sé yo, o I'll get rid of him, o yo te lo busco y te lo pongo aquí y tú lo matas, ¿sabes? Yo lo veo como que hubiese pasado de otra manera. Aquí es como que he really is taking time, going out of his way to look for this motherfucker so he can fucking kill him himself. O sea, él se está dando la tarea, ¿no? O sea, si fuese the other way around, yo diría que fuese hasta más fácil.
It's still Order 66 at the end of the day, right? So I guess you're right, Jordan, in that part. Like,
I feel like the problem here is that whatever Vader does, Vader still has a boss. At the end of the day, everything he does, he'll never until what happened, and fucking Return of the Jedi, he'll never go against what his boss tells him to do. If his boss says this is what you do, then this is what you do. That's the problem with Vader. Sidious he's like tell him what to do. He works for Sidious. It might not be that he's manipulating everything he does because he already did enough work. He's already in his fucking psyche. He already has.
Didn't the third movie, the last trilogy, say that your boy is literally doing the same shit? Because he bumps into Palpy. He becomes his bitch.
To who?
To Palpatine.
Yeah. Eso me encabronó.
He bumps into Palpatine. He literally becomes the same thing you're talking about.
Yeah, but I took that as if he was gonna do that just to get all his ships and shit. And
bro, get the fuck out of here. All right, next topic. Let's go.
Nobody. You telling me nobody else thought the same thing? Nobody thought that he was like, okay, I'm doing here so I could kill this nigga off, just like I fucking had the plan to kill Snoke off, and I was gonna take his ships.
No, that didn't feel like
that's how I saw.
Don't kill me, Lex. When I saw that, I was frustrated because I said to myself, Last Jedi made him the main bad guy only to castrate him the next movie.
I wouldn't thinking that that's what it was. It was just a plan. He was like, okay, I'm gonna deal with this nigga, but the way that he is, that he's a backstabbing motherfucker. He was like, all right, once I got what I want, this nigga's gonna get the chop.
The chop.
Okay.
All right, so let's go into fucking Miss Marvel, which again, Miss Marvel for me, like I said last week, has been a fucking crazy surprise because I never read none of the fucking comic books. My girl been fucking talking glorious about this fucking comic for years.
Before, bitch. Before.
That's what I'm saying. For years.
No one's even mentioned.
For years, he been talking about this shit. I didn't know what to expect because all I know is about her and the fucking cockatoo. That's the only fucking thing I know about, the fucking bird and shit. So going into the fucking series, again, visually, I love what they fucking did. I love how they repeated it with the text message. I felt like
they toned it down a notch, though. They toned it down. Let's be honest, though.
But I like how it's still visually very cool. She talks it, and the message is on the sawana. Then, for me, visually, it's still very cool. The little scene where she's smitten and she gets home and she's singing, it feels
that
like
was incredible.
It feels
funny as fuck. And it was it was very lighthearted. Like I was like literally there, like happy to see a fucking teenager
be a teenager.
Not even being a teenager. She was, how do you call that shit? She was like, God, the word escapes me right now, but it was good to see. Like, it was so innocent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What cemented this show. For me, what cemented this fucking show, no matter what happens, what cemented this show is the fucking opening where she's going through a fucking school with the fucking Diddy Bob, baby.
I knew you were gonna love that shit, but I that's it.
Fucking ate that shit up, son. She's like, yeah, what up? They're like, you literally seen last episode her go through the same thing with the same people, how different she is now, and the fucking Diddy Bot, fuck out of here, bro. I was like, this is the show, son.
That shit made me laugh when I saw it. I was like, oh, nigga's gonna love this part. That's for fucking sure.
What? Ate that shit up, bro.
I forgot another show where they used Jay-Z, and I forgot to tell you. I think I did tell you.
Wasn't it in the Game Awards? Wasn't that what
it was in the Game Awards.
That's right. All right, never mind. The episode, before I get into my spiel, the episode said one thing that it hit me in the face like a brick because I personally identify. I think that's in a lot of places. It's not just a Jersey thing. But I literally used that line growing up in Jersey all the fucking time where I said I was too white to be considered. I was too Puerto Rican in like living in New Jersey to be considered like, you know, American in people's eyes. And when I went to Puerto Rico, I was too white to be considered Puerto Rican.
Yup.
And the way she said it in the thing, I was like, oh, I identify. Cabrón, I did the DiCaprio. Like, oh my God, representation. I understand it now. Like it was that part, like it hit me in the heartstrings.
Agreed.
I thought it was very, very, very well done. It's very cool to see this character. She's so innocent. The way it's presented, cabrón, is just very positive. It's very positive. I keep on saying the show feels like a very good version of like Lizzie McGuire mixed with like a Marvel property. It's very
always good.
Yeah, the route they're taking there with the story, it's interesting. I'm a little lost. It's not as faithful to the comics, pero it's still good. I'm enjoying it. I'm not sure if you guys noticed. We had actually talked about that way back. The drones at the end of the episode.
Yep.
The drones that shit was leaked a long time ago. They're the same drones from the Spider-Man movie.
That's what I was going to say. The Spider-Man drones. Y de los cuerpos también.
Se parecen.
¿The what?
Se parecen bien cabrón.
¿El qué?
Los drones. Get from the game también.
Oh, okay, yeah. They are doing things with the show that are very cool. I'm enjoying it. Very lighthearted. The dynamic between her and her family of like their cultural, you know, situation and still trying to like fit in and be an American and the reason why they came to America, you know what I'm saying? It's very cool. I think they're taking liberties with the source material, but they're staying very true to what the feel of the comic was, which is basically this girl becoming a superhero, battling traditions from her family while still being her own person within all the shit that's going on.
Yeah, I really enjoyed some of that shit. The conversations they were having.
Yeah, the part with the young man, that shit was funny. That shit was funny, and it's leading to a place where I know it's gonna go or whatever. So we'll see what happens.
I like the parts where they're talking about was it the partition? Is what they call it?
Yeah.
Partition. When
Cabrón. My
really,
ex. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
My ex is from Bangladesh, so that was an actual legitimate same like with the girlfriend. Eso me pasó a mí when I was with her dad, and her dad was a revolutionary who killed many people, and was telling me about all the stories of the partition and all of the war. And it's crazy what those people went through. Like her mom once was home, and then British soldiers just decided to enter and steal all of her jewelry.
It's very cool to watch a show that is American because it's an American show, but it's with has Muslim Americans, has this younger generation, and they get to talk about things that me personally I have no clue about. But it's so integral to their culture.
Like oh my god, yeah.
They all talk about it.
They did the Tulsa massacre thing we were talking about. How a lot of Americans don't have a fucking clue about nevertheless our own, but other people's histories, and it's sprinkled in there that you get a little light bulb, and you're like, let me look into this real quick, and then you're like, oh shit, oh my god, like this entire culture that lives here goes through a whole bunch of shit, and you would have no fucking idea unless you looked it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sí. No, y la parte, me estoy adelantando un poquito, pero la parte que el guardia cabrón de Far From Home, No Way Home, acuérdate que le dice a his partner, le dice, acuérdate, ya esta gente está siendo investigada por el FBI, so
they're constantly being monitored by the FBI.
Ajá, como que, dude, what the fuck, this, like, de momento yo sentí todo eso de slaps.
Yeah.
What a question that I have that I thought was,
hey, we can't hear you. You in that cable, Jesus Christ.
Ya está tocándolo.
Important.
I know.
Hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. There's a part where she goes to have lunch with the kid that she likes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, is that, and I don't know, was that like a show, like the restaurant, is that like a franchise made for the show? Does that really exist in Jersey and shit?
I mean, I just took it like it was just a regular fucking
diner.
I'm asking you because
no, not a diner. No, it was
like a famous thing over there.
It was like I took it like I don't want to be, I don't want to assume, but I understood it was like a gyro place.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know because they showed it. They showed the name and everything. I didn't know if this is.
I don't think this
a landmark in Jersey or some shit.
No. Q Mart is named after another mart or whatever. Pero the I don't even think this shit is filmed in Jersey, the city. To be honest with you, it's filmed somewhere else.
Circle Q after Circle K.
Yeah. Exactly. No, I don't see any landmarks that are sticking out besides the fact that they show you that they're in Jersey City. That's like right across from the Statue of Liberty or whatever. But again, that shit can be done with like that shit can be done post. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like what they showed too with the girls going with Kamala and her friend going to the mosque and shit and washing their face and washing their feet. I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Like me, like I'm really.
Yeah, you're not exposed to that culture.
So, exactly, I'm English, so I didn't know what the fuck they're doing. I felt like they were going to misa, like their version of misa, whatever. I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Washing their face and washing their feet or whatever. Like I didn't understand it, and I really like that about the show. I feel like we're showing their, like, for better or worse, I'm getting things from their culture that I didn't necessarily know about.
Cabrón, you see the little like you see differences, but you see also like the bleed through of cultures of like, yeah, they have the same thing of like, if you go to church, like there's little cliques at church that they bought their little bochinche and shit. And when she went to the festival and everybody had their little cliques, I was like, oh my god.
Was it the immortal aunties or the
Illuminantes? That shit was funny. That shit was very dope.
Orengo's mad quiet.
Because I haven't seen the episode. I told you guys.
Oh shit! I thought you saw it. My bad.
No, it's okay. I mean, I can
speak for the first one. Like, oh, this fucking show is great. I was like,
I mean, I was already sold with the first episode. I was like, okay, today I didn't have time to watch both, so you had let me talk about the one that's not being good, or if it got good now, because I'm already convinced that Miss Marvel is gonna be my cup of tea. I don't need to be more convinced. The Obi-Wan is the one that I was very curious what they were gonna do in this episode. So
yeah, I really like them. So I don't know exactly. I have a feeling about where they're going, but I don't know because again, I'm ignorant to the comics. I don't know who's the villains, who's this, that, and the other.
yeah,
There was parts that I was watching it, and I thought that the kid was related to another character in the show.
So my guess, where they're going with the kid, is if they're because from what I understand, not even the bangle is the power. That's what they established.
Yeah,
the bangle will awaken memories within her. So if she's from the same bloodline as this lady, and this kid is that lady's son, then you're looking at her villain for this season or whatever, and he might have similar powers to her.
Oh, nice.
He might have similar powers to her. Can I spoil what the comic is like? Because you guys aren't going to read the comic.
You should read the comic.
Not yet though. Don't.
Okay, all right.
Just in case.
Let's just wait until the show finishes, and
I feel I won't get my cockatoo, but at the last episode, they're gonna lead up to the fucking cockatoo.
Absolutely.
Okay. They're gonna line drop the cockatoo in there.
Or
and they're gonna set him up. They're gonna set him up for another season.
Miguel, do you think maybe it's like exactly? Do you think it'll be season 2's villain?
Yeah, I think the cockatoo season 2's villain, because I think the focus is gonna be on like the pros and cons of her family's history. That's what this season is gonna be.
Which I love that.
Yeah, it's powerful, cabrón. It works. Like it definitely works, and the way they're going about showing it is like it's genuinely moving.
And so good.
And I feel like technically, I mean, it's a stupid thing to say because if it works for like age shouldn't be a thing. But I genuinely feel like the show wasn't aimed at adults, but it still works with adults.
Yeah,
I think it's like Pixar, that it's aimed towards adults.
Yeah,
I'm really wondering how it's being accepted by the Muslim community. I wonder if they're seeing things like if there's
especially that scene in the mosque where she's thinking, or the scene in the festival where she's running for like a leadership position, which is normally the men.
Yeah,
like I'm wondering how how communities see that, if that's like something they frown upon, or if that's something that they're like, oh, that's beautiful, that's the type of age we're living in with our views on this type of thing. Like, I'm very curious. Like, I do not know shit about the religion, what I'm saying, the Muslim religion. So I'm very curious, just like you, to see how they would see something like this.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's kids that are, able to see this now and feeling, like this is so relatable. Again, we always come to the same thing, but you know what I'm saying? When I fucking saw Into the Spider-Verse and fucking got eaten, I heard con gandula, that shit hit me. So like, I'm wondering if they're having the same reactions.
I remember, I'm not a woman, obviously, but I remember my reaction when Rey grabbed the lightsaber for the first time. I don't know how to explain it. I just like immediately just started crying. I was like, holy shit, this is finally happening. Like it's the only female Jedi that we had live action at that point was like a really sexy Twi'lek who's on screen for like 3 minutes.
Yep.
And then dies. So it's like, holy shit, this is happening. And then agreed with you, Kay. Fucking Spider-Verse, the first time I saw that movie was through a flood of tears. I was like, I can't believe this is actually happening.
That shit was amazing.
Amazing.
That shit was fucking. That was when I realized, I was like, yo, you could talk a lot of shit. Exactly. You could talk a lot of shit about, you're doing this for this reason and this, until it's very hypocritical. Because then when you see it and that shit hits you, you're like, this shit is important. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Cabrón, it's when done right, like in Black Panther or in Miss Marvel, it's just a really beautiful thing.
Yes.
And also, notice one of the directors, Bilal, had a cameo in this. He was one of the Mosque Bros.
Oh, really? No, I did not know that.
And then the other one had a cameo in Bad Boys 3. So like it seems like they're switching off on who gets the cameo.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, there's conversations between the characters that feel like it's, how you say it, when they're talking about Bollywood, when they're talking about songs or some shit. Like when it's the friends and they're all in the car and they're talking about songs, I was like, shit. these are artists that I've never heard of. I don't know if it's a youthful thing. I don't know if it's a straight up like a Muslim thing. Like there'll be artists that we'll hear in Puerto Rico that probably won't be, tocado nowhere else, but we'll all be aware of them.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the artists, all the songs that they're talking about, I wonder if
they're like if
and those artists are gonna go up now.
I'll tell you one thing, the Moon Knight shit had me listening to a whole bunch of songs that they were playing in the end credits.
Yeah.
I got a fucking playlist now. Yo, what?
There's a lot of those songs that's on fucking TikTok, like steadily.
Yeah.
Si pega en TikTok, pega donde sea.
Steady on TikTok, fucking some of the songs.
I wonder, like you said too, also, like I'm wondering if you never hear like a lot of the Bollywood references in major media, for somebody of that culture to see them now is like, yo, what? They mentioned this song, or they mentioned like yo, that's like something like from the 80s, you know what I'm saying, or like the 90s. My family fucking used to play that shit nonstop in the house.
Yeah.
Even the parents, when they're talking about some shit, remember he said something like, oh, your mother was on the slip and slide, or something wet that was going on, or some shit.
Bro, hey.
Hot.
But
nice.
You know, he was talking about Bon Jovi, cabrón. Respect.
Nice.
The Jersey legend known as Bon Jovi.
He said, what did he say? He said, oh, this is the
slippery when wet.
Prince. What is it? The Prince of Jersey, or Jersey's Prince?
Yeah.
God, on that shit had me laughing. Fucking Bon Jovi.
Tú sabes.
I'm wondering if like 80s moms and shit in Jersey was like, goddamn right, say John Bon Jovi.
No lo dudo, mano, no lo dudo.
That shit must have automatically, woof, I remember when that song came out. On the fucking Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore sign.
I also like the thing they did with when I forgot her cousin, like her cousin basically approached the father or whatever, and she like planted that idea in his head of like, you're really gonna kill your daughter and your second daughter's guilt trip the shit out of him. But it's just another thing of their cementing of the fact that the house is traditional, but he's way more lenient towards his daughter. He's the one that's I wouldn't say, I don't know about liberal, but he's always the one that's él le tiene no lástima, pero él siempre le tiene un soft spot for his daughter over cultural,
Sí, es como que happiness over cultural
traditionalism or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, happiness over traditions. No, pero yo digo más liberal, como que es más lenient, es más como que se deja llevar un poquito más que la Mai. Pero obviamente, pues la Mai tiene un past, un secreto. Blah,
is this still like turning red?
You know what? You say that, right? And because Orengo planted this argument of like, I'm basically watching Turning Red again, or whatever. He was
that's exactly my voice. Go ahead.
You were heckling, bro.
Yeah.
So and I said, at first I was like, no, Orengo, it's not like Turning Red. And then he was like, yes, it is because of this. I'm like, okay, you got that one. But then he's like, yeah, because of this. And I'm like, okay, Orengo, yeah, it kind of is like Turning Red or whatever.
Is it still?
No, you're gonna even like it even more because this one, there's a certain scene where I was like, fucking Orengo, bro. They did like this mysticism thing, and I was like, that's literally the scene in Turning Red where they talk about the grandma and it's like in a little puff of smoke.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't there a scene where they do like a thought bubble? Yeah, and they show the grandma like this very mystic sound, like, you son of a bitch.
I think lightly you can compare it, but I don't think it's gonna stay like that. I think as we get over and we get more episodes, because there's already things that are happening that didn't happen in fucking Turning Red.
Claro,
they did the drawing.
Okay.
They did the bed drawing scene where she's like smitten.
They did that too.
They didn't do like she's hiding it from her parents type deal, but they did the scene where she's so smitten that like she didn't have interest in anybody, and all of a sudden she's like head over heels for this boy.
She was what you call it, like there was how you say it? It's like thought bubbles. It's not like I don't remember. She didn't physically draw it, but she sees like the muñequitos of him and her.
Yeah.
Cabrón, the cringy scene with the best friend in the car, I was like, oh my god. I was like, I feel so bad for that kid right now. I was like,
the fucking scene where he goes, okay, bye Miguel, by Kamala, by Brian, and he's like, he fucking knows my name is not Brian. He shit on purpose. Laughing, bro.
I laughed at the part where they were like, she's like very vibing with him in the car or whatever, and she's like, yeah, because this and that, and he's like, yeah, I also see Bollywood. It's like, cabrón, you're a white guy like trying to fucking interject yourself into a conversation between people of the same culture. I was like, ay, Dios mío.
Hablando de eso, fíjate, ahora eso me acuerda a la parte de cuando él va a Eid Mubarak, pues que le ponen la ropa.
Yeah.
A mí como que me puse a pensar, ok, va a haber gente que no va a tener un problema con esto, pero hay gente que sí va a tener un problema con esto. O sea, como que van a tener un problema de que a white guy, it's in there, enjoying their culture and whatnot. Y de hecho, tengo ahora mismo la escena en el background. Pero, mano,
they even had the group, remember? Of the white people at that place.
Exacto.
The converts, which are actually like reverts.
Yeah.
Sí, the reverts. Pero a mí me tripea como... O sea, el simple hecho, el simple como que yo pensar como de coño, se tomaron la tarea en poner esta situación where these people are embracing people from other races and inviting them into their culture, into their religion and shit like that, you know. Como que me gustó. O sea, it was eye candy for me.
And I think that has to be something that has, you know, that happens there. And shit, you know, when you're in I don't want to say the inner city, but when you're in places that are like that,
they're melding pots.
So culturally, diverse. That you're just bound to be making best friends with people that are not part of your culture. And it looks like even more because he looks like he's by himself a lot. He hangs a lot in that house. Like his parents, she was literally like, my mom told me, hey, make sure to come to the festival.
That was the equivalent of like, yo, mommy made arroz con pasteles today. You want to come over? Yo, she said,
we know
and she gave him the fucking Tupperware to take home, bro.
Exactly.
I feel like there's a lot of people from the outside looking in that probably have some troubles. That for me, it reminds me of like when people have certain troubles where how Aquafina talks. That for me, for me, I'm just looking at it. I'm from Queens. She's from Queens. That's just how we talk in Queens. No matter what race you are, like if you're born and you're surrounded by people that talk like that, you're going to talk like that.
Es como so I can see how somebody outside
will have a problem. How do you feel about that, Orengo?
No, pero hablando claro, es como la muchacha. Es como los muchachos que los papás son chinos, saben más de una que son así, medias influencers que pues las puedes encontrar en las redes sociales, pero que los papás son full, you know, 100% chinos. No, hay otras más.
Oh, okay.
Una yo creo que se llama Jenny. I don't remember.
We got hate for Janji on this channel too?
No, cabrón.
No, that's it. The China Boricua.
Yeah, the China Boricua.
Janji.
Es que hay dos, cabrón. No hay más de una, puñeta.
Nobody knows about that other one. We know about Janji.
Yo, she speaks fucking Spanish. Like, yo.
Exacto.
Obviously.
Exacto.
She was raised here, right? So,
exactly. Obviously, so yeah.
Exacto. Full desde que nació, criada aquí, habla como las de aquí, habla inglés, habla chino. Para el carajo. O sea, decir. Si se criaron aquí.
The two racists on the bottom, they're very silent right now. They're not all about cultural embracing. They're just very quiet.
Right episodio, I can't add much to the conversation.
Oh, so just because you haven't seen the second episode, you can't talk about embracing other people's cultures? That's what we're doing now?
I mean, I literally said this is comparable to Turning Red. It goes to show you lo universal que es este tipo de show y es Turning Red. So like cultural.
Orengo did like a little chuckle when we was talking about Aquafina. Orengo, don't tell me you got hard with Aquafina, man.
We've established that before. That's why I literally told him, how do you feel about it? Because he's always like, I don't like Aquafina. She turns on her black
Like
voice.
I said, she's done only one good thing in her life. You see, I'm at the Farewell. Great fucking film. It's almost baffling that she
obviously haven't seen her show. You obviously haven't seen the show.
You, bro. Telling you, son.
Her show's wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
Hashtag fuck that show. That's what he said. It's like,
I've seen enough junk for today.
It's fine. It's cool.
I love that show. That show's funny. I haven't finished it, by the way.
Ultini jumped on the screen. He jumped on the scene of the podcast thing, very specifically talking about Aquafina and Chinese shit. Now, yo, silence.
It's true, silence.
Radio silence, yo.
Radio silence.
Look out! I didn't want. I was just waiting for y'all.
Dale.
So he's gonna take a deep breath now.
El día de hoy, básicamente. I know. I think it's like I said. It's just really special how Disney handling like how they handled representation within this particular show.
Yeah.
Because there's like a lot of things that I'll be able to talk. I'm gonna call my ex because she's obsessed. Not obsessed, but she loves Miss Marvel the comic as well, and she's also from Bangladesh.
You were wrong when you broke up. Then you were the bad one.
No,
I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
No, we're good. We're good friends now because we got past it. But yeah, she cheated on me.
Oh,
That
okay.
sucks.
Might not want to put that out there, but all right.
We were at a 8, bro. We were at an 8. We brought it down to a 4, bro.
No, yo lo entiendo, ¿sabes por qué? Porque he's bringing context, porque ahora todo el mundo está pensando, oh, he's the worst, he let it go. Lo mismo que le estabas haciendo tú, no sé.
I'm just saying.
You put me in this spot, now I gotta put you in an awkward position.
Exactly. Okay. Broke my
That's
heart.
how you do it? That's how you do it? You talking shit? Well, I got cheated on. Now say something.
You can't say nothing.
Mix has the perfect picture for the moment. There you go, bro.
Oh my god.
Let the tears drop.
Dale, I have to go to bed.
Chocolate rain. Anyway.
I love the show. I don't have much to say. I think the direction's incredible. I think that this has the potential to be top 5, maybe even top 3 MCU ever. So I'm really excited.
Cabrón, it literally might be the best MCU show. Think about it.
No, yo digo MCU en total. Like movies.
Yeah, I got you. Yo te entendí desde el principio, don't worry.
I wouldn't go there yet, but I would definitely be up in TV shows for sure.
Yeah, I would say the TV show.
Yo digo que it has the potential to be that good. So I'm hoping. It's getting these first 2 episodes have just been complete bangers.
I mean, if how you say it, in hindsight, the way they went about Spider-Man, I thought was very ingenious. That each movie felt like an act of one movie.
Yeah.
While I was going through it, I wasn't such a fan. While the Spider-Man movies come out, like, okay, they're cool. They're not nothing. After watching the third one and seeing how it comes out, that makes me think that wow, like Miss Marvel has a lot of potential within the MCU. Right after she gets off the show, she's gonna be thrown into the movie universe. I mean, it's the same universe, but she's gonna be thrown into the movies. I feel like the actress does that character so well, and again, there's such a it feels so refreshing that I feel like there's a youthful character that feels youthful. Obviously, if the character is within the MCU in the next 10 years, I'm sure we're gonna see that the character age and mature, and she'll probably get to the point where she'll be one of the top heroes within the MCU and shit. But it's really, for me, I'm having a lot of fun. It's really fascinating seeing the origin of this character.
Do you guys think que al ser Miss Marvel so compelling as a show and a character that's kind of like, likable, in retrospect, it'll make Captain Marvel likable?
Thank you so, cabrón, we're in sync, because I literally was gonna say, I was like, now, cabrón, what's her name? The chick from WandaVision? No.
Brie Larson?
Oh, no. I mean, her real name? Tiana or some shit?
Tiana Harris?
Right? Wait, who are you talking about?
The
Marvel,
the other Marvel.
Yeah.
Monica Rambeau. The girl that played Monica Rambeau.
Yes.
Yeah, she's cool.
Right now, they're at a reading. Monica, the girl that played Monica Rambeau, and this girl for the next Marvel movie, and Kevin Feige is side-eyeing Brie Larson from across the room.
What? Where is this?
He's looking at her like, you fucked it up, bitch. You see how everything this little girl is, all the plans we had, this is what we had for you. This is everything we have for you. Brie Larson should be worried about her job right now, cabrón. Because I can totally see.
That's what's crazy is that she's an incredible actor.
That's
shown it in the MCU.
Yeah,
exactly. So, but I'm saying, I was like, I could totally see how, like Orengo said, everything they wanted to make out of Miss Marvel, I could totally see them shifting. I mean, the shift's already been there for a while, but I can see them literally be like, okay, everything we wanted to do with this character, make her the poster girl for woman empowerment and all this stuff. Boom! Now we have it with this little girl.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to see because there's a lot of people that complained about the movie, but the movie still made more than $1 billion fucking dollars. Like commercially, it wasn't a fucking failure. There's people that have to be like, yes, we fucking love Captain Marvel and shit. So
action people screaming for her and Endgame for me proves that alone. That there's a lot of fans of Captain Marvel.
Yeah, she had. There's no way that everybody hates her, and this movie still made a fucking $1 billion.
Yeah, I think you have to remember. I'm not saying I was one of the people that I went to go watch that movie, and I didn't have a huge problem with it. But I also think you have to remember the way they positioned that movie, marketing wise. And at the time it came out, and literally it was the last movie.
Yeah, that helps
between
a
one
lot.
of the Juancho helps a lot. They built it that way.
Yeah,
they literally marketed the shit out of that way. She looked like the fucking Jesus Christ figure.
Mucha
they were
gente
building
fue
up.
con, sí, mucha gente fue con esa expectativa y fue con la idea de que okay, she's gonna factor into this, Avengers Infinity War thing. Endgame, perdóname, Endgame.
She's the secret weapon. Like she literally is the secret weapon that's gonna be like the
¿Por qué fue que Iron Man 3 made $1 billion? Because it came literally after Avengers, and people were like, "What the fuck's gonna happen next?"
Yeah.
So I think, and I don't agree with that, but I think that personally, like, I feel like people are over that character. Like they waited too long to give it cariño, and now with this coming along, I think I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I feel like they're gearing up for that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I answered your question, Odin.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. So, anything last things to say about Ms. Marvel?
Not cool.
How many episodes are there?
What do you mean? How many episodes are that? The same episodes there've been for every fucking series, like 6. Like,
no, it was gonna be longer.
Oh,
yeah,
what? Really?
See,
that's what I'm saying. Does anybody know?
Because you guys asked that before, and I had to look it up, and I told you, and you guys already forgot again.
Pues claro, because we're just going on the assumption que siempre son 6, porque parece que nunca hay chavos para esta gente.
6 episodes.
¿Sí?
I think it's 6, yeah, because it ends on July 13th, ¿no?
Yeah. No, pero había un sitio, o la estoy confundiendo, porque ustedes me preguntan a cada rato, and I have to look up. I think I confused it with another one, porque había otra que sí iba a ser más episodio. Y no era Obi-Wan.
Es el secreto.
y eso me iba a decir, no era Obi-Wan.
It's gonna keep going and going forever. You just don't know.
Yo sé que hay otra.
Obi-Wan. And then eventually Din Djarin is like a young Din Djarin.
You're breaking up. Get close to the mic.
¿Cómo fue?
No, okay. You know they're gonna do 1 billion seasons of Obi-Wan, and a young Din Djarin is gonna show up at some point in time.
Yeah, I can see it.
And and everybody will think it was a shit.
You know what would have been like si uno de estos shows que tiene un hype grande le hicieran el truco donde dice que 6 episodios y de pronto tiran un 7º episodio, una mierda así, that shit would blow people's minds. I don't know why todos estos 2 años no les ha ocurrido coger un show de eso y decir como que okay, we're just gonna pretend it's like 6 episodes and then we're gonna fuck with all you guys y de pronto es un 7º episodio.
Exacto, porque ya hicieron marketing así con otras series como con What If, que llevaban tiempo diciendo, esto es una antología. Oh, no, mira, todo se conecta, bla, bla, bla.
And that's sold. Como que para la gente vio eso por la cuestión de la conectividad.
Sí, aquí yo creo que fue decisión unánime que lo encontráramos bien estúpido.
Sí, sure, for sure, pero sí, yo I agree, yo también estaba con I didn't like the idea, pero yo sé que había gente como que por social media diciendo, oh, qué cool, todo el mundo está justo, que sí carajo. ¿A gente le tripió?
I wonder if so in the grand scheme of things, I think we can all agree, right? These series, every single series that comes out on Disney Plus has that fucking sickness of like the first episodes are meh and the last 2 episodes are like bing bing bing. Like
they write TV shows around the basis of reveals instead of.
So with this episode being the first 2 episodes are bangers, like I wonder what that means for the rest of the episodes. Like, are the 5th and the 6th be like the reverse? They're gonna be the weakest ones, or is this shit gonna be a banger all the way through? And like episodes 5 and 6 are gonna be like
I hope that it's a banger all the way through. Because we fucking need that shit.
Es que Miguel, cuando tienes gente competente detrás de las cámaras, look at what happens.
Exacto.
Dude, Ali and Bilal are fucking great. Orengo's heard me jerk off to them for so long, and it's nice to see them now entering the mainstream. That it's like, no, these guys are the future of like blockbuster cinema. You got to give them as much money as possible.
Pero didn't they do Bad Boys 3? Ya ellos tenían práctica.
No, that's what I'm saying is that like Bad Boys 3 salió, which is the rated Bad Boys film, and my issue with it is not their direction. It's that they were given half the budget of the sequel, so it's impossible to top the sequel. It's just physically impossible.
Yeah.
Pero Hennessy and I battled a lot over the camera shots because he's like, well, Michael Bay has better camera shots. I'm like, yeah, but these camera shots are great. So what are you smoking?
In my head, has every Marvel series had cameos in it?
Shit, I
think
good
so.
question.
In one way or another, like have they have?
There might have been, yeah.
What about Loki?
Loki had cameos galore.
Mira, los tuvo Wanda, los tuvo Loki, los tuvo este cabrón
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, ¿no?
Ellos lo tuvieron. Hawkeye tuvo.
What if?
What if un cojonal.
I guess Moon Knight, no.
No, Moon Knight no.
Moon Knight was the one that everybody questioned if it took place even in the same universe because there wasn't any cameos technically.
Exacto, sí, porque again, la premisa era no está dependiendo de nada de lo que está sucediendo dentro del MCU.
Right,
until now.
Hasta que pues.
Exacto.
Busquen algo donde encajarlo. Yeah.
Hasta que llegue Blade y entonces.
Yeah, most likely.
So do you think this series will have a cameo?
There might be. Porque si tiene Miss Marvel, si tienes Captain Marvel, my assumption es que Brie Larson será lo último. I told you my ending.
Sí.
Reiterate your ending.
My ending es el mismo ending de Shazam. Esa mujer, ellos va a estar en
oh my god, I forgot about it. I had such a trauma over it. I blacked it out of my fucking brain.
Bueno, mira, hasta ahora no he fallado con el Turning Red, so I might actually pegarla con lo de Captain Marvel lo último.
Jesus.
I could see that happening.
I could see the. Well, I don't want to spoil it. Go ahead. Never mind. Let's keep it moving.
Okay. Oh, the only place to move is to the end.
Exacto.
Wow, how poetic.
¿Viste?
Wow.
Bro, poetic in the heat.
Vas a hacer un libro de poemas.
All right, everybody. So yeah, it's been a great episode for everybody that's watching. Remember, like, comment, and share this shit. This shit stays on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Before we go, everybody, starting with Orengo, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me here with you guys saying After School Club. También con Cine Nerds. Flaqueo un poquito porque I'm working on a movie set. So, literalmente, por eso me conecté tarde. Pero, pues, I'm trying to do better.
Excusado.
Thank you.
No,
también
acusado por Sally. No excuse by us. No. You're making a movie. Big deal. You get your ass here on Wednesday, all right?
Chop, sir.
Exactly. What do you say?
You make sure they know what priority is in that set.
Yeah. You can find me también in the movie guy. You can find me in Cinemas. Hopefully in Cinemas, I might have an episode soon que sea with someone like in front of me for the first time. Porque como tengo un pana
share
que
the same air?
Yes, we actually might share the same air porque él está de AC. So we have un topic que queremos tocar y él me dice, mira, like, we should just do it in your house. Y yo, okay, you're right. You're here for a month and a half. Why shouldn't we? So we're probably going to take one day, un domingo algo, we're just going to shoot it y tirarlo. So
that's cool. Are you going to do it live?
I hope I do it live. Si la hora cuadra, I might get away doing it live. So
I would love for you to do it live because sometimes your interviews are interesting and hay dos o tres pendejos que hacen preguntas en el pre-recorded segment. I don't know who they are, but they look like fucking.
Don't worry, because you weren't the only one. I had another friend that like wrote to me diciéndome, dude, I had to delete questions because I didn't realize it wasn't live.
Little does he know you can't delete questions; they stay there.
Exacto.
Cabrón, he was interviewing Transport D, and they were having such an interesting. I was so fucking wrapped up in the conversation. I was like, oh shit, ask him this, and I'm like, oh. Pre-recorded like a fucking moron. Like,
but the good thing with Transfer, he liked the dynamic, so he told me that later on we could do a live one. And
do
so
a live
I'll
one.
look forward to that too.
Are you gonna make fun of him in person?
I mean, I don't think I've made fun of him in person.
Are you gonna
Maybe
show
Reyes-
your face when you got opinions about movies?
Cabrón, that shit would be so funny to have a seat with his guests and the other seat just a lava lamp on top of the
Just
seat.
a lava lamp.
Ay,
Exacto.
cabrón, sí.
That'd be great. Pero yeah, you can find me in a bunch of places. You can find me in Lex's Instagram. Cuando él quiera postear el review que hice de Buzz Lightyear, that'd be cool. Cuando...
shots
Well, I
fired.
told you tomorrow. You saw how
I know.
little job? You saw that shit?
I know.
But your review is on the.
No, mine
No,
isn't.
I did yours of Jurassic, then I did John's Lightyear, and I was like, well, I'm gonna save Orengo.
No,
for
I know.
Thursday when the movie
I
comes
know.
out.
I'm just.
Pero you did plug the Cinemas review.
Yeah, of
Sí,
course.
pero los
It's just some
otros
people
nada
are just ungrateful.
Exactly.
Of course I
Exactly.
did.
That's the thing.
But let me tell you,
I'm being
you know
ungrateful
something?
today.
I
You're being-
understand where other people come from, but you give people
Opportunities.
opportunities
And the benefits
and
of
look
being
at this.
amongst peers, and you know.
Now I understand things.
Está
Full
bien, está
circle,
bien.
it came.
I'll remember that. Okay, I'll remember that because I have power now. I have power.
La palabra
Now,
clave.
now he's gonna do live podcast. Now this whole
No,
virtual
no.
shit is gonna be too
Exacto.
under. He's gonna
Gotcha,
do it with
papi.
a
I have
film
power
camera.
now.
He's gonna have lenses and shit.
Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna keep talking.
No, Orengo.
Ah.
Orengo. La palabra clave es tienes el privilegio
El privilegio de
Privilegio.
de estar aquí. De estar aquí.
Es verdad. Because Lex could be like, fuck your review. Y así me bichea.
Exacto. Then you lose all your benefits, 401k.
No.
Sick
Not
pay.
even. I could just take the review and just take your picture out.
Exacto.
Who wrote this? XV and Rich Boy
XV
wrote
Rich
this,
Boy.
baby.
We owe your likeness, sir.
God damn, you remember that.
Yeah. I'll humble myself next time. I'm sorry.
God,
Déjame enviarle al Lex mi review de Jurassic World.
Dale,
Dale.
suma. You should have. I thought you did.
No, pero es que ya tú vas a... que él no estaba aquí. Cuando lo veas, vas a
Okay.
entender. Vas a
Okay.
entender.
Perfect.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Lex,
No digas nada.
I won't.
Lex, I got a review for you for Airbud.
Airbud,
Christ.
the fucking,
Yep.
fucking dog. The fuck.
It's great.
Give me the full review, baby. I'm giving shows to everybody.
I
Everybody
haven't-
gets a
I
fucking
haven't
full
seen
review.
Airbud in 23 years, so I have no. It was the first movie that came to mind.
Have you watched it recently?
No, it's just porque John Oliver did a piece on it that he was talking about like how Airbud breaks the rules and he shouldn't be allowed to compete. It's very funny.
I think I've been talking about something at the how you say it, like discussing. I'm talking with the guys that we should do like a bad movie night.
Ay,
Gabro,
sí, por favor,
Yeah.
sí.
yes.
Just
It's
fucking
like-
go ahead and stream us.
Go ahead,
all
Orengo.
watching like a
Go ahead,
shitty movie.
Orengo. Say it.
I
Say it, Orengo.
There's
Orengo said that's every time we watch movies.
Exacto.
That's all
You
I
wanna
see guys even watch.
that's what I do in Cine Nerds
Everything-
every 2 weeks.
Everything. No, he says every time he watches a movie. Every time, all the movies we watch are trash. So that's
No,
basically
no.
every time we
But
talk to
this-
him. That's what he
no.
wants to say.
He went even more disrespectful. He said every time I'm on Cine Nerds
No,
and
no.
fucking Lexus picks a movie, it's a
Exacto.
movie. That's what he
Exacto.
wanted to say.
I mean,
Isn't that-
go ahead, Lex. What am I watching next time? Go ahead. Just say it. What are we supposed to be watching next time?
Cha Cha Real Smooth, is it? That's what it is?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Cha
God.
Cha. We're gonna watch Cha Cha Real Smooth, and then we're gonna watch the Curse. I haven't seen the Curse. I don't know. I can't tell you.
the
Todos
hell-
ellos were
What
very
do you-
adamant about seeing the Curse. Y Chacha Real Smooth already saw it. I didn't like it, so imagínate.
It looks
Lo que digo.
terrible.
The Curse by who?
This is the Curse is this movie that, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it on Sundance or Tribeca or some shit? It
It
got
was one of
bought.
those. Yeah.
It got bought. I think it was pretty recent, like in the past, probably last 2 years, maybe.
Oh, is that the movie that's like The Witch but not The Witch?
I haven't seen it. I know it's like about werewolves, and it's in that. It looks like it's in that time period.
It's
Yeah.
about werewolves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cursed. It might
What?
be, yeah.
I mean, the poster. It looks. I don't know. I seen the poster. The poster kind of looked like silver fangs and shit. I just assumed that
What?
this is about werewolves or some shit.
Are you
This is
sure
what
we're talking
Lex
about the same
picks.
movie?
This is what Lex throws movies in a blender, and whatever
The
comes
Curse.
out. That's
Right.
I can't even, cabrón, not even Google is finding this shit. Like, what are you talking
Imagínate.
about?
It's a short film that Lex.
There's a couple of people already on the fucking, how you say it, on the page that said that they saw it.
Yeah, sí. Hay para la gente que la vio. I have to go see it, pero por lo menos thankfully vi la otra.
2021.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a recent movie. But yeah.
Utini, tell them where you can find yourself.
I mean, very, very clearly in the desert sands of Tatooine, where we have 2 suns. It gets pretty hot, so bring some sunblock if you're coming.
Do you have spice?
So we do have some spice, but I mainly have like random trinkets that I've taken off of people's dead body, and I have it in this thing that we call a sand crawler. It's a lot of fun. So if you're in need for any droid parts, give me a call.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you.
The level of commitment is amazing.
Amazing. How about you, Liquid?
Well, you can find me here, XVN Richport, After School Club, La Hija de Sam cuando podamos tener cuadral.
Yeah.
You can find me on Twitch as Liquid Nebula, all the socials as Liquid Nebula and Liquid Nebula Dice.
Eggs.
I was waiting for you to give me the intro.
Okay,
you can fucking... Anyway, you can find me here with these fine set of humans giving our spicy little takes on everything we love.
Yeah, everybody that's watching, Miggs is about to get his little solo show pretty soon.
Nice.
He's gonna be interviewing people. You want to say anything about that, Miggs?
No, because it was still a concept in work. We weren't supposed to announce it, but yeah, we have something cooking.
Nice. We got a lot of things cooking on this channel.
I did not authorize you to let that out. So
he's giving you the opportunity, sir, to be able to interview people. So he signed
an NDA, and I'm Kevin Feige in that bitch. All right, so you had no authority to give that out.
There's a lot of cool things that's being worked on. The Cine Nerds is another thing that's going to be getting split into 2 groups.
Yeah,
we'll let everybody know when that happens, what's going to be the feel of it. But yeah, we're cooking a lot of things. Always grateful for everybody that watches the videos, that likes, shares, let the people know what we're doing. And until next time, it's deuces. See you guys when we see you.
See you. Woo.